Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the WID Podcast. But what episode are we on?
This is 94.
94. Welcome back to another episode of the WID Podcast.
Welcome back.
Episode 94 in the fucking books, bro. I love it.
Like that,
We
bro.
just keep trucking along. We can't wait to hit 100. I can't wait. Oh, yeah.
It'll be here fast.
Shit, bro. It's already getting fast.
Next thing you'll be looking for 1,000, man.
Oh,
man.
bro.
That'd be
God,
great.
Lord willing, if nothing takes me out before then. In the studio today, we got Mr. Martin Lucero.
Hello again.
And we got Shawn. You know, Shawn, I didn't even get your last name.
Shawn Gould.
Shawn Gould.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome,
Having
guys.
me.
Yeah, thanks
Kind of
guys for
excited
coming,
to be
man. I know we were talking ahead before about some other stuff, you know. And
That's off mic stuff.
yeah. The stuff that gets edited. It ends up on little reels. What's called the fucking...
Vines?
Oh, my God.
Dude, I think that may come back, bro.
Classic right there, dude.
Yeah.
Vines may come back after TikTok gets banned.
I mean, that's...
TikTok get banned. You think it's going to get banned?
That's what they're saying. Well, it passed congressional approval, right?
Yeah, but they're going to... TikTok's going to... They're going to fight it. Like
Yeah.
they're going to go back to court. And as long as they're still in you know, they don't have to take it down. They're still fighting it. So they're going to keep it going as long as they can. Fight it as many times
But I
as they're
thought
allowed.
the 19th of January was it. I mean, Donald Trump said that he was gonna fight to keep it, but I'm like, I don't know how much he can do if it's already passed by Congress. I don't know.
I mean, they
He's
got
the president.
all kinds of protections.
He can
on
go
there
in there
now.
and do a presidential
Well, he's
order.
president the next day after
On
the
the
ban.
20th.
Oh, no shit.
The 20th, yeah.
So it'll be down for one day.
Yeah, but who knows, man.
But I was talking to my daughter about it, and she was like, because she's pretty up there in social media. Like I think she told me she earns probably about a G a month off of TikTok.
Goddamn, that's
Yeah,
no shit.
yeah. And so I was like, what the hell? No, no, I'm just kidding. So, well, I mean, but she does. She earns money because she has the social media following.
Mm-hmm.
And so as long as I don't know how many. I don't know. I didn't get into the details. I don't know how many people you have to have following you in order to start earning. But she's earning money. But she was like, "That's just me, Dad." She's like, "I'm little. I'm San Angelo. My whole thing is about hair."
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Could you imagine these other people that's their whole livelihood? People that make millions.
Oh yeah,
That's what they're depending on."
yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, that's true."
Well, it's crazy because I don't know if you got TikTok.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't. If you scroll through it,
I
right?
just watch it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you just watch it.
Yeah, I don't get on there.
You don't get on.
You don't do
Show my
dances?
curly locks.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the same way. I kind of post a little bit of stuff here and there, but every now and then I come across this video and be like, "Hey, you know, could you spend 60 seconds watching my video because I got a medical bill or something like that?" And he's like, "And I'll post the results afterwards," you know. And dude, within a day, these people are paying off $12,000 medical bills
Yeah.
in a fucking day,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, dude.
So I may do a video here in a minute.
So
I'm
you
like,
got to kind of wonder which ones are scams, which ones aren't.
yeah, I mean, well, you sit there and watch them because they'll come back on your For You page, and it'll give you an update, man. Because they're real open with it. Like they'll show you their analytics and stuff like that. This is what I earned. Thanks, guys. Blah blah blah. Now I get to pay my hospital bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, dude, that's badass, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I got a piece of that?
Now I
pie?
want to go live real quick. Oh,
Yeah, no kidding.
Go
man.
for it, Tiffany. Tiffany's gonna be our new social media person. She's gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna get her on that. She's because
working
I
on
can't
it.
keep up with this shit either.
Oh no, bro, that's
It's
a young
hard.
man's game.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's a lot of time.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to put forth some all
There's
the
a
all the
lot of
different
work.
social medias out there. You got
Just between all I'm doing is Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube.
and Facebook is out. I mean, like Facebook. I mean, you don't even need that anymore because nobody.
You know what's funny?
Nobody's on
Is
that.
I thought the Instagram was gonna blow up for us, and it's done all right for
Yeah.
us. But it wasn't until we got on because we did for the first year, maybe first 8 months, we did just on Instagram. It wasn't until like maybe a little bit later we decided, all right, let's start putting it on the Facebook a little bit more. Then that's when
That's
it was
when
like,
you started
how the
blowing
hell-
up.
yeah. But I think it's because our demographic
Yeah.
is
Okay.
more on
Our people our age are on Facebook.
our age. Yeah, they're more Facebook.
See, if we can somehow get us on the fucking marketplace, that's where we're gonna fucking get up, bro. Because me and my age, that's where you find me. I'm in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Facebook marketplace. I'm like, man, let me see some kind of good shit
like
here.
20,000 people
Yeah.
on that.
I'm over here preying on people that don't know what they have. You know, I'm like, I'm selling this for like $50. I'm like, yeah, it's like $200
There you go.
on eBay.
Well, so and then Twitter X is talking about they're going to start paying content creators now. I'm not sure how it's all planned out to do, but definitely if TikTok goes down, that's gonna blow up.
That's, yeah, for
I
sure.
mean,
for
you
sure,
can
people will go elsewhere.
monetize on Instagram as well. Just
Can you
depending
really?
yeah, because I can monetize.
Where you been at, Tiffany?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
I was like, we're broke here, Tiffany. You know how much this place costs?
I'll get you going.
I'm about to give you all the passwords, and you can run with it.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I know there's a way to do it, but I'm
they got people underneath them too. You know, like y'all got Tiffany over here. I mean, they got
thank
like
God,
12 Tiffany's. You know, working their system and getting
Like that guy, Mr. Beast. There's no telling how many people he has working for him.
Oh, a lot.
But
Period.
Make sure the
have you
pictures are
seen
just
the kind of
right,
money this guy
everything.
makes?
No, not that.
Dude, it's an obscene amount of money. Millions of dollars a month.
He's the largest,
Content creator.
the largest
Really?
content creator,
Or YouTube creator.
or
YouTuber,
YouTube, I guess. Yeah.
And this is Mr. Bean.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Young kid, man. He takes like see some of his videos, right? Like he'll go out and buy a fucking island, right? And then he'll give it away. Yes. He'll go buy a fucking,
They'll go buy like a $1 billion mansion and trash it just for content.
just to
Just
show
for content.
and-
The show
and
paid for it.
Millions of people will watch
Yes.
it.
Oh,
yeah.
because-
And it's a write-off.
And
Oh, hell yeah. Right off. See, that's
So the insurance man.
The whole thing about
he'll buy like
California.
a badass Lambo and like run it through the paces and then give it away.
Oh, dude.
It's the shock value.
Yes.
What's
That's
that?
what it
there's,
is.
there's this model, right? She's got to be like 5 foot. Well, her fucking, they're giving away a Lamborghini, right? But she climbs on the bitch and she smashes the fucking windshield. Right? She's like, we're going to get this fixed and we're giving it away.
That
on
raised
this
the value
fix.
right there, probably.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? You just broke a goddamn $300,000 car,
And
man.
you better
What
not
are you
fix
doing?
it either. Because that's part of the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
I get it fixed.
Yeah,
Keep my nice Lambo, okay?
yeah. I hate, what does a fucking a windshield on a Lambo cost?
I couldn't afford to get it
Oh,
fixed.
no joke. dude.
yeah, no
I couldn't
shit.
afford to get it fixed.
You probably have to take it to like a special
Lamborghini.
place. Yeah, to Lamborghini. Because I think they hand build those cars.
Oh, fuck.
Are they
Yeah,
still
that's
on?
all overseas. Lamborghini's overseas, right?
Yeah.
You go to AutoZone, bro. Get the fucking cheap brakes. Bro. You get brake best, dog. And you just put that bitch on there. Because my neighbor, right? He's like, for the longest time, he's like, man, I really want a Ferrari. And I'm like, what do you do for a living? You know, so I was sitting there. He's like, no, nothing brand new. I want something used. You know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm like, oh, okay. Something used.
F40,
something like
used.
100,000. You know. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Something maybe from the 50s. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts, right? So I was like, so what is it like the maintenance shit on the Lamborghini, anyways? You know. So I don't know if you're familiar with like tires and shit, right? Which I thought I knew about tires. I'm about 10 flat tires when I go to work, you know, for my work truck. Okay, these Lamborghini tires,
Those are
tires,
spec.
yeah, they're Type Z tires, right? So they're high speed, whatever. Dude, they only got 5,000 mile range on them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you
So
knew
you
that.
constantly
No,
change
Yeah.
the tires like a race
Constantly, yes.
Yes.
And I was like, whoa, what? This is mind blowing. Like this guy I know, right? He had at the time he had a Corvette Z06, and I'm like, dude, that's a badass car, right? So we're sitting there checking it out, and I guess he didn't know that he had the fucking tires, right? He's like, dude, these are only 5,000 mile tires, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. Well, how much does a set of tires for these thing cost? You know, $3,000.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute, you're getting
For the whole set?
for the set. Damn. And I'm like, dude, for 5,000 balls, I was like, you better put that bitch in the garage.
Yeah.
Just fuck that.
Yeah.
You go get some. What's that?
Put it on a trailer, take it around. with
Dude,
you.
tell me about it. You can show people that you have a Corvette, towing that bitch around.
Well,
There's
you
no
remember
way.
A while back, there was I came across this video, and it's true, and I think I sent it to you, and I think we've talked about it on here before. So there's these Mercedes-Benz racing type cars. Like this guy, the video I saw, the guy's like in Saudi Arabia or something like that, and there's like this guy is at a dealership looking at these fucking cars. This fucking amazing car he's looking at, and the salesman's there with him, and he was like, just to let you know, before you can buy this car, you have to already own that car. And the other car looks just as badass as this car, which is we're probably looking at $1 million cars, you know?
Oh, yeah,
like
easy.
fucking high-end cars. Then he tells him after, 4,000, 5,000 miles?
Yeah.
The motor has to be replaced.
You have to rebuild the motor. Because I'm like,
What the fuck?
Yeah. I was like, dude, but I mean, these are guys.
got money to throw away.
Yes.
Oh yeah, these people just have bukus of money.
It's crazy.
But I'm like, dude,
Fucking
you're
crazy.
You're buying like a fucking supercar is what it is,
Supercar,
you know.
yeah.
You're not. It's not a fuck. What is the Koenigsegg or whatever the fuck it is?
Koenigsegg?
Yeah. The high end. Okay, that's not what you're buying. You're buying something that can go on a goddamn F car, F track. This is a racing fucking car, you know. And I'm like, you're
Buying
gonna.
a fucking contender, damn it.
Yeah, bro, no kidding. I was like, I'd hate to see you start it up and leave your house, but you're not. You're passing everything but a fucking gas station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd hate to see, as Martin would know, the insurance on this fucking thing go down the goddamn road, man. I was like, how can you?
Oh, yeah. That would be fucking
Martin Lucero
ridiculous.
insurance.
I'm over here
If you
crying.
ever want to
I'm
insure
over
your
here crying
supercar, you
because
know,
my
you
insurance went up $50. I'm like, oh my god,
Oh, I know.
$50.
dude, those guys. But then again, do they have insurance?
Oh, they're probably self-insured.
Oh, there you go, self-insured. Damn, because that's just fucking. That's mind blowing. I know some cats that have expensive cars, right? But I'm just like, dude.
If you could have any car, what would it be?
Oh shit, man! Oh, you put me on the spot there.
I know, right?
Um,
Some good ones out there, man.
goddamn, that's a
You
good
want a
question.
classic, or you want something?
No. It would be classic. It would definitely be classic. It'd probably have to be a '66 Chevy Nova.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Super sport.
I can feel myself
square
dropping
body.
in that seat.
Oh, bro,
Just as you
yeah.
said it, dude, I was like, God, that's got some power. there.
Because it's raw. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my uncle has a 1969 and a 1970 Ford Mark Ones. You know, dude, they're fucking raw. Like you feel when you're switching gears, you can even feel the misfire every now and then of the ox.
You fear the rear end get
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
bro.
squirrely on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think those came with like Posi tracks. It was great. It was a great
Yeah.
fucking car, but you feel everything.
Yeah,
you know,
you're
these
part
newer
of it.
cars, bro, you don't feel nothing. Like a Tesla, I couldn't drive a Tesla because
You can't even hear the damn
yeah,
thing.
you can't hear it. You know, you don't feel it. Every handle's fucking great. You know, I
It's
like
a great car, but
You don't
it's
have
too,
to drive it.
Yeah.
It'll do it itself.
It's
Yeah.
too, it's too much precision.
And
That's
that's-
too
yeah.
precise.
There's no way, bro.
Yeah.
You couldn't get me in these newer cars. Like we had what's it called? It was it was a Kia before all this mess had happened. But I used to fucking get on the highway and hit the little, I can't remember the little sensor it is. It keeps you right in the lane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I took my hand off of it and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, it's going to switch to, it's going to, drift into the other lane. Fuck no, it just keeps it as it's going, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, it starts beeping at you. You know, hey, put your hand back on the steering wheel because I guess it's got sensors on the steering wheel. But I'm like, dude, when they fucking do away with all this,
This could get dangerous.
dude, hell yeah, it's gonna get dangerous because you're gonna have not only on top of that, right? You got
Like
all
this.
these, huh?
All four of us doing a podcast.
In a car,
in a car.
yeah. I'm just afraid it's like local podcasters die in a fiery
exactly
crash.
right. Yeah. have you seen that
You need
movie
another drink?
Upgrade?
Yes.
That movie Upgrade when they're
At
in
least
that
we
car.
could smoke in there.
They jump in the they jump in the back and they're like making love while the car is driving them
Oh, it's
home.
going. That's crazy.
It's crazy. But that's
You know, those
that's coming.
Teslas, though, those Teslas, they're really good for the cities. Like the cities where you're only going maybe 20, 30 miles
Yeah.
most days.
That makes sense.
You
for
know,
over
like
there.
in places like San Angelo or Braun or
Yeah, it's
Rams,
not for you.
everybody's driving the highway. They're going, all over the place. It's not for
Yeah.
Teslas,
Yeah,
you know.
and we're too far from charging stations.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly,
I only know
exactly.
of like maybe one in San Angelo, maybe two. Was
So
it
in those big
HEB?
places like that,
I
man.
can't think, yeah,
Random
HEB,
Motors.
yeah.
Random Motors.
Random
Yeah,
Motors.
Ford House has got
House.
Did you say HEB? You got all this. So with those bigger cities, right? Everybody's gone into fucking these autopilot cars. So you're gonna have that one dude who drives, like say me. If I go to fucking Los Angeles, it's gonna be me, right? It's gonna be that one guy that fucks up traffic
Smoke
for everybody
coming out.
else. Because I'm like, dude, this guy, he's not slowing down for I want to come in and out of lanes.
Like, who is this asshole?
He's like, he must be from Texas.
Yeah, exactly. What it do?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh shit, man!
Yeah, dude.
There was one day I was behind it was like a 70-something Ford over down on Bell Street. And I was behind him and he was doing like 40, 45, something like that.
Max speed.
Yeah, basically. But boy, I could smell that fucking difference. Like you can smell it. Like I was like, okay, yeah, that regulation hadn't kicked in yet. And then if you get behind the 90s, there's still that regulation that we have now hasn't kicked in yet either.
For the exhaust.
Yeah, the emissions.
Oh, yeah.
It's different now. These newer,
Oh, yeah.
these newer vehicles, which I feel like it's causes a lot of problems with these newer vehicles too. Because we didn't have those type of problems back in the day. Like our vehicles can go 300,000 miles.
You're right, man. This whole start-stop shit too, though.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
not
dude,
good.
I want to know how many starters are people going through?
Yeah.
And where are they?
Did you know they're in the transmission?
They're in the transmission.
You have to
Exactly
split
what
the
I mean.
transmission.
Or in the intake or whatever else. I'm just like,
yeah.
no way.
Because the other day, bro, I got in my driveway and I started my truck and it was like, I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on here?
Fuck.
And then you hear it clink. Once it starts, you hear it clink where that starter, that
Where it
Bendix shot
disengages?
out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, dude. I was like, I'm gonna figure out. All right, I'm gonna price the starter. Hey, starter's not expensive. And I'm like, okay, well, where is it? I started go googling where is it. you're right. You got to pull the fucking transmission and the engine apart, and the fucking starter's inside the bell house.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, dude.
Remember, it
come
used to be
on.
like just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like you could even arc it, right?
Yeah, yeah, you could arc it.
Hit it with a hammer. You can't hit it with a hammer.
Hell no, you
Can't do
can't.
that no more, man.
I was like, bro, this sucks. Because every time I get into my wife's car, she's got a Volkswagen. I hit that auto start stop. I turn it off.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I hate to get stuck in a fucking light and the car won't
That's
start.
how my work truck is. It has that auto start stop. I hate that thing.
But I mean, I don't know.
I gave up turning it off. For like the first couple of months, I
Yeah.
was like, I just left my truck on. I just gave up. I was like, it's gonna do it anyways. I don't care.
Well, I got used
Yeah.
to
Does
mine.
the truck
'Cause-
do that?
Yeah, it turns off when I get to a stoplight. Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured it out, man, because mine doesn't do that anymore. Like, I'll get up, but what I'll do is that
Broke it.
I'll go up to a stoplight and I'll stop right and I'll let go of the brake a little bit and push
And
it.
touch it
barely
again.
touch it.
Yeah.
But I do it out of habit just so the damn thing
Just to
won't
keep
turn
it
off.
going.
Did it
Yeah.
scare you when you first?
Oh,
It
bro,
scared the
the-
piss out of me when it first
yeah?
first happened to me. I was like, oh fuck! I just got this work truck.
My
and I
dealer
fucked it
told
up.
me it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew it was coming.
Dude,
I was like, wait, the work truck just turned off. Like, what the fuck?
You already.
I just got it. You
Your
know?
boss.
until the old guy right there, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, what do I do? And
You pressed on the gas.
Yeah.
yeah, as soon as I took my foot off the brake, it started. I was like, oh, this stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's just,
Damn,
oh, dude.
future.
Yes, exactly,
bro.
exactly. You damn whippersnappers.
But then when everything goes to electric, dude, we don't have the fucking power grid. We don't have the fucking, the system's not there.
It's not
bro.
ready yet.
It's not ready yet, but the thing
Texas
is
has
that,
got a lot of power,
is
but we
that,
ain't
you
got
know,
that
we
much.
always dreamt about flying cars,
Uh-huh.
but that's going to be the first time that we're going to see flying cars
Yeah.
with the electricity because man, you
You
can
think?
do so much stuff
Yeah.
with those electric motors.
It's either going to be
More
electric
of a
or
drone
magnetic.
car, isn't it?
I kind of
With
think
the
it'll be
propellers
magnetic.
You
and
think it'll be
such?
I
magnetic?
think so.
I mean,
but I mean, it's kind of still electric though.
Yeah, still. I mean,
But they're
Yeah.
using magnets for the braking, right?
Yes.
Like when you're braking,
but
it
I think,
charges the battery
I
back up.
think
Not all the way, but
I can't remember what company it is. They can hover their cars now with magnets
okay.
without having magnets in the road.
Just
Like-
off the Earth's.
Yes,
own
yeah, exactly. Just
magnetism.
off the
damn,
What
man.
the fuck?
That's
really?
awesome.
I can't remember what fucking car company. It's
Tiffany,
It's
we
not
need you on
Toyota. Tiffany. I need to get her another computer over there. That way she can look stuff up for us.
She can look up.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
well, no.
okay.
She'd have to go back and forth from screen to screen.
I have the other computer in here.
Oh, well, I can look it up on my phone.
Oh, there you go. Hey, you're not supposed to have phones in
Hey,
here.
what the hell?
How
Just
else do you
kidding.
get your information?
know, man.
Exactly right.
I'm more worried about sex robots.
He's stuck on Megan Fox.
Yeah.
By the way, her and MGK just broke up.
Yep. But she's
I
pregnant.
was not making Fox hit me up. She's pregnant.
She's pregnant, yeah.
God,
She's
how-
pregnant with MGK's baby, but they broke up.
Can you imagine what that baby's gonna come out looking like, being like, acting like?
Isn't both of her kids trans?
Well, she
I'm
got
that father's
kids?
baby.
She already got kids?
No,
I
not
thought
that
she
I
had
know of.
kids. No,
She does.
Yeah, she does
with
with that Austin Green
Ryan
guy. How the
Austin
fuck do I
Green.
know this? Hold on.
He's the guy from
That's just like,
Jersey, no.
it like popped into my head, bro. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck was that?
Was that in your dream? That
Yeah.
Oh, tough Oilfield guy over here.
following all these Megan Fox
Oh
kids.
shit, dude!
Busted.
I'm a fucking tabloidist, man. Fuck. I'm telling you, bro. What I told you earlier, I was like, I am like
you-
a bank of useless information.
Dude, we went on this fucking thing earlier. He told me I learned something today. It was useless, but I learned something. And I was like, Oscar, how the fuck do you even know this? And he was
I don't
like,
know.
bro,
I just store
Out of
shit.
nowhere. Yeah.
I just store shit for fucking.
are you that guy that like when you're at the cash register checking out at the grocery store, you just kind of look over and there's the tabloids there and you just grab one and be like,
I-
let me see real quick.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I just glance at the page, you know. That's all. I'm like, I Rayman it a lot.
Okay.
You know, like if you drop toothpaste in front of me, like 96, 96. It's like, what the fuck? How many come in there? 100 toothpicks. I'm like,
Taking this guy to Vegas.
Hell yeah. Hey, he did good his first try in Vegas.
Yeah, I did,
Oh, really?
actually.
Yeah.
I've never been.
You have never ever been?
No, I love to gamble.
You should go
I love
once.
playing poker, man, but
Oh.
I've never been to Vegas.
If you,
Oh,
do
shit,
you like
man.
gambling too much though?
No,
Yeah.
I know my limit.
You know your limit? Okay, okay.
I don't.
You gotta go,
Pawn
man.
my house
You
or
gotta
something
go
like
just
that.
once, at least once.
I got that itch for some roulette right now. God,
Roulette is so fun.
it is so fun.
I
It
don't.
is so fun.
This fool got me
Okay.
started on it.
What it do podcast on the road? Let's go.
On the road. What did you podcast? Goes to Vegas.
We're gonna go test this car.
Oh yeah. And sex robots.
Oh, I always come
I'm just
back
kidding. I'm
around.
just kidding.
We're gonna go see how far we can drive a car with no hands.
You can go to Austin and go to Coda. They have open track day there, and they actually have cars that you can rent out there.
Oh, do they really? Wow.
Oh, do we get an electric? We get an electric car. We don't have to drive,
it, or you can probably bring it on too. I think you have to. As long as you have certain tires, you can get on that track.
Like you can drive an Indy car.
I think if they have it there,
yeah.
Or if you bring your own, but it has to have a certain type of tires because they don't want you screwing up their track.
Yeah, so you can bring your Indy car if you got one.
Yeah, I got one. Just that's what I drove here.
Those 5,000-mile rated cars.
Boy, you had to change them out before you got back. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I got a pit crew on it right now. It's cool.
But Vegas, man, you should go.
Yeah, dude.
I highly recommend it.
You've been, right?
Oh,
What is there to do there? I don't know.
I mean, what isn't there to do?
What isn't there exactly?
What isn't there? Just stay away from Planet 13, though.
Oh shit!
Which one?
Planet 13, the weed dispensary place.
The biggest one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Stay away from there.
Biggest one in the world.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah,
really?
Damn, dude. You walk in sober, walk out high, kind of thing, huh?
Well, I don't know if you can smoke there.
You can't smoke there. But you have to. They have designated areas for you to go and do that. You can't just be like walking around smoking. Like you have to be in a designated area.
Yeah, because I went right, and I was like, I want the weakest shit you got in this
Like
place.
I know y'all got some of that shit.
Because I'm like, dude, I am not.
Some of that lower level stuff.
Yeah, give me the shit you sell to the guy, that's asking for like, hey, if I give you a nickel, let me take a puff. Yeah. That type of shit, Because I'm like, I don't want to ruin my entire day while I'm here. Well, bro, I got these little ones called dog walkers, man. They're probably about this big, and they're supposed to be when you're just chilling,
that's
walking
right.
your dog,
All right.
And he's like, yeah, this is the lowest stuff we got here. Oh my god, dude, I didn't even finish. I got halfway of one. I was so blissed out of my mind. We went to a restaurant. We went to a fucking restaurant. I don't remember how we got there. I remember the fucking goat was delicious though. Of course. It was badass.
Everything tastes so much better.
My in-laws, I've never gotten high, in front of my in-laws before, and so they're talking, and I'm like, look, I'm sorry, I'm so out of it. I have no idea what y'all are saying. All I hear is wah,
You
wah,
literally
wah.
told them.
Yeah, bro.
It's like a Charlie Brown episode.
Yes, and it's crazy because I was like a kid with ADD, man. Because you see something, because we were in a restaurant that had a lot of flashy shit. So every time my lights would go off, I'm sitting there staring at it. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's cool. And they're like, my wife was like, they were asking you a question. Huh? What was the question? Well, so I was like, could you imagine that other stuff? The stuff I got was like 17% THC. The shit, they had some shit that was like in the 60% range. Fuck that.
Damn, you got into it. 17%?
Yeah, I got. I was like, give me the lowest shit.
The gummies we took were 10%.
10%?
Yeah.
Well,
not 10%. They were 10 grams.
10 grams. Okay.
Wait. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, this shit, I was like, I want the lowest dose you got in the fucking house. Don't try to upsell me with nothing. I don't want none of that shit.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's just, I'm just trying to get dog walking. Like I said, you don't expect.
I should have just chilled with the guys outside that were smoking. Like, it was just in hell, man. This is the perfect high that I
for a
want.
couple minutes.
I'll tell you what. The first time, if you go down there and you do decide to do something like that, don't go to the Bellagio
Or the crazy horse.
Yeah. Or that's a different story.
Oh, my bad.
We went. Me and my wife. We had bought some the night before, some gummies, and then so the next morning we're like, hey, we're supposed to meet up with everybody over at the Bellagio for breakfast.
All right.
And I'm sitting there, she's getting ready, and I'm looking at the package, and I'm like, fuck it, take one. How bad can it be? It's only 10%.
Hang out, yeah.
So I take it, and she was like, I'll take one too. And I was like, well, cool. We don't normally do this shit.
Okay.
Right? Well, then I'm starting to read it, and it says, do not take on an empty stomach. I was like, fuck, it's first thing in the morning. We haven't eaten shit. So I'm like, let's go downstairs. We'll grab some. There was a Starbucks downstairs. So we go downstairs. We grab something to munch on while we walk over to the Bellagio. Well, we get into the Bellagio. As soon as we get in that motherfucker, it hits me. And I mean, when you walk in, the ceiling's painted like the sky. It's got clouds and it changes like from day to night, every so long. Yeah.
Nice. I bet that would fuck with you.
I am fucked up. Like it's fucking hitting. And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, when did we come back outside? What the fuck is going on? Man, I am fucking tripping hard. So we finally meet up with my family and we're having breakfast. And I don't know why my dumbass ordered pancakes. It gives you dry mouth already.
Yeah,
and pancakes are kind of dry. I'm sitting there like... And my dad is having a full-on conversation with me, and I'm like, I don't have no idea. And I'm looking at my wife. And I'm
Is
like,
the Bellagio with the river out front too?
yeah. It's got the
pond in the front.
Yeah, the straw.
I was like, this water looks so clear.
It's delicious.
Dude, I look at my wife and I kind of lean over to her, and she's laughing. And I'm looking at my sister and everybody else, and I think they already caught on to what the hell's going on. And I say, do you want to get out of here and go back to the room? Because I'm fucked up. And she was like, thank God you said something.
She's eating pancakes like,
Yeah. But
yeah, man, that's man.
nice.
It's,
I
you
have
know
to-
what?
I have to make time
And
to
it
go
still
to
wasn't a
Vegas
bad
at some
time.
point.
We're still talking about it now. We still had a good fucking time.
oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like I didn't even know when we left that strip club. I didn't use Uber to get there. My wife did, you know. So I don't have Uber or fucking what's the other one? Lyft on my phone.
Okay.
So I'm like, how the fuck do I get home? How do I get back to the apartment, to the hotel, you know? No fucking clue.
And everybody's gone already.
Everybody's gone, and I'm sitting there I'm drunk as fuck trying to figure out how to work my
This is my
phone.
bachelor party.
Yeah. It was fucking, it was,
You do it like the Frontiers did it, man. You walk it.
oh,
No.
there were so many homeless people.
That's one thing
Oh,
that,
yeah?
that you don't really realize about Vegas.
Yeah.
Is it's like it's only cool in certain areas.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
some really rough
You get
areas.
yourself shot or
Yeah,
something,
you
huh?
can get.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, if I try to walk, man, I'm gonna get robbed.
They're gonna take all my money.
Yeah.
They're gonna leave
And
me
then
here without my
you think
parents.
everything is just like right there because it looks like it's like, oh, it's just like right there. Like hell no, that's like miles in between that.
Yeah.
The fucking Caesar, bro. Try walking through the Caesar. I was like, I was getting claustrophobic in Caesars. I was like, first exit we see, I gotta fucking take it because I gotta get the fuck out of here. There's too many people.
Yeah.
And I was getting anxiety, right? So
That's
I
a
saw-
big place.
It's one of the
Fuck,
more
yeah.
popular ones.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh no, it is big. Yeah. So I was like, I saw a fucking exit sign. So me and my wife, we went out that bitch. We ended up in an alley. And I was like, how the fuck? And I was like, well, let's go walking that way. I was like, God damn it, how do we end up?
What'd the alley smell like?
And it wasn't bad, dude. There were homeless people. They were
Did it
kind
smell
of
like weed though?
No.
Oh, surprised.
No.
Everywhere I went over there, it smelled like
He
weed.
felt like
Hell
he was
yeah,
Batman.
Fremont.
Yeah, we were walking through some of
especially,
the God, because like I was lost. I'm like, I have no idea where. I was like, look, I know we got to go. The strip's that way, so let's walk that way. We're walking through some bushes and shit like that. I was like, bushes, bro. I'm in Vegas, right? And I come across this fucking homeless guy, and I'm like, oh shit, my bad, bro. And I kind of walk around. I'm like, fuck up.
He's like, get off my house.
It's like, hey, it's my property. So, dude, I had to keep watching my back because I'm like, I got Amy with me, you know, and I'm like, I might have to fight some homeless guys. I'm like, just run to the cops.
Well, they have the mole people over there. You know that, right? There's like
Oh, no.
underground tunnels under Vegas, and there's
shit.
there's like a whole community of people that actually live.
Oh, I've
in
heard
there.
about that. People live under
Dude,
the fucking
that's
city,
wow.
bro.
That's some wild
Yeah,
ass shit,
yeah.
dude.
That's an old place, man. Vegas is
Oh,
old.
yeah, it's been around for
The
a
mob
while,
built
man.
that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've seen some old pictures from like the 50s when there was like nothing there, dude. It's a bunch of desert. I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah.
It came up quick.
To be what it is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
But because I've only been once, I'll go back again.
You should.
I'll check it out. I'll have
yeah.
to put off a week or something.
I've been 3
There you
times
go,
now,
Yeah.
and had a good time every time so far.
Yeah. I'm more of an outdoorsy guy, so every time I get a chance to go out, camping or something like that, I hit that up.
You can go camping in Vegas too.
Fuck, that's the desert.
Homeless people do it all the time.
Yeah, the homeless people right outside the Bellagio, bud. I was like, we're glamping today. I was like, oh man, you brought a tent. And I'm like, yep, and some fucking burners,
My
a comb and
man.
lantern.
Hell yeah.
I was like, scoot over, bro. I like this tent you got down in the sewer. This is nice.
You go down there a lot, Martin?
I went there this year.
Did you?
And so, yeah, me and a friend of mine, we went there, and golly,
Good times, huh?
Do we need to stop this right here?
yeah.
No.
well, no.
This is the edit part.
So because I can't say who I was with.
Okay, that's cool.
I understood.
And
That's all
so,
right.
like I was saying, he was a good friend of mine and everything else. And so we went over there, and first day we got there, won some money. Man, it was
Hell
good.
yeah, that feels good.
Want
That
some
feels
money.
That's
good.
badass. Hell yeah.
And so Thursday we won some money. Friday I think we're still winning a little bit. Saturday, it just took it all. Took what we came with. So
Damn it.
So Saturday we're like, we went to. I don't want to give out too much information, but yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah.
And there's
Hey, you know what happens
and,
in Vegas.
and the other places,
Exactly.
and other places over there. There's camping, there's outdoorsy stuff over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right outside of Vegas.
I'm gonna try that because when we were flying there was a big old fucking lake there. So
There's an area called Vegas Lake, and of course you have Lake
Dam.
Mead.
The Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
And everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm sure there's a lot of places to camp.
There's a lot of
down
that to
there,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I may have to just go
You
retry
get
it.
both
yeah.
best of both worlds, bro.
Yeah, you get the city life and you get
And then you
homeless.
got what is that?
What?
God dang, I can't think today, boy.
What are you talking about?
With the whole
Fremont? The strip?
no.
Strip?
Arizona. Oh man.
Lake Tahoe?
No.
Lake Tahoe is not too far from there.
Yeah,
That's
Lake
a-
Tahoe's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a driving distance.
It's a little north, but
I'll think about it.
I've always wanted to go to Lake Tahoe.
Yeah. Are you is it another town that's there? Is that what you're talking about?
Reno?
Because what's that one your mom went to?
My mom goes to Laughlin all the time.
Laughlin.
My mom gets deals, and she flies into
Yeah.
Laughlin, and they rent a car, and they'll drive out to Vegas.
Oh, shit,
She
okay.
gets deals though. Like,
Oh, shit.
Mom, what have you been doing?
It's like,
That's like my sister.
I'm accruing them points.
Hell
bro.
yeah, she is.
So there's like a direct flight from here to Laughlin, and I've been looking for it.
From San Angelo?
My mom, from San
I
Angelo.
knew there was one
They'll
from
go to
Abilene.
San
I
Angelo
didn't know there
Airport,
was-
jump on a plane, go straight to Laughlin.
And then,
Room's already paid for and everything,
Just
and then they rent a car and
hop a car
fucking
and head out.
Okay, so how far is it from Laughlin to Las Vegas?
an hour and a
maybe-
half.
yeah.
How much?
An hour and a half.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that's nothing.
That's from
like-
here
And
to
they-
Abilene,
and
dude.
they have like they have 8 casinos, and the river is beautiful.
Laughlin,
over there.
yeah.
shit.
I was looking up
Okay.
Laughlin. That's actually a really pretty
Well,
place.
they call it Little Vegas,
It's
right?
really nice.
It's like the, yeah.
Yeah, and then you sit there and you're like in one of the casinos, and you can just watch the river, and they're going up and down.
People
the river.
float it,
Oh,
right?
that's cool.
No, you can't float.
Oh, you
through
can't float it?
No,
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's going so fast.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
you can take the taxis from casino to casino to casino.
Oh,
Because
no
we go
shit.
like Hannah's is over there, and it's a lot less expensive. Harrah's, yeah.
Harrah's.
Harrah's is over there, and so we won money in Harrah's and things like that. We're like, all right, and it's less expensive. So you're like,
Y'all just playing
Oh,
slots?
shit,
Y'all
okay.
sitting at the tables playing
oh,
some
we're playing.
blackjack
No,
or
roulette's my game. So
Roulette?
I'm
Roulette-
just-
roulette's
I'm just
really
looking-
fun, man.
I'm just looking at numbers and saying,
Yeah.
I never
What's
learned how
gonna
to
hit or what's
bet
not gonna
on roulette, dude. I'm afraid of roulette.
The very first time I ever did it was because a friend of mine who passed away a while back, he was like, he called me. And he's like, you didn't even tell me you were going to Vegas. And I was like, oh, man, my bad, bro. I didn't know I was supposed to tell you, bro. And he was like, I'm going to send you $100 and I want you to put it on black. And I was like, what? And he did. He cashed out me $100. So I put it on black. Boom, it hit. I was like, damn, all right. Cool, no big deal, whatever. The next time we went, homeboy had passed away. And so I'm down there for my wedding. And so I went down there with some money and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go straight to the first roulette table I see. I'm going to put 100 on black.
My boy, yeah.
Fucking hit. So I was like, all right, double up. 200 on black. Boom, it hit. Boom, double up
away.
again. Do it again, it hit. Give me my fucking money. I'm
I'm out of here.
yeah.
You know, bullshit though. That whole fucking weekend that we were up there for my wedding, every time I hit that roulette table, I did pretty fucking good.
Really?
Yeah.
I did pretty good. That it paid for dinners. It paid for strip club.
Yeah.
Drinks.
Yeah, man,
Oh, yeah.
fucking everything.
Well, dances. We don't say
It paid for.
we don't-
It paid for. The strip club was
They
for
are
my. That was
professionals,
my.
thank you.
That was my bachelor party. So, but it paid for a lot of shit, and I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
that's crazy. How
That's
that,
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
How that turns around.
Yeah.
Yeah, first
And
day I
then
was there
guess
because
what?
I'm
You
like,
gotta
man,
come
I don't
back.
want to spend a lot of money, and I sat in a goddamn slot machine, and one of those the digital ones, and I sit there and I hit, and I'm like, all right, so just keep going. Dude, I fucking racked up $300, and I was just there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, hell yeah,
All right.
So it gave me spending money, right? And then we're in that Gordon Ramsay's
Gordon
place,
Ramsay's, yeah.
and we're sitting there, and I'm like, hey, I'm
We
gonna
have Planet Hollywood. Oh, they got Gordon Ramsay.
This is
Yeah,
at
go to
Paris.
at Paris.
up here. Oh, okay.
So I was sitting there. There's a fucking. We were waiting for our table, and I sat at the goddamn slot machine, and I'm like, I'm gonna play while I'm here, So I stick $5 in that shit. They pay for our dinner.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was like,
My
I ain't
sister,
huh?
my sister, she goes to WinStar, and she'll do the slot machines all the time, and she win cruises all the time, dude. Like
No shit.
she'll pay like $100 for a 2-person cruise for 5
Hell
days. and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, dude.
That's
Like she's
badass.
really good at it. I'm like, hey, you go, you do you.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy
can't
is
get
New
that.
not New Mexico, Oklahoma. There's a lot of casinos in Oklahoma.
There is, yeah, there is.
Because it ended right.
Reservations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I went with my brother maybe about 2 months ago. He bought some rims from some guy north of so it's Wichita Falls, whatever the next big city is in Oklahoma. It was like a town just outside of that, north of that. But as soon as you hit Oklahoma, it's like boom, there's a casino right there.
Yeah, that's WinStar. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get a little bit further in there, and I forget what city that is. There's another one off to the right, and then we're going north, and there's another one, and then the little town we're in, there's another one on the left, and there's another one on the right, and
Yeah,
then
they make a lot of
I was like,
money
holy
off
shit,
of-
there's a
off of
lot.
that, yeah.
There's a lot.
Norman.
Crazy.
Norman.
Is
I've
it
been-
Norman? I think it's more central. What is
I've been to a few casinos. I've been to a couple in Shreveport. I've been to a couple in Oklahoma.
How was
But like I
Shreveport?
Oh man, it was. They're all kind of close. Like I would assume
Vegas.
Vegas is exactly. But you hit 4 or 5 right there.
Are they all just on boats?
Yeah,
They're all
yeah,
on boats.
Yeah, they were when I went. I don't know if the law has changed or anything. It was about 10 years ago. But yeah, dude, there's
That's
so
cool.
long boats, and you go on there and you play some poker, and
It's
you
fun,
win, you
dude.
lose.
It's fun.
It is.
No.
I know people are like, oh, damn, you just threw $100 away. I was like, yeah, but it was fun though. Like I had fun with that
there's a
$100.
difference.
You know.
Well, it's
'Cause,
not fun for the ones that walk out with, they're like, oh, I just paid $500 and I'm leaving with nothing.
The ones that don't know how to say, I've had enough. You know?
I mean, I know exactly what I'm going to spend. And especially when I'm playing roulette, I have my little method of how I'm going to do it. And if I lose 2 times in a row, I'm out.
Done.
I'm
Yeah.
done. I
Yeah.
won't let myself go more than two
losses.
plays. If I lose, if I have 2 losses in a row, I'm off the table.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
that's I keep
Yeah.
it like that.
Well, I was on
Keep
that
it
cruise,
profit.
man. I went,
And you don't bet on the numbers. Do you bet on the numbers? and stuff?
I'll usually start with the colors.
Yeah,
And
you
then
start with
sometimes I'll do where I'll just bet, you know how they have, so you have the numbers, but I will never do an individual number. I always do like, I bet like a row or I bet a section of it. Yeah. So if anything hits within that section, I'll win. You know, but man, if you're going to bet just one single number, like, man, you're really taking your chances. I actually hit like that one time. I did it one time.
Yeah, my friend did too that one time.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was, my wife told me, because I was like, I was playing a machine. They have roulette machines, which I don't really like them. They're not fun because I enjoy the social.
You go there for the drinks.
Exactly. I enjoy the social interaction, but I
People
just,
cheer, it all
I
goes
put like a
fun. Yeah,
$50 voucher, you know, because I had like $50 that I had won. And I was like, I'm going to put it in this machine, see what happens. And I wasn't doing good. And my wife comes and sits down and she was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm down to like the last $5 or $10, whatever it was, $20. She was like, put it on 10. 10's our wedding anniversary date. So I put it on 10. Black 10.
Yeah.
And it hits.
There you go. It's
Like,
10 though.
yeah,
I mean,
got
my money back.
It pays big
as
when
soon
you
as
hit
that
the
money,
number.
yes, and it did pay big.
Yeah.
Took that money, we went and had dinner.
it's like we're on that fucking cruise,
couldn't.
bro. We're sitting there and I'm playing roulette and this little Chinese lady shows up, right? And she puts in she bets the numbers. She puts like 2 down on the numbers and she puts 1 on the fucking, was it 00? Whatever it is, the green one.
Double zero is
Yeah,
scary.
if it
Yeah.
hits,
She put that
hits,
bitch on there,
huge.
right? Fucking hits on the 00.
That's crazy.
She gets all her fucking winnings and leaves. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. It's like, damn, that was crazy. Sorry, that just happened, you know? So we're sitting there, and this guy, he's been there for fucking like 2 hours, right? And the table's full. And anyways, we're playing. About an hour passes by, and this little Chinese lady comes back. She doesn't bet any of the numbers. She puts it back on 00. God damn it, if it doesn't
hit
hit.
again.
And I was like,
That's so rare.
Who is this lady?
That is so rare for it to hit
So-
2 times like that.
Which was funny because everybody was there like, look, that bitch comes back. Everybody. Yeah, we're putting whatever fucking number she puts it on. She never showed back up.
Oh, of
I was
course,
like, God damn it.
You know, so
But we were watching her.
when you're on the roulette table, those zeros that's in the house favor because nobody really ever bets on those. Those are the ones that usually fuck everybody. So you'll have a single 0, a double 0, and then some of these places have triple zeros, or they'll do like say it's golden nugget. They'll have one that says golden nugget. It's basically your triple 0. So you have 0, double 0, golden nugget.
Yeah.
And it just makes the odds less in your favor because now they have
helps
these.
the house.
Yeah, it helps the house.
I think that lady was the devil.
I'm sure.
When she showed up and did that, bro, like I was ready to walk away from the table.
She was at least clairvoyant.
Yeah.
If nothing more.
It was kind of weird because I'm like, all right, I did my last hand, right? And this lady shows up and throws it. I'm like, damn it, how did you do that? I'm gonna make my money back, you know. So as soon as the second time, I'm ready to call it quits. I'm losing money. I'm not making any money. She shows up again. You know, I went back to my room after having a good night there, right? And I'm like, who was that bitch? Who was that? Who was she?
El
What room is she
Diablo.
in?
She looked like
She's
that
in
old
the
lady
00
from
room.
that movie Devil when they're in the
00
elevator.
room.
Yes. Ooh, I was like,
Scary.
this fucking. I was like, who was that? Because I was ready to get up twice, and she shows up
She
twice.
kept you there. She
Yeah,
kept you
bro.
there.
Best roulette odds in Vegas is at the Plaza. There's 2 roulette tables there that they only have 1 0. All the other ones there are a 0 and a double 0 at Plaza.
Yeah.
But that's the only place in Vegas that has it like that. Everywhere else, it's usually you're going to do a double 0, but the best odds is to have a single 0, and it's in Plaza.
Because you said the other 2 zeros are in the house's favor.
Yeah.
So you don't want those on there.
Nope.
Fuck all that crap.
Yeah, so go to the Plaza
Yeah.
next time you're in town.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking.
All right.
Like we had my neighbor, man. We had him on. He was
Jacob. Yeah.
He was a dealer, right?
Blackjack
dealer, man.
Yeah.
He was the shit he would tell us, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, what was the hotel he was telling me
Palms?
about? The Palm. Oh no, it's the one that had like the most fucking intricate goddamn security system. Like,
that's a Bellagio. No, not the Bellagio. That's the
the Venetian.
Venetian.
Dude, they read temperature, body temperature, eye dilation. They read everything.
Holy shit.
Body twitches.
Damn,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I
That's
kind
a
of
big deal for them.
Oh, big time.
So when we had them on, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna act like I'm not even interested. You know, and I would hit if I'm sitting there playing. I'm interested. I would lose. You know, but I'm just like relax back, kind of just chill out a little bit, and just hit the fucking button. And it's like the odds would change. I'm like, the fuck? I was like, get me out of this place. I need to get out.
You know what
They're
really,
watching, damn it.
Yeah, they are watching.
They
And
are
what really like tripped me out is the very first time we went to Vegas, the very first time I sat down and played anything, it was a slot machine, and I sat down, I put like $5 in, and I won, and I'm like, bullshit. This is bullshit.
Yeah, hook,
like these
line, and
cameras are
sinker.
looking.
Right
they know
there.
that I've never been there
Yeah,
before.
they got your
They
card.
they
Put
want you
your card in.
to they want to draw you in. Let him win a few.
Yeah.
Let him win a few.
course.
So I heard this over religion too, right?
Unless you're Dana White, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there you go. That guy, yeah. That dude bets big, man.
Yeah.
There's this urban legend that is like when you're betting like that, you know, apparently like whatever the eye in the sky is watching you, right? So when you're at the airport, it'll get you to win there and kind of entice you to stay.
Get you to come back or
It's
stay.
like, you know what? I'm gonna stay another day.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah,
I
bro.
believe
I don't know
that.
if it's
I believe
true.
that.
You know, so there
There's probably some truth to that. I don't
There-
see why people
There's too
wouldn't.
much money.
there have been
Yeah.
several people that have won at the airport big on their while they're waiting for their flight.
Because it's like, come back and see us.
Remember
Or
me?
like cancel my
That's good marketing.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's real good
Get
marketing.
him right back in there. Like he was telling me one right about this Chinese guy, and he shows up and he's betting right, and he's winning big, bro, winning big, and I think he's like 2 million in, not in, but 2 million that he's won.
And money, yeah.
Yeah.
Big money, big money.
So he's like, they told him, he's like, hey man, we're gonna comp your room, we're gonna comp all your drinks. He's like, is there anything you need? He's like, yeah, you know what? I like to have my mom here. You know, and she's like, well, where's she at? Blah blah blah. And he's like, they flew her in.
She's in Bangkok.
Yeah, they flew her in. He's like, what he did, he went and cashed that shit out, gave her $2 million. The $2 million, he still has some like a couple of 10, maybe 100,000 for himself. You know, gave her $2 million, and she flew back, and they kicked him out.
Oh man,
He's like, no,
that's crazy.
because they wanted to get their money back. You know,
Yeah.
we'll comp your room, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
But yeah, had her
They
showed
want
up.
that money to stay here. They don't in
exactly.
Vegas, dude. You go to a strip club. You go to your fucking marijuana bar. Or
They
whatever.
want that
you
money
keep
to
that
stay
money
there.
in Vegas.
Keep it here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what man. The shit he was telling me, bro. He's like, bro, you got people that go in there and put $100,000 on one hand.
Yeah.
Or put that bitch on black.
Yeah.
Put it
Oh,
on red.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh man,
That's
who
crazy.
has that kind of money?
That's crazy.
Oh.
To see somebody put all of it all on black. Boom.
So we're in
Some
Oklahoma.
balls right there. I could.
So we're in Oklahoma, and me and my friend Chris Pelfrey, we go over there, and we hit. I guess it's Windstar or Choctaw, right?
Choctaw's there,
Choctaw's
too.
another good one.
Choctaw's
Yeah.
that's on the right side.
I've been to Choctaw. I like
And
that
so he's a big gambler. He actually pays dividends, not pays dividends, but pays taxes. On,
Oh, okay. So
on
he
his
wins a
winnings.
lot.
So he
Yeah.
wins a lot. He loses a lot too, but he usually comes out ahead. And so we go over there, and the first gas station on the way to Choctaw is on the right side, and he hits $100 like for nothing. I was
Damn.
like,
As soon as you'll
"God
get in.
dang." Yeah,
At a gas station.
at a gas station. And me, I'm putting my dollar in there. I'm like,
No, give it back.
because at this point, I'm not a big. I'm
Like
not a
your
big
gas
gambler.
card.
I'm not a big gambler at all because we all worked.
Oh yeah, we're hard for our money.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So we get to Choctaw, and he's a slot guy. So he told me his secret. What he does, he goes to the high
The high roller room.
rotation slots. So something that's right there that people have been pulling that thing all. So he goes right there, and he'll just start sinking money into it, and then he'll win. And so I went and I had $100. He had maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000, and he hits and he hits
Fuck.
and hits and he hits, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he has vouchers. He goes, $12,000 in vouchers.
Holy shit!
Damn.
12 grand,
Like-
dude. Jesus.
He goes, I'm on the way to the high roller room. And so I'm like, let's go with my, I had
Walking
probably like
with the bounce.
$25 left of my $100 bill. I go, let's go. So we go into the high roller room, and I'll never forget this lady. So minimum bet is like $25 per bet, and then max is $500, maybe.
Yeah, I
or
mean, you
1,000.
can go really heavy. on the
Something
high
like that.
roller room, yeah.
I'm not totally sure.
Yeah.
The lady had the row of slot machines, and she's hitting max on every single one of them.
Damn.
When they don't hit, she comes back, she's hitting max on it. And I'm like,
She's loading some money in that damn
And
thing.
at least
I'm
$100
like,
a shot, right?
wow. And I'm like, by that time, I was already kind of tired and everything else. There was somebody playing. I didn't go over there to gamble. I go and just went go and have a good time. I'm like, I'm going back up to the room, man. So good luck. I'm like, all right. So I go back to the room, crash out. 8 a.m, I'm waking up. He's rolling in.
Oh shit!
I'm like, oh man, how much we win? He goes, man, I lost it all. I'm like, you lost it all, Chris. And he's like,
oh, my heart hurts.
Like, yeah. And I go, he goes, I even lost the money that I came to gamble with. He's laying down and he's putting his blanket over him like that. And he's all like, as a matter of fact, I need gas money.
Oh shit!
What's that meme with Stewie, bro? He rolls over and he starts crying.
Just put some dirt on me, man. This is my grave. I'll just die here.
And then we're coming back to San Angelo, and he's all like, look at these motherfuckers. They comped him another room.
Come on back,
buddy.
We'll take your 12 grand anytime.
That's the trick, though, is figuring out when to get out. That's the thing, man. You get up and you're like, that's when you should walk away.
Yeah. Well, the whole place
You
hard.
get up to hard. You're like, I could
though.
double this up.
Exactly.
21 grand's a lot of money.
Well, I mean, I wonder how much money because they spend a lot of money on research.
Oh,
they're playing fucking mind games with you. They're playing all kinds.
They're listening right now.
Oh yeah,
100%.
We're gonna get them in.
Pump in some good oxygen into that room.
In the morning, I'm gonna have a voucher for a free room and flight to Vegas. Vegas. Shit. You talk to your phone. I'm gonna talk to the mind.
There you go.
Yeah.
At the Bellagio.
It's all free room.
At the
for
Bellagio?
loving
At
them.
the Bellagio. Or Caesar's Palace. I'll take either one.
So a friend of mine gave me a good idea because I don't have a lot of money to gamble, but I was up $1,200, which was great for me. I was up $1,200, and we lost it all that last time I went. So $1,200 plus the like $1,000 that I had to gamble. So I'm like, God dang it! But my friend gave me a good idea. He goes, if you're up and you're comfortable, stop and go buy something tangible that you want.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's a good fucking idea.
Yeah, that way you got something to remember.
Yeah, and then you come back,
keychain is one.
and then you come back, and then you go lose your money.
Get you a badass fucking shirt, or a badass jacket, or something badass,
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should have.
That makes sense.
$1,200. I could have gone and went to the Gucci store, Louis Vuitton store, and got something nice. Maybe a freaking wallet, money clip.
I was at a WinStar one time. And it was just me, a friend of mine, and this Asian dude. And it's crazy because the Asians love their fucking poker, all right? But we were playing blackjack, and it was about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. It was really fucking late, and the dealer was letting us talk back and forth between each other, and this Asian guy was like, hit, hold, hit. He was telling me how to play my hand, and he said, every time you get $100 chip, put it in your pocket. And put it in my pocket, And I keep playing. About an hour and a half later, I'm up $1,200.
Yeah.
I'm all like, holy shit, I walk away.
Oh,
dude. I'm doing all right, dude. I feel great, dude. But, dude, like, normally if this guy over here is telling you how to play your hand, they won't allow that.
Exactly.
Dude.
Yeah.
But my dealer was being cool about it, and I was making some money, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
That's the place you want to be, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just so hard for me to fucking put money on gambling.
Yeah.
Because God, I'll bust my ass for my money.
Yeah.
Well, you could lose it all. Yeah, you could lose $500 in 30 seconds.
Like that.
Yeah. I was told, I was like, whatever you bet with, if you start winning, your initial bet, put that back in your pocket.
Yeah.
And bet with your winnings. And stuff like that.
Play.
Well, I was like, that's so hard to do because goddamn, I lose my money so goddamn quick.
Yeah, I don't.
That I have to dig back.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a bad karma thing. If I win money, I play with everything that I've got.
Yeah.
I don't put my original back in my pocket because then it just seems like.
Yeah, it seems
I don't know.
pointless.
It's my mind. It's my mind game.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna lose it.
Oh, man,
I'm like Dana White. I like to just go ahead and let it all ride, and if it comes out on top, then I'm good.
Rock and roll.
And
man.
if we don't, well,
We're
then
gonna
you know
eat
what?
good tonight.
Yeah.
yeah, fucking A. Yeah, at the end of the night, man, that's kind of what I always say for him. Like, I'm going to get me a big ass steak and I'm going to sleep good. I'll worry about my problems tomorrow.
Win or lose, that's
Yeah,
gonna
no
give me
shit,
that
man.
steak.
Tonight was a good night.
Yeah.
steak.
Or get that goat. Man, I got to figure out how they made that goat for that restaurant. I don't know if I was high as shit, but
It wasn't good.
it wasn't God. I hope it was goat. But man, dude, I was like, that is the best goat I've ever had. I was like, man.
I remember you told me about that.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, yeah, high. I mean, that's the only thing I remember being that high. I'm like, oh my god, that gut was delicious.
So
Try
when
this
I was younger, maybe 18, 19 years old, I went to Mexico, and this was back, when whenever you could go across the border, come back and forth, things were good, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, we went to Mexico. We went to the what was it? The Corona Club, the Corona bar that they did the Desperado.
Is this in
movie
Acuña?
Yeah, down. Yeah.
Oh shit!
And so we got really fucking wasted. We went up and downs, back and forth. At the end of the night, about 2 o'clock, 3 in the morning, something like that. I walk outside and lo and behold, this hot dog vendor sitting there, dude. And I'm all like, oh my god!
That's the last thing you want in Mexico. It's not like a Chicago dog or a New York dog.
But I tell you right now, dude, I still remember that dog. It was probably one of the best dogs I've ever. I don't know if it was cat. I don't know if it was rat. I don't know what it was.
Or if it was donkey.
Fucking delicious. All right,
Whatever it was good. That's
I
funny.
just hope it wasn't human. But it was good. I'm telling you right now that and. It was good times. What you got there?
I'm
What you
good.
got there?
Thank you.
What is this? The Loki vodka.
So we're supposed to be
Oh, we're
talking
taking
about,
shots?
We're
Tell us
supposed to be
about it.
talking-
Tell us about your Loki.
We're supposed to be
Is this me?
Oh, yeah. We're segueing into the.
we're supposed to be talking about comic books, but I didn't even.
We'll get
I didn't
there.
even
We'll get
realize
there.
We'll get there.
I
We're
didn't even realize
early. It's
this-
still early.
Yeah.
This vodka was Loki vodka, so I didn't
Loki.
realize that.
From Iceland.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, so very wealthy guy, and so they go in and vacationed over there. He's so wealthy he flew himself
Iceland.
and his,
Okay.
and his family.
Nice.
over
Very nice.
there. You know who he is.
Yeah.
So he bought. There's a real good Icelandic vodka over there. It's real popular. It's probably more popular just because of the name, but this is better. to him.
Okay.
I've never had that other vodka, and this is actually pretty good. I do enjoy vodka. Well, one, because I'm diabetic, so
That's,
Oh, shit, okay.
That's the one to go with, yeah.
sugars, and so this one is really good. So apparently, this vodka fact checked, or she's fact checking. This Loki vodka from Iceland, that the government actually distills it.
Oh, wow.
So they have all the rights and everything else
I'll check it.
for that. So they have all the rights and everything for it,
Uh-huh.
and apparently, I mean, there's like I said, there's other Icelandic vodkas, but this one is distilled by the government. So
Oh, no kidding.
All right. So they got all the quality.
quality control
Going in there.
and everything else. Yeah,
They're gonna give you the,
kinda cool,
the
though.
best filters, the best.
So, I mean, but Iceland is known for their pure water, right? Because of their, I guess.
they're-
well,
Icebergs.
Iceland. So Iceland is actually really green.
Yeah.
and Greenland is really really icy.
Yeah. But I mean, for their water, right? Because they get their
maybe so.
groundwater.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I'm not
shit.
totally sure, but this is what.
I mean, you know it's really green because they've got some pure ass fucking water. It's got to be. It's
Oh, I
got
was
to be.
watching some shit, man, where they was because they not only do they have clean water, I guess their drinking water, but the volcanic activity that's up on top, right? So I was watching some shit, and like a lot of them don't even have kitchens, and what they'll do, they'll because some of the places that I guess like when they'll cook their meat, they'll dig a hole, they'll wrap their meat, and they'll just stick it in
'Cause
the morning.
ground is that hot?
It's hot.
That's crazy.
You know, so I'm like, because I was watching this, I'm like, that's this. So exactly what are they doing? You know, and this guy comes out with a shovel, and as he's shoveling because where he's at, it's cold, and you can see the steam coming up off the ground.
Yeah.
And they make like their stew, you know, potatoes, carrots, all that shit, and they put the meat
Dang.
or lamb. I think it was lamb, and they stick it in early in the morning before he goes to work. You know, he'll stick it in there. When he comes home, he'll take all the what's called volcanic ash off of it, or the whatever it is, that shit, and he'll pull it out, and that's what they'll have for that night.
Damn.
And I'm like, dude, that's badass.
That is.
But then they also had fermented shark, and I'm like, or fermented whale, whatever that is, fermented fish.
Not a big fermented guy.
Yeah, I know, man. That sounds horrible.
Fish.
Oh yeah,
I
bro.
mean, you live in a certain place. You learn how to culture yourself to what it is. Like you got freaking volcano under the ground. Let's cook with that. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah, this the geothermal heating that comes out of the ground where they live.
Oh, that's
And I'm
crazy.
like,
Just cook it up.
that's got to be badass.
Yeah.
So, dude, could you imagine, like, fucking barbacoa, right? Or
Oh,
brisket,
shut
bro.
it.
All day.
Oh man, I was like, I'm already half a diet. You know, 'cause I'm diabetic too, and I'm like,
tacos over there.
shoot, bro. You know, it's crazy because I bet you could, right? You take a Mexican over there and you throw some barbacoa, and he makes some fucking asado, or he makes some barbacoa with some tortillas, bro.
Jalapenos.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all right.
Got all kinds of holes in there.
Si, senor.
Yeah. What happened?
We've had a noise complaint,
We?
but I don't think it's us. It's us. And the cop is like, I don't see how it could be a noise complaint. I don't hear anything. I'm standing outside. But
All right.
there's
Well,
no way they can hear us. There's a bathroom here.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're not playing no music or nothing. We're just talking.
Nah.
We might as well light a cigar up.
Right, might as well.
Let us know if we need help.
Nah. That's a first.
Right?
That's weird.
That means you're doing something right.
I like that. I like that mentality.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we need here.
Positive spin on it.
Exactly.
So
Now,
we're
can you imagine how many holes a Mexican would have in his front yard, backyard?
wow, bro. You're running a
I got
restaurant.
some pork over here.
The pig's been in there for 3 days.
Brisket over here.
Yeah. I was like, I got all that geese over there, fucking barbacoa, bro. That's a hell of a restaurant, man.
Working it up.
You're living on a big old slow cooker.
Oh
man.
yeah. Except for when shit goes south, because man, that tells you that the law was not far. You know, I was like, you start cooking stuff like one day.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
one day it just cooks a
If
little
you're
too
just digging
fast.
a hole maybe 3 inches deep, that lava's pretty close.
I'm like, maybe we need to do all that. That's funny. Oh man, so you're right. We got you guys. I was hitting you up about comics, right?
Yeah.
I'm extremely fascinated.
I love
you know.
comics.
Do you?
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
bro.
why he's there. That's why I suggested
Yeah.
him to come.
So, like, what are your type of comics?
I like a lot of Marvel.
A lot of
obviously,
Marvel, okay.
But DC is always good, you know.
Okay.
And some of the variants and some of the other ones. The other, I can't even think about it right now. But the other companies that make comics, I like all comics, dude. But what's crazy is I don't really read them. Like I've got a huge collection, but I don't really read them. I just kind of know a lot about them.
Okay.
My best friend is somebody that's taught me so much, dude, and it's just, I mean, I don't know a lot, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's good.
Well, that's kind
It's
of what
good.
Abraham said, because Abraham, he's got a lot of comics, right?
Okay.
And I don't. But then he sat there and he's like, man, you know, he's real familiar with like the type of comics that he has and stuff like that. He goes, but I don't really get into too far into like he's like, I'm not familiar with like Celestials and stuff like that, you know?
Okay,
Like he
okay.
wants to, I guess he wants to get into the deeper side of it, you know? Mm-hmm. And then I hit him with a little bit of knowledge, just a little bit that I know. And I don't even think that I know a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But he's like, wait a minute, man, you keep calling me nerd. But damn it, you know more than I do. And I'm like, hold on a second. No, I don't. You know, I just, like I said, I'm just a book of use, just information. Just
So what do you like? What's your favorite comic? You like DC, Marvel?
I like Marvel, man. It just seems to resonate a little bit more with me.
What's
But
your favorite character?
oh man, and it's
Some good ones. There's some good ones. to
There's a
pick
lot
from.
of good
Yeah, I
ones.
know.
Yeah, it's
Like,
hard to choose.
I got what got me into it. Right, there's this YouTube channel run by, it's called Comics Explained, run by a guy named Rob. You know?
Okay.
So, I was never really, I didn't know much about comics, you know. So I started listening to this guy, and he was doing a series called 11 Omega Mutants. You know,
Okay.
and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So I got into it, man, and I really caught fascination with Franklin Richards.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
granted, there's not a lot
Reed
on him.
Richards' son,
Yeah,
right?
Reed Richards' son.
Okay.
So there's not a lot on him, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, something that got me into really deep dive and stuff like this, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me into like characters like I'm like the OP stuff that really drew me in first, and I'm like, and from there I got into like Wolverine and I got into Gambit and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like the overpowered OP characters like Matthew Malloy, like you ever heard of him?
I haven't actually.
See, that's kind of crazy because I was telling Abraham, and he's like, I never heard of that. Well, Matthew Malloy, right? He was born with the ability to he's a reality bender. He can literally just, any mutant, he can just basically.
Kind of like Legion. in
Yes,
the sense,
kinda like
yeah,
Legion.
Just unlimitless.
Yes.
What the fuck ever.
But with no idea how to control it.
Oh,
You know?
wow.
So this whole series goes and basically the X-Men, which is Xavier and stuff like that, they go back in time. The only way to kill this guy, they went back and stop him from ever being born.
Oh, okay.
He's like, that's the only way we can take, we
The
can
whole,
take care of this guy.
let's just strangle the baby Hitler kind of.
Yeah, there you go. It's like,
No.
fucking choke him out.
It's a baby.
Yeah. So it really got me with that, and then I kind of started hitting on like Galactus and stuff like that. And then I started kind of trickling
Galactus
down
is
the
so
other way.
badass.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
my
Yeah. Like it's kind of hard. There's so many different, and I wouldn't say it's different stories, but I guess you can go different ways with it, right? Like, is he older than Noel? I don't think he is.
You don't think? You think Noel's older?
I think Noel's older because Noel was he was around when there was nothing.
When it just began.
When it just began,
From the
because
beginning.
I think in some of the comics that I read, like the darkness was his kingdom. You know what I mean? So he just like he existed before everything existed, and then this light came, which I'm guessing maybe the one above all.
Okay.
You know, came and created everything.
Okay.
He's like, oh, now you're encroaching on my kingdom.
Yeah.
So and then everything was created, and he was
And
kind of pushed
everything-
off to the burner.
yeah.
And then I was getting into that, and then I got into Noel, and then to figure out, who he was. He created the symbiotes, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then he was imprisoned by the symbiotes.
Yeah. He was kind of strangled out by the symbiotes.
Yeah.
They kept him at bay.
And then,
Because he really kind of fucking.
yeah, dude, I started getting
Taking
into that,
over
and I was
like
like,
crazy.
dude, this is so fucking cool, man. Because, like the mind that it takes to create something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Nerds.
You really. You really got to think about this. You gotta get deep.
do.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you pulling this from? Because this is like, you're in the realm of just complete fantasy, and where do you draw this from? So that's why it caught me the real fascination with that. Not only maybe in the characters, but in the storytelling.
Like Chris Claremont, I don't know if you know who that
Yes.
is from X-Men, the original dude. He was there for like 16, 17 years writing that story. Dude, that is some amazing writing just coming from that guy. And like you're saying, just the stuff that he dug into and stuff, and to keep it going this long, and then to pass the torch on to the next guy doing what he has to do, and then we get Donny Cates who wrote the Null and brought Null into the
Donny Cates is
oh
the
yeah,
shit.
dude, he's amazing, dude.
I have a signed comic book by Donny
I've met him
Cates.
before.
Have you?
Yeah, he was in Dallas at the Fan Expo one time, and I got a picture with me, him, and Ryan Stegman.
I need to get my
All
glasses.
together.
Your glasses?
We're getting real nerdy in here.
So, hold on. Before we go anymore,
You want to hear about the incident?
what the fuck just happened?
Okay, so
All right, yeah, let's know.
and I didn't take my shot with you. My bad.
haven't taken the
No,
shot.
we
Oh,
haven't
okay,
taken
cool.
them yet.
So we hear this banging, on the glass. I go downstairs. I open up the door. There's a cop car parked out in the street. I step outside. The cop comes out of his car. He walks up. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "All right." He's like, "Hey, man, I have a noise complaint." I was like, "Really? A noise complaint?" I was like, "Man, we're not playing music." He was like, "I don't even hear any noise." He was like, "And I'm standing right outside y'all's door." He was like, "I don't know what the noise complaint is about." He was like, "But they also said they smell weed." And I was like, "Bro, I promise you we're not doing that." I said, because if I was, you would be able to smell it coming off of me right now.
Off of me, yeah, true
and,
story.
and he was like, "I know." He was like, "I don't even smell
We
anything
should
like
have
that."
invited him up.
I probably should have, yeah. I probably
Look
should
around,
have.
dude.
But
A couple of adults doing adult things.
yeah.
That's all.
I told him, I said, "Man, I don't know what the problem is." I said, "We've been doing this for a while now, so it's not like nothing new. We didn't just start this today." And he was like, "Well, what are these apartments? Are y'all in an apartment?" I said, "No." I said, "That's a studio. There's a haircut place there. There's a haircut place there. There's a photography place there. There's EMTs right there." I said, "There is an apartment in the back." And he was like, "Man," he was like, "I don't know." So he tried calling back to dispatch and having them call back whoever called, but nobody's answering. And he was like, "I don't know what to do." He was like, "How do you access this apartment? I'm going to go ask them because maybe it was them." But the problem is I told him, I said, "Well, there is separation between us and them." I said, "There's 2 restrooms between us and them in a hallway."
Yeah.
I said, "So there's no way, like, even if we were getting loud, there's 2 fucking restrooms
Yeah,
between us and
nobody's,
them.
Yeah.
nobody's going to be.
And a closet. There's a closet right there. So it's like
Somebody's watching. That's what it is. Somebody's watching.
That is something
They're
for
jelly.
sure.
They're
You
jelly.
can. I didn't realize that because during the daytime
Did we get spotted? I got my first spotted.
we may have right,
We're making it.
or we got hated on
Pertinent.
by somebody that knows where we're at. I don't
It
know.
don't matter because, like you said, man, ain't no weed around here, man. We're just fucking. We're
Hey,
not even
man,
smoking.
we're being
we
adults.
Can't even smoke cigars in here. We want to smoke cigars.
I
We
know.
can't even do that,
We're not
dude.
even smoking cigars.
So fuck all that
Boo.
crap, dude. We're
Whack ass
drinking and
podcast.
hanging.
But anyway, so yeah, and then a second cop in actual San Angelo fashion, a second cop showed up. So
Yeah.
it's not an incident. That's a
You should have
second
invited
cop
him
showed
up. That would have
I'm
been cool.
surprised you're
I
not
thought
in
about it
cuffs
for a
right now.
second. Yeah, I thought about it.
On the next one. when they called the cops.
I wanted to tell him that we were going to reach out to their chief, but I didn't say anything about it.
I got his number. He's cool. He's cool.
No, we are. Yeah,
Well,
that's the plan.
All right.
It really is.
Yeah, I've never met him, so I
We
heard he
taking
was
this
good
shot
people.
or what? What do we got here?
Yeah. Let's do
What is this? What is this? Vodka? This
So
the Icelandic
obviously
vodka.
we don't take shots of vodka because we're Americans,
Right.
But like in
Australia.
Russia and things, I guess in Iceland,
Yeah.
they will if you mix their vodka, just like mixing the tequila or mixing anything else.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Saludos.
Salute. SAPD, baby.
Actually, that's not bad. That's pretty.
That was
good.
not bad
That
at all.
smelled like rubbing alcohol, dude.
No.
Oh man,
That was great.
That was good.
Like
I
that's
feel like
that
cleared
blows
up a
Grey Goose
wound with
away.
That shit, dude.
like I don't like taking shots of Grey Goose because it's harsh.
Yeah.
Tito's is all right.
You know what's
That
funny
was
though?
Good.
The last few that we've got, have actually been really smooth. Like this vodka you got, the Lalos.
That Lalo was good.
There's these brands that I've never even heard of, man. But man, they are so smooth. Like
That Espolon that's over there.
that's just good. But it makes you see demons at night.
Let's talk about Ronnie about that. Get Ronnie back.
I was like,
in.
hey, Rodney, man, what's up, bro? It was like, I saw demons. I saw this shadow person at my bed. I've never seen that before. That's the key. But it was good, though. It was good. It was a damn good tequila.
Hells yeah.
That's a good vodka, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So,
That's really good.
I brought some comics. I brought a few to show y'all. See if y'all want to see if you want to check them out.
Hell yeah.
Look around and kind of judge them. See what you got.
Are they for sale?
Hold on a second.
Not only no, but fuck no.
Yeah, no.
Watch that camera.
Oh, my bad. Am I hitting it?
Yeah. Is it still
It's good.
Is it good?
It's dirt kind of wiggling, but it's okay.
My bad. My bad.
catching something?
It's me.
Oh, okay.
It's me messing it up. But yeah, man.
We're working on new cameras.
When you brought those, right? And which is that the deceased.
Yeah.
I got into that real deep.
Yeah, that's so badass.
Yeah.
Those some
I
badass
didn't
covers.
know that all that is because of the God damn it.
That's a fun little
yeah.
what did they call
little
that?
multiverse type
Yeah.
What's the equation that Darkseid's looking for?
Oh fuck. You
Maybe I'll
really
know.
get me.
The what?
They call it the life equation. God damn it. What's it called?
The dark side's trying to find?
Yes.
I don't know, dude. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and that apparently that's how it all starts.
Yeah.
The deceased, and I'm like, oh fuck, the anti-life equation.
There you go.
Oh,
So that's
I was
what
about
he's
to look it up.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for, right? So I went on this fucking. Have you ever paid attention to any of that?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, it's such a good fucking storyline.
Yeah.
because it's basically like zombies. I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh,
Yeah.
bro, it's so good.
Yeah.
like because it all starts, and even
They're superhero
Yeah.
zombies. All of them.
Well, DC, they're the shift is coming. We were at Marvel for like the past 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
Watch that DC. I mean, we got James Gunn now running the DC show.
Yes.
and a lot of the DC characters, Batman, Bane, all of these guys, they're starting to come up, dude. So I watch in the next 10 years, DC's
Yeah.
going to turn.
There's some good stuff with DC.
I like
They're
how
badass.
dark they are.
And like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying,
That's the
Penguin,
best part.
Penguin
Yeah.
was just the beginning, dude. Like Penguin was amazing,
Penguin was
dude.
fucking
It really was, dude.
awesome.
What is that saying that when you're a kid you want to be the superhero, but when you're an adult you relate with the villain?
You relate.
Yes.
You relate.
Oscar loves Thanos.
I fucking
100%.
love Thanos,
Thanos
bro.
said that?
Oscar
No,
loves
I love Thanos.
He loves
he loves
Thanos.
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? He did something that that no one else would. And granted, you can call him the bad guy or whatever, but he's like, you know what? He's looking for longevity.
I'm about to blow up.
I was like, bro, that was Hitler. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, he had a lot of good points.
This Transformers #1.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the very first Transformers that came out as a comic book, dude. It's a good comic. It's a lower grade, but it's still, Optimus Prime first appearance. Fucking,
7.5 is a lower grade.
well, I mean,
That's a good
Oh,
grade.
show the
that's a
camera.
good grade.
Good grade.
Yeah. Show the camera if you
Well,
got a camera.
I mean,
Where are we at?
it's you don't
Oscar, it's on you.
you never really get a 10, but you maybe a 9.8.
9.8 is
Yeah.
I would like to have a 9.8.
How much?
I have a 9.6. I have two
How
9.6s.
much is this worth, man? What I'm
That
holding?
particular comic is probably about a $500 comic.
Oh shit! Okay, let me handle it this way. Look at that, dude. That's badass.
Yeah.
It'll
It
probably
is.
get better. It'll
Yeah,
probably get
exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
with the Transformers being as popular as they are, it's just going to go up. It's one of those blue chips.
Man, that's such an
Transformers
awesome
is
comic.
definitely come up along.
Exactly, and Like I don't know if y'all saw the new one. That's
Yeah,
on
the
Prime
Transformer
right now.
one.
The Transformer one.
Yeah, it was a good origin story.
Yeah, oh, dude, everybody loved that one. It's just
It, like,
it's
it
gonna
melted.
be
1984.
Yeah. No, so
Damn, that's
is
badass,
that,
dude.
Is that a cartoon? Or
It is.
Okay.
It's like an animation.
But the story written and the voices, it works.
It fits
it's,
so
it's
good.
awesome, dude.
Okay.
Sometimes cartoons right now tell a better story.
Yes.
It's crazy as it is, but that,
Well,
that's
because
one of them.
you're
dude.
actually able to draw
It's
it
a nice
out because a
origin.
lot of this CGI shit, it really kills it.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. So
Dude, that's fucking. That's
So
awesome.
I love this book because just the artwork on it.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody just sketched it.
yeah, it
Yeah.
looks so classic. It's
and
got
a
that feel,
podcast,
dude.
and
It takes
then,
you back to the 80s.
It's on the old paper too.
It's on the old, it feels like it's on the old
100%,
paper.
yeah.
Yeah, it sure does.
Dude,
it
that's
sure does.
fucking-
It feels really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How did
You
you
a Transformer fan?
how did you come across it?
This particular book?
Yeah.
I want to say that I got it from Martin, but I don't think. Oh, actually, I did. I got this one from you, but then I sent it off to get it graded.
Oh
and,
shit.
and that's when I got that.
I thought you got the one off my wall, but that was already graded.
That
is
one
that
was already
is that
graded, though I didn't
CGI
get that.
graded?
CGI,
CGI, yeah.
I think I had a 9.0, didn't I?
You had a good one. You had a
9.0.
really good one. Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
was
badass.
jealous. He had a wall, dude, that had like
Nerds as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Unite.
He had like a wall
Unite.
with like
Unite.
10 comics, maybe like 8 comics on it, but the wall itself was worth like $25,000-$30,000.
Yeah.
dude.
true.
You
It
need
was
to-
no joke, dude.
You need to find the poster for Revenge of the Nerds and crop all our heads on their heads.
I'll do
That's
it.
your
Fuck
thumbnail.
yeah, I'll do it. That's a thumbnail.
That is-
Hell yeah.
That's a nice book.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Or here, you want me to sit over here?
You would leave it with you?
That'll give me something to work on the airplane.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are-
So Vegas, can I cash this in?
Oh shit. You know what's crazy is Vegas probably would.
You're right.
If you went
There's
to
somebody
a
there.
hotel casino and be
that
like, listen,
would.
I want to gamble, and they're like, well, what do you got? I got this badass comic book. They'd probably do it.
Yeah. Dude, right as of now, man, it's shit that's valuable. I know a guy who bought a food trailer on just arrowheads.
Damn.
Yeah.
What?
Arrowheads.
Just paid with arrowheads.
He had them.
That's
You
what's
know you
up.
can fake those things like nobody's
Oh
business.
yeah. Oh yeah. Like I don't know
Ooh,
how,
I bet
exactly
that's
how
so
you
good.
get away from this shit, right? So yeah, man, he used his fucking arrowheads as collateral.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he got him. He went and got him appraised by some, I don't know, whoever appraises these things, and he do get it like $15,000. He had $15,000 worth of fucking arrowheads that he had appraised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, so what?
How do they?
I have no
Like,
idea.
how do they price arrowheads? Like, I don't
know.
I mean, like, how do they decide like which arrowhead is worth more than another one? You know,
I guess you kind of go. That I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm guessing you got to maybe the size, exactly what they use for a spear, an
Where you
arrow, a
found it?
knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you found it?
where you found it. Yeah.
I mean,
So
you could
this-
buy you get yourself a piece of flint, and you get yourself an antler, and you could make yourself a goddamn arrowhead.
I think the difference
true.
is that when
You
you
gotta
put it under a
make sure there's
microscope, you can
age
see if
is
it's a
there.
fresh break,
Yeah,
or you can see if it's something
Old
that's
break,
old.
that's
yeah.
probably
You know, so I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert, and I don't deal with any of that. But I'm like, the fuck, dude, I got like 5 arrowheads at the house.
Collectible
Do I got
stuff.
$15,000 worth of rocks?
But see, that's the thing about collectible stuff is like it's only worth however much somebody's willing to pay for it.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
So somebody that has arrowheads and this guy has a fucking trailer, he must like arrowheads because he's willing to do that deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
It just
you're
happened-
right.
it just happened to
you
work
see
out.
something there that you got
Yeah.
that's worth something, dude. For sure.
Yeah, man. But it seems like you can just about anything that's got value to somebody.
That's the way the world
And
was
since
originally.
I was a comic book seller, that's the way it is because
Yeah.
we're all gravitated towards Marvel because Marvel was the higher. They're the higher sellers.
Yeah.
yeah.
But now as things are changing, it could be DC now. Where
Exactly.
It's
where the
gonna
villains are
ebbs
coming
and
out.
flows, man. It's
Yeah.
gonna go up and down. It's gonna go back.
So
and
who was
forth.
first? Was it Marvel? Or was it DC? It was DC, right?
DC? Superman was number one.
Number
He's-
one,
He's
okay.
the guy.
Because Thanos was modeled after Darkseid.
Yeah, and the Spider-Man, I think was the next big one, and that
Okay.
was Marvel. So it's kind of been back and forth between them always.
Damn, that's badass though. I like. I think
Because I mean, you got a good Superman number one. I mean, you're looking at $1.5 million comic, dude.
Whoa, are you
Yeah,
serious?
dude. Like,
Really?
You can retire off that motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
But it's all
Superman,
about
Spider-Man.
condition though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can ever find a list of garage sales, bro. You ever seen like when people find these like fucking multi-million-dollar paintings at a fucking garage sale?
Yeah.
Now's the
I
time.
believe it.
Or hidden in the wall.
Because
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
people are, God forbid, but people are passing away, and their collections are actually going up for grabs. And now is the time that the people from the 1920s are losing their comics still. So now's the time, 100 years from now, it's going to be almost impossible.
Oh yeah.
To fucking find anything like this.
That's kind of where we're on the notion of like DVDs and VHSs.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to get to the point those things are going to be collectible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
at
strange
some
now.
point.
Yeah, because I mean, there's not going to be any like this hard copies. Your own copy of shit.
Yeah.
It's either going to be streamed or something, and then like I think we were talking about this too. That one day somebody can be like, hey, you know what? We're going to pull this off streaming.
They do it already.
Yeah, they just like,
Yeah.
hey,
Like you
And
can't
unless
find
you have a
Dogma.
hard copy. Yeah.
that's
You know what's crazy is I can't find Dogma on any streaming service. 'Cause we were talking about Dogma. Have you ever seen the movie?
Oh, yeah.
I never seen it. We were talking about it one episode, and I was like, damn, I never seen it. They were blown away. So I was like, I'm gonna try and find this movie that they were talking about. I couldn't find it on any service at all. Wow. And so I tell them about it. I tell Oscar about it, and then he ends up finding it on YouTube.
yes.
But it's crazy that it's on YouTube, but you can't find it on any other service. But it's because
Harvey Weinstein owns the rights.
Oh, really?
yeah,
To Dogma.
All right.
Because I guess when Miramax, I guess it was filmed under Miramax.
I guess so, yeah.
And Harvey Weinstein owned Miramax. So when I guess they're under the umbrella of all that bullshit. He owns that. So you can't find it on streaming services. You can't find it nowhere. No one's going to be like, hey, we're going to pay you something because no one wants to pay a pedophile or a rapist.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to be known to be associated with this guy. So, and it sucks, man, because Dogma was such a good movie, and for it to be lost in the ethos like that, dude, it sucks.
So many.
So you have to go to a pawn shop or something.
If you
probably,
find it-
yeah.
A friend of mine actually has the DVD, so we can watch it, dude. And like you said on YouTube, I watched it probably about 6-8 months ago on YouTube, and it's still fucking.
It holds up.
It
man.
does. It makes me
does.
laugh.
Good
It's
movie.
got some great comedy in it, dude. Kevin Smith is just amazing.
Oh,
dude.
he's fucking awesome.
He knows what's up,
Yeah.
dude.
But like at the
I
very
haven't
beginning-
finished it.
You
I
haven't
just
finished
started watching it, and I was like, holy shit! Like it starts off great.
Yeah, just watch it one time.
Like,
through.
holy shit.
If you don't get it, you'll think back. In the
Yeah.
next couple of days, you'll be like, all right, that was funny. All right, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, God damn, that was.
We're
really
such
good fucking
nerds,
movie.
man.
Hey, but you know what, man? Nerds are the new fucking jocks.
That ain't no shit.
The
That
jocks
ain't
are
no
played
shit.
out. No one wants to be a jock anymore. No one
Yeah.
wants to be that
No
fucking
one.
bully.
No one.
Nobody wants to be
I don't know
that.
if you know this. Women are knocking down my fucking door trying to get to me because I'm such a nerd.
Fuck yeah!
I've had to replace the lock 3 times
I don't
this
even
month.
know, man.
It's like, hey,
By the way, how arrowheads are appraised is categorized based on their shape, size, and the materials that they're made from. So yeah, and then of course the rarity is like how old they can determine.
well,
Yeah,
thanks,
if you can
Jamie.
determine age.
Jamie's in the house.
I love
It's
it.
Tiffany, bro. It's Tiffany.
So this
We'll
is,
call- yeah, that's our tiff right
It's our
there.
Tiff.
there's your Silver Surfer #1.
Oh
no.
shit!
This is
love Silver
this one
Surfer.
is called.
Dude,
I
yes.
call this one the underwear edition because if you look, the person
Oh, yeah.
actually took a razor knife and he cut out the underwear section of
The outline of it.
Yeah,
didn't know
and so you got a cover page and you got a front page, okay? And the front page looks exactly like the cover page.
Oh shit!
So the cover page, if laid just exactly right, looks like he's wearing underwear.
That's badass.
So I got the underwear edition.
So it looks like from here.
That's fucking
It's a
cool.
lower grade, but it's super
I didn't
awesome.
know that
I
you
loved
sent
it.
that one in.
Yeah, I didn't. I bought it as such, dude.
Fucking cool.
What's the
And-
grade
and
on it?
I really. It's
That's
a
right.
1.5.
We got to hear.
That's cool, though.
Here,
We gotta
locally here at
we
San
gotta
Angelo
hear,
Comic
the
Con.
Comic-Con.
dude.
No shit.
That's where I got this one.
Because I saw it and I was like, Silver Surfer #1.
Yeah.
Like, so I went up to it. I was like, looked at it and I
That's
was
so
like,
badass, dude. That is so fucking
It's the underwear
badass.
edition. 'Cause
Stereotypical
If you look at a
kid,
regular
you know
one,
what
it
I
doesn't
mean?
have the underwear. He's just Silver Surfer from top to
Do
bottom.
you think they gave it a 1.5 because somebody actually cut it out?
Yeah,
and they gave
it's a
original?
cut on the cover.
But that's so.
for sure.
That, to me, that makes it cooler.
I agree. It
Fuck.
makes it makes it more individual, more of a
Okay,
fucking.
tell us about Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is just a herald of Galactus.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
But Silver Surfer. Is
I like
fucking
Silver
amazing,
Surfer.
Yes.
So he was
And he's
imbued with the
coming-
power
he's
cosmic
coming-
from
Yeah,
Galactus.
Galactus gave him the power cosmic. He was Galactus was going to eat his Earth or his world.
Yes.
And Silver Surfer said, "Let me be your herald, and then we'll find other worlds to spare mine." And so Galactus said, "Okay, now you'll be my
herald.
my herald. You'll go around and you'll find other worlds for me, but I will spare yours." And so Silver Surfer went around and found other worlds, and that's
Fucking A.
that's how he came about.
He wasn't
You
the
know what's
first
cool about
Herald,
this
right?
is whoever owned this, like they were just writing on the back of it.
Yeah, oh, dude,
That's cool as
it's
fuck
got
to
some
me.
definite fucking.
That's character.
Character, exactly. No doubt, dude. I love that one. Even at a 1.5,
I can't stop smiling,
I'm
man.
not gonna let it go.
That's so
dude.
cool.
So you said, like, when you buy these, right, and you want to get them rated, you send them to a specific company that does this.
Oh, CGC in Sarasota, Florida, is the one that grades all the comics. There's a couple of grading companies. There's one in Dallas.
There's one in Canada too, I think.
CBCS. And there's a couple of grading companies, but it seems like CGC is kind of the
go-to.
top of the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one that everybody likes.
Okay.
So
Man,
that's,
I have 3.
Aren't you ever afraid them bitches getting lost in the mail?
man,
Yeah.
you worry. And there's no
I was like,
doubt
I will
that
bring it to you
worry.
personally.
Right?
I need somebody
I
to
will
sign
drive
for it.
Yeah.
to Florida.
Oh, man.
Because some of these comics are not
when I
wrong.
used to send customers books, and it's like thousands of dollar
$3,000,
books,
$4,000, $5,000 worth of books.
worth of
you
books,
just-
and you just send them in
Fingers
the mail.
crossed.
You know, it's just like,
That is scary.
Especially when you when you see some
and
of
they're
these.
not mine.
I,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They belong
Yeah.
to
there's somebody
You
else.
see some of these
so you don't
videos
like
of like
much.
USPS, right, where they go show up to a building and then they just toss that shit, and I'm like, oh my god, I hope there was nothing valuable in there.
It's all broken glass now. That's all
Yeah.
you get. Dude.
So I guess when you send those, you don't just send the book; you send it encased,
Oh.
right?
No.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
I have a top loader, which is a harder case.
Okay.
but it's not like these. What I'm sending it all for is to get encased like this,
Okay.
so that they're actually got a number on them and a
Yeah.
barcode, so that they know where they're at and what this value is and what this comic is.
That's fucking. So that one there, how many copies are out in existence?
Well, there's a lot of copies.
There's a lot.
That one out. It's Silver Surfer #1, but the better grade, like I would say 7.5 to 9.0, are harder to get, and then 9.0 to 9.8, it's almost impossible, dude,
Okay.
to get something like that.
I've
that
got a bunch of
particular
9.6s.
comic right there is probably about $100.
Well, not a bunch. I have
$200.
3.
You have three
But
months.
Yeah.
in a 9.8,
that's still good.
Yeah.
that particular comic would probably cost about $4 or $5 grand.
No shit.
It's up there, dude. It's up there.
I think
Do
it
you,
would be
you
even
remember
more than
Tiffany
that.
when
A
April
nine-
bought
a
me
nine-
that
a
Batman?
It's going up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more than $4 grand.
I have a DC Black,
Hey, it's
which
going
DC Black they were larger comics.
Mm-hmm.
DC Black. They only did it for a little while. It was like they were adult comics because this
Like
particular one.
Rated R comics. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I have the one. It's a Batman. It's not Batman. It is Batman, but I forgot what the name of the series was.
Darkwing.
or the Batman Who Laughs?
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Was it the Batman Who Laughs?
This is the particular. This one in this story was the one where he shows his Batwang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that
Okay.
one.
I have that one. I have
There you
that one,
go.
and I have it graded, and I have it. The cover is Jim Lee.
Yeah.
He drew that cover, and it has a pentagram behind because it was a real evil. Like
Oh, yeah.
the whole storyline was pretty evil. There's a pentagram behind him.
Oh, shit.
And it was kind of crazy. Like it's a 9.6 though.
Yeah.
And got it already graded.
Batwing to the people out there is
It's his
penis.
Exactly.
Yeah. Batman shows off his member.
His
and
cock, son.
slaps the bitch in the face with it.
What was that storyline called?
It was.
I have to find it now.
God dang, dude, you would ask. Damned.
The damn.
Batman
That is
Damned.
damn.
Yeah.
Damn, you're good. You're on your shit.
It is
Yep.
good.
Batman Damned.
Batman damn.
bro, I'm right here.
What are they?
I'm like, Jesus, bro.
And those were only like 6 comics, right?
Yeah.
It was a short
It was a short run,
It was
yeah.
a real short run, and they were all magazine size.
I have a couple
and
that
they're
are
hard to get in a good
Hellblazer that are in DC, and they're in the DC Black, where they're just a little bit larger. Which it kind of sucks for a bookcase because they're not the right size. They're just a little bit too tall and a
Yeah.
little bit too wide.
Your bags and boards are just not enough. Dude. You're like, oh, I want this such a
Yeah.
good grade. So you got to send it off quick.
So now that they brought out Noel in Venom, you know,
have you seen the movie?
can you imagine if they brought out Batman Who Laughs?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh my god.
That would be so amazing.
Because that
There's
would
going to be a
that would
rendition because I feel like the way they're going
Batman.
right now with the just Batman in Darkseid, I'm hoping they go to this deceased.
Deceased is
That would
cool.
be good.
If they go that-
So that Batman Who Laughs, I have the full run of Metal, which is where it's the whole story.
Yeah.
I have the whole
Death
run of
Metal.
it. I have the whole run of his story of the Batman Who Laughs. I have his whole run, like the whole thing. I mean, I don't know if they actually ever come out with it.
Martin.
I'm gonna send all that shit off to get graded, and
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
sell that shit.
was
I
the
don't even
first-
want to hold on to it. I want to
First
sell
appearance
that
of
shit.
Batman
I want to say
because it was during our era. I mean, whenever I was selling books,
the first appearance.
What do y'all ask?
first appearance of Batman Who Laughs.
Ooh, it wasn't even in metal. It was like in a.
It wasn't even metal.
It's in the 2000 something, dude. It's a more common,
Yeah, it's a
more
comic
recent,
book.
more recent book.
Can you check that out,
book
Tiffany?
too.
Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, the
Batman
first
Who
appearance.
Laughs. First appearance.
2018.
Because that would
I
be
believe.
Do you know what book?
Number.
I got this other computer just sitting
Yeah,
in
I
here.
mean,
Looking at it.
number 1,
I'm more
6 issue
fascinated in this shit. This
miniseries.
The alcohol's kicking in, so
Well, nonetheless, dude, it's a good comic. without a
2018.
doubt.
This Loki
Yeah.
is the shit.
so.
Oh, it's good.
So I mean, just an investor comic or something like that could be something that you could get it at a pretty cheap price, and then all of a sudden they bring them to a
Yeah,
miniseries.
if they hit
just
a
like the
fucking
Noel.
series or
Just
That
like
one
the
that's
Noel.
right there.
Noel's not a old
That one
character.
that's right there. That's a number 1, and that is a special edition cover.
with the
And
Batman
on the
Harley
other side,
there.
I actually have the certificate on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I just kind of threw it in there because it's one of my favorite. Like, because that's a whole Joker theme, and it's one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
I remember years ago, man, and it's kind of funny because we were kind of bringing this up. My thing is when we like travel to like small towns and shit. I like to stop at their antique stores.
Okay.
Just to go in there and I'll buy random shit, right? And they had this fucking case of just fucking old comics.
That's
I'm sitting there
badass.
There
looking
you go,
through them,
that's
and
how
I'm
you
like,
do it.
oh, cool, a Superman. Oh, cool, a Batman. And they were old. I mean, you can tell they were
Yeah,
old
anything
comics.
12 cent, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
get it.
And I'm sitting there, I was going through, I was like, damn, that's pretty cool, And I'm sitting there, I pull one out, and I see Iron Man, when it's just like this old fucking, it looks like it's not really rinky-dink fucking, but you can tell it's like an early series.
It's an older issue of the Iron
Yeah.
Man,
And
yeah.
I'm sitting there, I was like, damn, that's pretty cool, And then I remember walking out the store, and I'm like, I drove off and shit like that, right? And then I got to talking comics with him, and I'm like, man, I wonder if I came across anything that was valuable. Because they didn't care.
Yeah.
They were just, it was an old fucking store.
Just a box. You take
Yeah,
the
just
whole
a box
fucking
of
box
shit.
for $20.
Yeah, you can tell
They
somebody
didn't
took it out
care.
of their somebody's closet, and they took it up there to sell. And the guy wanted fucking like 50 cents per comic. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
Have you-
man,
You should have.
shut up
Sinangelo,
at the bottom all.
have you ever been to? There's a right there on Concho Street. It's Concho Confetti.
Oh yeah, they do.
So
that book.
have you ever walked
Yeah.
through? They have comic books in there. And
I like the records in there.
I want to
They're
kick myself in the ass because one day I was walking through there because like every little section is somebody's
like their own.
little, like you get a section like say you want to sell a bunch of antiques,
it
you
belongs
get
to
a little
somebody.
section. Yeah.
Okay.
I walked past this one and he had a bunch of old comic books.
Yep.
Like old Archies, like really old stuff.
yeah.
I didn't even think about it at the time. I don't know what the fuck my problem was.
Yeah.
But he had a Ghost Rider, old school. The guy was on a horse. The Ghost Rider on a horse with just like a mask covering his face.
Okay.
It was like a 12 or 15 cent comic book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I should have fucking bought that thing.
Like
They didn't want
the
anything.
Cowboy Ghost Rider. or
Yeah,
something
the
like
cowboy.
Zip
It was
on
a cowboy
horse.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of old cowboy like literature in there, and all that. I should have bought all of that shit.
You really should have.
Did I tell you there was one?
I should have bought all of it.
Was it you? I don't know if it was you that was telling me or I saw this someone. That Ghost Rider, old Western, one of them was based out of San Angelo.
Yeah.
What?
Is that what you were telling me?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a
No.
Ghost Rider version that's based out of San Angelo,
I
Texas.
need that. Whatever.
It's
costs, I
that
need
probably that Western one that I saw.
I didn't even know. No shit, dude. Out of San Angelo, Texas.
It's funny.
Fucking
Yeah.
A, dude.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's
He's
badass.
avenging
Who would have
fucking
thought?
souls.
Bro, well, we talk about this all the time, bro. The amount of talent that when you really look into it, the amount of talent that comes out of this place,
Oh, out of San
out
Angelo.
of San
yeah.
Angelo, you're just like, wait a minute, what?
Los Lonely Boy?
Yeah, let's
Like those guys fucking they got Grammys. They're
Yeah.
fucking amazing, dude.
We've got fucking Billboard charting artists that came out of here. You know,
It's musicians.
musicians. We've
And
got
art.
artists that
Yeah.
have come out of here. I mean, we got. I mean,
Look at how many tattoo shops there are in San Angelo.
Tons.
That's not for nothing.
Yeah.
That's because they're good.
They have good artists.
Yeah.
and how many
Right.
lowrider of the year comes out of
Low
this
Riders
place?
of the Year. What did we say? 4?
Yeah.
4 different lowriders of the year.
Yeah.
One of them wins it every year.
Ray.
Which
We're
we
not
need
talking
to read
about
out.
farmers. We're talking about Allstate. No, I went to high
Martin
school. so-
Lucero RC.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's also
That's
sells. That's
he's
right.
farmers.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a
my bad,
farmer-
my bad.
Farmers agent.
We'll bring him on the. He'll come in on the farmers episode. This is the Allstate episode.
We can be like, get us in the ring.
By the way, the
Don't you
Batman-
have
No, just like, no.
Don't you have a
That's funny.
50-something truck?
Yeah, I got a 50 and a 52.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you ever want to
Chevy-
let one
Chevy.
go, let me know. That's my
Chevys.
truck.
Oh yeah, they got the nice
Yes.
little
They have
palm grills and everything.
the
else.
big round fenders.
Oh yeah.
Is that
curves.
the one like
The curves are
my mother-in-law
amazing.
had?
Yes.
Okay, just like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that style. I don't know why. He asked you earlier what your vehicle would. Mine would be an old 50 models pickup truck.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. I don't know what it is about it. I just,
Oh, I love them too. That's why I got two.
yeah.
Oh shit.
They're
Okay.
amazing. That and then the split window Corvette. I think it's like a 67,
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
60 something Corvette with
Yeah.
that back window that split. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Beautiful. Stingrays, right?
But yeah, Stingray. It's a Stingray. Oh, fucking love that car. I'm not really a Corvette guy, but that particular car,
Yeah.
love it.
By the way, the first.
I went over here to
appearance-
your bags. I was like, what else you got in that goodie bag?
come on.
I was like, tell us some more.
What were you gonna say, Tim?
Oh, I was just saying, Dark Days, the casting #1, May 7th, 2017 for the Batman Who Laughs, by the way.
Okay.
Dark
I
Days.
love having Tiffany in here. This is badass.
Yeah, there you
I don't have to do shit.
Yeah, I need you engaged here. Instead of looking at me and be like, you're fucking me up here. I was like, look, I'm sorry.
Leave me alone, Oscar.
You're in conversation. I tell you the truth, man. I'm kind of pissed right now.
Because I know I want to smoke this one.
So
over
how
here
how much
bad.
is that book going on eBay?
For the Dark Days?
Yeah.
Man,
Because if
Yeah.
it's cheap, we're going to buy.
Martin, when
Take
you
some
had your
moves.
shop, man, like you had a lot of good books here. I've bought a couple of them. We talked about it the last time. I have that Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that first appearance of the black suit? I think.
Oh yeah. So
But I mean, how were you coming across these books?
it's just collectors that come in and they're ready to sell.
They would just come to you.
Yeah, they would just come.
You wouldn't even go out and look. They would just,
No, not really.
Yeah.
But you got to be ready to buy.
You got to be ready to buy. Yeah, and when Shawn gets back, I'll tell you about that about the story that just walked in on me.
Yeah.
and I was just like,
Wait, so I mean, you're selling insurance now. You still get people that come in and walk here like, hey, man, I got this comic book.
no,
for sale.
I don't anymore.
This is when he
Okay.
had the shop, though.
Oh, when he had the shop.
Yeah, because when he had that shop, the original one that I'm thinking of was
On Washington.
on Washington. What was that one called? Was that still Geeks and Gaming?
Was,
No, that was
retro. It was retro gaming.
Retro Gaming.
Retro
Okay,
gaming and Maddie's Custom Tees.
Maddie's
My brother's-
Custom
yeah,
Tees.
yeah.
That's right. And
Conveniently located behind Desiree.
it was
Yeah,
perfect.
perfect.
The fucking nerds, bro.
That's funny.
It was catered to the nerds. No, man, but
No, they would come walking. They'd come walking in their heels and everything else.
No shit, come in the store.
Oh
They come in
yeah,
the store,
we're
they
cash
sure
in
would.
hand.
Cash in
It's like, I'm ready to buy some comics, Martin.
Hell yeah.
I got
it was,
some for-
it was video games.
Yeah,
It was like
Oh, and you had some
Nintendo
badass games, too, though.
64s and things like that.
So you were the guy at the bank who's just like, hey, I got tons of ones. It was like, they stick it in the machine to count that shit.
Yes. Bro, he had some actually really good ones. I want to say in I'm going to kick myself in the ass because I can't remember. In was it Endgame when Captain America picks up Thor's hammer?
Mjolnir. Yeah.
Okay.
Mjolnir.
Yeah.
But Martin had that.
Mjolnir.
Martin actually had that comic book, that exact comic book where it happened at. He had it in his store.
I actually bought
At
that from
the
him.
did you really? Yeah. Do you have it in your bag? of
I don't
goodies
have it in my
somewhere?
bag.
Damn it!
But I do have it at home.
But that's such an awesome book, and I remember talking to him about it. I remember holding that book and talking about it, and I almost fucking bought it, and I didn't, only because I wanted that other one, that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it was funny because both of y'all would come in whenever we had it on Washington, and so I had I had bought some books, and then so the first appearance of Miles Morales, I tried to sell it to you.
That's right.
And I tried to sell it to you, and both of y'all didn't buy it.
Bigness.
I should have bought it.
I should have.
I should have fucking bought it.
It was still in the plastic
Because what you were selling like 60, 80 bucks.
That's a
something like
9.8. It was a 9.8.
and it was a beautiful book.
Yeah.
You could have sent it off for a 9.8.
The guy that ultimately bought it, he sent it off, and he got like a 9.6, 9.8 back.
9698.
Bullshit. He should have got a 9.8 off the top.
No doubt.
and I
dude,
remember-
with
I
the
remember-
price, definitely I should have bought it.
Oscar's like, I hate it here.
Yeah, I was like, fucking nerds.
And I remember both y'all, and I showed both of y'all, and I'm like, this is first person Miles Morales, and I'm the same way. It's $60 book, $80 book.
Yeah.
I
Good thing we didn't know each
I
other
gotta
because I
ask
would
you.
have bought the fucking
Like
thing.
I
do you
finally
let-
got one, but it cost me like $400 or $500.
I would suck as a comic book salesman because I want to keep them all.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
At first, I did suck at a comic book salesman, but when you want to eat,
When you're hungry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
is it ramen today or is it steak?
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
I
you.
get you.
Do I want
I
to
mean,
keep the Miles
I mean,
Morales or do I want to sell it?
Well,
Yeah, how much is Miles
even,
worth to
but
me?
even selling comic books, you're not eating steak anyway. You're selling.
Wait, we're going from
You're,
bologna
you're,
to...
well, you were going to McDonald's or something like, so fried bologna tonight, baby.
Yeah. We're getting the frozen shrimp and the noodles today, baby.
I mean, some people are very successful, but of course, our demographics in Nashville
San Angelo's hard.
are
It
different.
really
Are
is.
different. We
It
just
really
need
is.
we just need more people.
San Angelo's hard. I can remember at one time there was 4 different comic book shops in San Angelo.
No way.
And then slowly we have none.
Yeah,
I remember there's the Texas Best or West Texas Best or something like that over there, just where you used to work,
Yeah,
on Washington over there. And then I remember Cruz
Cruz, of course.
had
yeah.
his
He did a
outer
wonderful
rim.
job.
He
Outer
did
rim.
good.
He really did. He had a good
man, I
good
miss
run,
it.
and I
He
I
did-
hate
he
that
did
he had
good.
to shut down.
He was very
Sucks.
professional with what he
Yeah,
did.
he
was.
And,
Yes.
and God,
I-
and then you
I had a
know.
pull list over there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did too, man. I had.
I tried
Cruz
to
got
pull,
me a lot of books.
I tried to pull both y'all over there, and y'all like, no. I just buy the classics.
So there was another one right down the street from him called or from his
Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Yeah, Dark
I never
Side.
saw that one.
The
I
only
never saw
thing I
that
didn't like about Dark Side, but I get it. I understand why he had to do it. Is whenever there was a big, huge convention going on, everything would come down,
Okay.
box up, and he'd be gone. So if you walked in at a wrong time, there's no
There's
books
nothing-
there.
Nothing on
Yeah,
the wall. Yeah.
and he'd do conventions a lot.
he would.
Yeah,
And they ended up closing. But I think his wife also worked there. She would do art classes there
Yeah.
too, and like it was a cool spot. But it
There
just,
was a place called War Dogs.
War Dogs
that-
Gaming,
War Dogs
Yeah,
did
that was
good.
on.
Yeah,
that was
they
on,
did a good job.
Have
too.
you know?
Park 2400 originally,
Originally, and then they moved to the mall.
to the mall.
and
They
then they shut down.
nothing in the
Dude,
mall.
have you
makes
been
it-
to the mall
Nothing in the
lately?
mall.
Oh my god, dude, it's sad.
I feel bad for the mall.
Yeah, dude. Like I walked through there. I was like, is that a
coming
tumbleweed?
by.
You know what's sad? What's sad is go to like Midland Mall and then come to our mall and then tell me how you feel.
Go to Abilene Mall. They're the same owners.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
You,
Yeah,
you
they
could do
own
better.
so
he's just-
Abilene.
Abilene
and
Malls
they own-
has gone downhill too, though.
Oh, they have.
yeah,
They
but it's still better than ours.
That's
man.
still much better than ours.
Oh, that's sad. So you still have a lot of your comics.
No.
You don't. You've got rid. You sold
I
it.
have
did-
one
you got
long
rid of all
box of Wolverine comics, and those are the ones that I went and bought myself.
Wolverine
From-
is his
okay.
favorite
That's
character.
my
Yeah.
favorite character.
He loves Wolverine.
Yeah. And so just one long box of Wolverines that I really wanted, except for 181 because I had to sell that one too.
That breaks my heart. I
That
wish I
breaks my
had
heart,
that
too.
one. I
It
don't
breaks
have
my
that
heart,
one.
too. But I had the 181, and I can't. I don't like people that tell those stories that I had this one, but I had that one, and
Yeah.
and but to go forward in business, you have to leave some stuff behind.
Yeah.
and so
Unfortunately, yeah.
and that was something. So maybe one of these days I'll own another one. I will own another
What
one.
do you know? He
Hopefully,
just,
I'll come and
I will.
purchase you out.
I will own another one.
181. Now, what's so special about 181?
Hulk 181. It's
First appearance of
Hulk
Hulk.
181 and it's
First appearance of Wolverine.
of Wolverine. Yeah.
Oh, shit,
So
okay.
actually, Hulk 180
That's a good
is
one,
the
actually.
first appearance of Wolverine. Hulk 181.
This right
is
here
the
is the cameo appearance of Wolverine.
cameo.
Cameo.
Dang.
That particular book that you're holding right there is probably about $1,500.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. What are you doing? Put this shit back in your closet, wherever you have it, man.
I'm on the What It Do podcast, man. I
Hell
got to
yeah.
show out, you know?
Right.
Well, you're showing out all right.
Hell yeah, dude.
So in my
And then that's the cameo appearance. That's where it appears briefly, and then the 181 that he has, he's 180. He has 181.
So
It's the first full
on the very
appearance.
last page of that comic book, it's Wolverine, and he's sitting there, and he's has his claws out. Maybe?
Has his claws out.
And he goes, "I am Wolverine."
I am.
Is that the
Wolverine.
reflection?
It's not even.
No,
a
it's
reflection.
a straight shot of
It's a
him,
straight
dude.
shot of
Okay.
Wolverine.
A lot of people. This is
Which is the one that has a reflection
debatable.
in the claws?
Oh, that's
Todd McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
variant. This
Of the
is
Hulk.
some people say
Okay.
this is the first appearance.
Yeah.
Other people say that 181 is the first.
I gotta be completely honest with you.
It's a
I
big
do not feel
argument.
comfortable holding this.
Scary, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm
Well,
like-
it's in case though.
It
Like,
is.
It's,
Yeah,
it's in
I
case.
feel like you're okay with that.
I feel like Chunks on fucking Goonies. He's like had it to him.
drop the damn map. The fucking
Check that out, dude.
Yeah, so that should be the first appearance. To me.
But the artwork-
there's too
I
much
know, right?
there's too much money in 181 to make that the first appearance.
So like
Okay.
181 and a 9.0 or better is probably like a $80,000 book or better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Are you serious?
mine was a
no
5.5.
doubt. Yeah, which means it's probably $25,000, $30,000 book. Still a good book.
Yeah, I don't want to break your heart and see how much you sold it for.
I know. I'll hold on to mine. I don't. Martin. He went on to insurance and decided to get rid of a lot of his stuff.
Yeah,
And I took what I could, man. I'm not a rich man, but I know that some of this
comic
stuff
book
is,
rich bitch.
this stuff is going to come around.
Like,
It's gonna
fold them
come
out
around.
like that, like you got cash.
What is it, that movie, The Accountant?
Yeah.
Whenever he's going through like all of his different, like he goes to his trailer and he has like different forms of money, and he opens up at this one drawer and it's just nothing but different comic books.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
really?
It's just another form of money because
I don't know if I've
he
ever
opens up a
seen
drawer,
that.
it's like gold. It's another one's got cash, but then he opens up this one and it's like Superman #1.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all of this shit.
And he's
I'm
got like fucking
Definitely
like $1 million
money.
paintings hanging in his
Yeah.
trailer. You ever seen The Accountant?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, check it out.
I need to check it
It's
out.
pretty good.
yeah, it's a good movie.
That's that Ben Affleck one, right?
Ben Affleck, yeah.
I knew that he was in it, but I didn't
Yeah,
see the movie.
in his bedroom on the ceiling is like a Jackson Pollock painting, you know.
Oh, shit.
But everything inside there is it's worth big money. But comic books is also in there.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
There's a lot of money in comic book.
fuck yeah.
Apparently, bro, $1,500.
That's an
No, it's like-
that's an amazing book. Like, do you actually? If I own that book, I'd probably look at it every day. I'd be like,
It's like,
Yeah.
yo, Abraham, what's with the stain on the carpet, bro?
get out of my room.
Why's the socket here? I don't understand.
When I had my comic book wall, I'd catch Shawn with his pants on his
No,
around his ankles.
staring at that
like-
goddamn thing. Dude.
He's like, bro, you can't walk into my store like that.
Pick up your pants.
Can I come in after hours?
My wife is here. Stop.
Are you here for the strip club or for the comic book? What is it? Waiting for the strip club to open, please.
Me and Shawn actually had a picture with all his really high-end comics and my high-end comics laid out on the table behind.
We had to get on a ladder to fucking take the picture. It was
Like Star
It's a big
Wars
picture.
#1.
I have that with me.
Oh, do you really?
I brought that with me today.
And just
You're making me really uncomfortable.
You know, there for a little bit, I got into comic books, and I didn't realize there's a whole different genre of comic books, like Lady
That's
Death.
the first appearance of Silver Surfer.
That's like a whole different like situation of
first
comic
appearance.
books, and she's worth a lot of money too.
Yeah, she sure
certain ones, but they're like more provocative, like more adult oriented. But man, it's a whole fucking
that
crazy.
Watcher, what's his name?
Like it's like a
That's,
crazy
The Watcher.
genre
The Watcher.
with that.
Doesn't
I
he have
bought
a-
that.
And I didn't
doesn't he
realize
have
there
a
was
name.
different.
No, just the Watcher.
Yes,
Different,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a zombie one. God damn, what is her name? But she's like, you can't just go and buy it. Like you have to actually request for it, or if somebody gets it, it's gonna be behind the table. Oh god damn.
Is that one actually mine too, or was mine?
Yeah, this one was yours. I if my wife is listening, she's gonna hate me for this. But I paid $2,000 for that, and it's probably worth about
Yes.
three grand right now.
Man, you're my spirit animal.
Oh, shit, dude.
It's going
Tiffany,
up,
is
and
the
it's
camera
going
on?
up quickly, dude.
Yep.
Look at that. Right there.
Hold on.
Zombie
right
tramp.
there. It's kind of dim, but
It's kind of dim. How about there?
there you go. Look at that.
Have you ever heard of Zombie Tramp?
No,
That's the one I was talking about.
That's no joke, man.
So
That's-
it's like one of
Silver
these
Surfer
underground
first
type
appearance.
comic books.
Yeah.
That's
But
badass.
the following on her is like crazy.
I see what you're
and
saying, like
any
12
one of
cent.
her books,
The 12
Is
cent,
it-
yeah,
or-
you want to get those.
it's not
man.
her
Those
books,
are
but of that
old.
comic book run,
No,
they're
normally
worth
worth
money.
something.
Any
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
because you can't just go in and pull it off the wall.
Abraham, you got to take
That's
this away
why.
from me, bro. I feel so uncomfortable.
Oh my god, that is a badass book.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And the cover is just beautiful. Like even though it says a 5.0, I'm feeling like it's an 8 because that cover is just
What did you say the price?
gorgeous. I spent.
He's like, I gotta repeat it.
I spent $2,000 on that. It's probably worth about 3.2 right now. It's going up. Like
It's an investment.
yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And
That's
Silver
the best
Surfer,
way.
like,
But hold on. You say it's an investment, but all I hear is, estate sales and shit. When people hold on to this,
You leave it to your kids, man.
oh man, no, fuck them
Exactly.
kids, bro. They'll be the first ones to sell your shit. Yeah,
They will.
they'll be the first ones to be like, hey, man, let's get rid of this shit. Let's make some cash.
And it's fucking badass, dude.
Unless you get them invested in it,
I feel like in 10, 20 years,
I taught my-
that
I ta-
will
I
be
thi- I feel like I
fucking
taught my
a lot
daughter
of money.
well.
I think it's gonna be good.
My daughter's a nerd like me,
Yeah.
so I feel like
Yeah.
I taught her well.
Okay.
So I have enough for her to grab, and she can sell
Oh
bits
my
and pieces
God,
that
I
she
already
wants
see
to.
what you got.
Yeah.
You got it over
Holy
here.
moly!
That's the one Martin was talking about. Right? That's Star Wars #1.
Oh my goodness!
The very first
Holy
Star Wars.
shit!
That's the
is
one. The first
fucking
appearance,
dope.
Darth Vader.
We need to get
first
security in
appearance,
here?
Luke
No,
Skywalker.
get him, bro. It's like,
Dude, I'm not lying, dude. When I get in my truck and I got my backpack on, I'm like, shit, I got a lot of fucking money
Dude, you got to be careful,
right here,
man.
dude. Somebody could really take me for fucking A, dude.
We're not in a bad
next
place.
time you come,
but-
bro, let me know. I'll have security.
Yeah,
So we have some armor. Somebody's got to
I
watch
gotta
this.
get a
dude.
safe in here.
yeah.
Shit. So that's a newsstand right there. With the newsstand's got the barcode on it and everything, and a 9.2. That's probably
So
Star Wars.
dope.
Apparently, is not going very well right now. But I'd say there's probably about $800-900.
Where did you come across these?
A lot of them I came across through Martin.
Through Martin.
A couple of them I fucking bought offline.
And Martin, you came across them just through local people that had them and they wanted to sell them.
Dude, he had
So
a
these
brick
came
and
out of San
mortar.
Angelo, probably.
Yeah, he had a brick and mortar.
That is fucking
and
nuts,
people would
dude.
bring them to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess I'll take it."
So are you gonna turn? Are you gonna turn into Chris? Where it's like, yeah, Maximus Nutrition is just a supplement. It's a supplement what I'm doing over here. You know,
Keep my pinball thing.
because I have my insurance company just to supplement my comic book store.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'd like to get back into
Dude,
it, of
yes,
course.
bro.
Yeah, of
I hope
course.
you do, man. I hope you do. It was,
I love seeing people that have a passion, bro, and then
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm sad that I can't just go walk over to a comic book shop and just see what the
just-
book
I
is.
know. I'm the same way.
It just
So-
doesn't exist right now.
And
It
so,
pisses me off.
this last month, I went to Austin. There's a place in Austin, ABC.
Dragon's Lair?
Austin Books Club.
Oh, I haven't been.
Did you
to
go to
that one.
ABC?
I did,
Yeah.
and they got a lot of comics there.
You ever been to Dragon Slayer?
I haven't.
That's
I haven't. Is
the
it Austin?
shit.
Have you been?
Oscar,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to show that comic, please.
Oh, right here. Hold on. Let me get back to it.
OMG! I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm
There you go.
I'm
That's the
loving
first
that.
appearance. Like I said, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, fucking Princess Leia.
So
It's the first
Wow,
appearance,
that's
all those Han
the
Solo.
shit.
It's like you see this, right? And it's like, I'm glad that it's got the value that it has, you know? And it's because it's.
You're gonna knock
what,
it, aren't
what
you?
year is it? No, hell no, I can't knock this.
70s,
I was gonna
or maybe
get mad.
80s. It's early.
Yeah, you know,
30, 40 years old, man.
Yeah,
That's
it's
old.
great to see,
Yeah.
dude, that this is the way it started. You know what I mean?
Encased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
also a 9.2.
Yeah, it's
That's
a good-
amazing.
You're not holding something that's been around. It okay. First of all,
Somebody may never have read that.
There's a few people that have even held this
held
outside
that
the
because
case.
okay. So first of all, you look at that the
Oscar's
bar
like
label.
blown.
Yeah,
bar
dude.
label on the bottom. That means it was in a store.
Yeah.
And so to get that grade of 9.2, somebody dug through
A
the
lot
comic
of
book
people were
stand
handling that
Yeah.
and looking at that,
Yeah.
and looking at it, and people held that book, and so that's different than you ordering that book.
Yeah.
So that was in the Walmart or maybe the Albertsons that
Yeah.
was here.
One of those little
It's like-
turnstiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it
Yeah.
got taken,
Demands
it
a
got
better
taken
value.
out of the public's hands. He's like, no, this has got to get encased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, wait a
in the
minute.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
no
it didn't
shit.
get encased in the 70s, but somebody took care of it. Since
for that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
For that long.
So,
yeah.
so I'll tell you right now, Martin sold me one raw copy of Star Wars #1, and I'll tell you right now, it's probably a 9.6 to a 9.8. There are no ticks on the spine. The whole cover looks beautiful.
Damn.
I haven't sent it off yet because I've got like 1 through 20 in this series, and I'm thinking about selling the whole series as one, but. He's not the one that he sold me. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful cover.
book.
Oh, and with the black cover like that, it's really hard to keep in a good grade.
So like this Fantastic Four too. If you ever see those Fantastic Four, I think there's 4 books, right?
Yeah, there's was
The first appearance of Galactus, first appearance of Silver Surfer, first appearance of...
Yeah, they're all there.
So all
three or four
of
of them right there.
So all 4 of those, you get them in this brown cover. It's so hard to get a high grade on them, just because the darker covers.
And people put them in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. How do you store them?
Well,
You want them out of the sun? You want them out of regular light?
Thank
Do you have a
God.
humidor like cigarette?
Sometimes.
Thank God CGC has thought about that, and all these cases now are
Nitrogen
sunlight,
UV.
yeah, UAV or whatever.
Yeah.
They can't
That's fucking
get the
amazing,
sunlight to burn.
I'm all
them.
thinking, man.
I've even heard that some of the bags too also help block.
Yeah, a few of them, dude. I think the grade is the casing is where it's where. You
So
need to be.
when those things even start to get more rare, right? And you gotta get them to even
imagine 50 years from now.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna fucking have them encased with
It's gonna be
fucking UV
insane.
protection. Fill them up with nitrogen. You know,
Probably.
where it's like nitrogen encased, and I'm like, oh, bro, and that's when you start to get into the big money.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh, wow, I'm not gonna sell this much.
that's
You're not gonna pay $2,000
sell
for
a
it.
comic for $30,000. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm doing all right. You know,
Yeah.
$100,000 for one comic.
man.
You're all right. Okay.
You know, I'm kind of curious, right? You know, how you can do with stocks. You can take loans out on stocks. You know, because like, hey, you got X amount of Bitcoin or XRP, you can borrow against it. I wonder if, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can borrow against these,
I'm sure.
right? 'Cause
Well,
it's
if
valid.
you have to have the right ones though.
and you got to know the right
There's
price.
books.
You
Yeah,
can't-
there's
you
books
can't
out there that are $1 million books.
yeah.
just- no doubt.
You know,
No doubt.
If a
First
bank-
Prince
if-
Spider-Man, First Prince Superman, there's $1.5 million, $2 million book
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
there.
because if you can do that with fucking Arrowhead, you sure as shit you can do it with fucking
you know,
goddamn comic books.
Yeah.
You know,
you know. So you heard of Image Comics, like that Spawn.
Yes.
Okay, so the thing about it was Spawn. I'm just gonna go off of Spawn, but just Image Comics in general. But Spawn, when all that first kicked off, everybody was like, "Fuck yeah, here we go!" You know, these guys are coming out with their own shit. You know, original stories, number ones from the get.
And dude,
But
that
the
stuff
pro-
was sadistic. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's crazy because
it really was.
it blew up, but the problem was they overprinted like a motherfucker. You had so many fucking copies.
It's a lot.
yeah.
So many that people were buying the fuck out of them, and they would keep coming, and it was like fuck. They built this bubble, and so it didn't turn out to be worth as much as they originally planned. I have a director's cut of Spawn #1, which is actually worth more than the original Spawn #1. There is a Spawn #1 and I have that one too, that has the barcode on it because it was sold in a store. That one is probably worth more than my director's
Dude,
cut.
I've got a newsstand with the barcode
The newsstand
on it
edition, yeah.
for Spawn, and you're right. That one is worth so much more than,
Yeah.
than the regular copy because they printed so much
They
more. Of that
they
original copy.
oversaturated the market, and it was like
If you get a newsstand, then you know you can an
original,
a
yeah.
true first print.
And then the director's cut was like a 25-year like special edition #1, and they only ran it for so long because they were smart about it. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're like, we're only going to run it for so long, and then you can't get it no more.
Okay.
So it's actually worth more than just an original regular Spawn #1, which is kind of stupid, but
It's kind of funny, man.
And then Todd McFarlane signs everything.
yeah, he
Good
does.
Todd, dude. Like if he,
Yeah.
you know, shit. But if he makes
charge
that damn
more.
movie, and if he finally makes that Spawn movie, dude, and then all the Spawn books are gonna go up.
They are.
Everything's Angela's gonna go up. All
I have
everything.
Angela.
Yeah, number 9.
Is
First
there a
Prince.
Spawn movie in?
It's in the works.
He's
in the works.
talking. He's talking.
Well, supposedly
Okay.
it was supposed to have happened. They were supposed to have been working on it before 2020. Jamie Foxx was supposed to have been
Yeah,
the
true
star.
story.
But then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
And then Jamie Foxx got sick.
Well, just because P Diddy made him sick.
And there's that too.
Yeah, I heard
Did you
about
read-
that.
yeah, I
There's
read
that
the
too.
Like
same
he
thing.
made him sick. No shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like he poisoned him or some shit.
Yep.
Well,
I heard about it. Jamie Foxx says it on the.
Even says it, yeah.
He's got a Netflix comedy special that's supposed to come out in the next couple of days.
Yep.
But on the
He talks
special,
about that?
He talks about how P Diddy poisoned his ass.
Yep.
damn.
He wanted him dead, dude. I was like, that's crazy.
But back to Todd McFarlane, I've also heard that he's hard to work with.
Yeah.
I believe.
I'm
it.
sure.
Like, if
He's-
have you
he's
ever
very
like
stuck
seen
up
him like
and
on
stubborn.
HBO when he does the animated series, which is also great. He kind of has like this thing about him. He's kind of a dick.
Holier than thou.
Yeah. You know who I am? I'm Todd.
I'm Todd McFarlane. I wrote Spawn.
Exactly.
Okay, good enough.
Good to know.
Good artists. Okay, there's a lot of
Yeah,
good
dude.
artists out there.
I'm so glad I brought y'all in, man, because I'm like, I was like, all right, we're going to have an episode where we kind of geek out on this, right?
That's good.
And I'm not a comic guy, but goddamn, I'm geeking out.
That's good. That's
I'm
what
like,
you're supposed to do.
Dude,
I look at your wall. I see your Joker.
Oh, that's
I
his.
see your Venom.
Yeah.
I see.
You're talking about Kenny Rogers?
You're a comic book guy. Yeah.
So the comic books are me,
Yeah.
but the anime is Oscar.
Yeah,
Oscar's
dude,
Oscar's
I like anime also.
anime.
Yeah.
You
That
like,
Akira right there is the shit. I don't know if y'all have
I
ever
wish
seen
I had
Akira.
that first appearance, dude.
Dude, Akira is
The first
shit.
appearance of Akira is fucking
Yes.
It's
crazy.
going for like $1,200 I think right now, dude.
That
It's
is
no
the
joke.
first anime I've ever watched.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was
Akira's
the
the
first one.
shit.
Then after that was Vampire Hunter D.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I watched Black Clover.
Okay, yeah.
And then Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
But I yeah, dude, there's fucking some animes out there. Badass, dude.
Dude, there's so much out there. Like, I'm more of the realistic, like Dragon Ball Z was good. Like, I've watched all of them.
Yeah, same.
Goddamn, I was watching the Boo Saga when I was fucking like 13 years old, bro. 12, 13.
I love the Boo Saga.
I was a wee baby when I was watching it. I was a wee baby. So
Hell yeah.
I'm all about that shit,
Yeah.
Super kind of fucked it up because I'm like, it turns into this long shit, right? Or to this unnecessary saga that I feel. Now I'm watching Daima now, but it's kind of taking forever.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not a real big fan of it because they were all made little. It kind of feels like they're kind of playing this fucking Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to make it canon.
Okay,
That's what it feels like to me. So with Dragon Ball Heroes, they had the whole fucking
Super?
saga. Oh no, Heroes.
Oh, Heroes. Okay. I like Super.
Heroes.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're trying to work. They're trying to make that canon. Which it's great. Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a little slow build for me, stuff like that. But I'm like, now they're in the fucking demon realm and shit like that. Which I'm like, you're kind of fishing for something. But I feel like, because they had angels, right? Which is like Whis and all the other angels from in the course of the what's called the destruction. God damn it.
Yeah.
Lords of Destruction, whatever the fuck they are. That's what Beerus is, right?
Yes.
So I was like, okay. Before they even brought it out, I'm like, they're gonna bring in some kind of demon shit. So I called it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, there's the build, and then it all comes together.
See, anime and comic books are like they're pretty
hand in
close.
hand.
They're pretty close.
Yeah.
But anime is its own thing.
Yes.
Like even like their
It's its
books,
own demon,
their
yeah.
books are
Yeah.
like you read them the
Even-
other way,
Even Magna.
Yeah.
and they're black and
Magas,
white.
yeah.
Yep.
They're black and white. Most
Yeah.
of the original ones are black and white, and it's kind of like what the fuck. But it's like it's a book. It's a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
It's originally designed as a book.
Yeah.
Like Berserker, you ever seen Berserker?
Yeah.
That's the
Berserker with
shit.
Keanu Reeves?
No, well, man, that's a comic book now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have those too, by the way.
Yeah. Is that what you're
But
talking about?
there's
I got
actually
couple
a
of those.
Japanese or whatever anime. What is
Hentai?
Is it-
My bad.
Manga. You mean manga?
Yeah, manga.
But no,
Manga
What is that? Like, is that Chinese, Japanese? What is that?
It's Japanese.
Is
Japanese.
it Japanese? Okay, well, so Berserker, they have like there's like this whole. It almost looks like a Bible. It's like a book
Okay.
like that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And you-
they have rules to follow.
yes, yeah, exactly.
Now, I'm a real big fan of like the late 80s, early 90s. Like
Okay.
Akira, Vampire Hunter D, those.
Yu Yu
'cause
Hakusho.
Early
they-
90s.
Yeah, they drew them different. They just,
Oh, yeah.
They drew them way
They
different.
had a different idea. Of
Yes.
what it
And when
should
you
have
watch it, I want to say it's realistic, but it's more realistic than the anime now.
Yeah,
It looks a little bit more detailed.
and it's
Yes.
and
very
it's
sure,
and it's
for sure.
and it's raw. Like they don't like.
Yeah.
I recently rewatched Akira. Dude, they raped this chick in the street.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that show is so amazing. Dude.
It's
Really.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
Akira
no.
is-
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I
we
understand.
gotta edit that.
Real great.
let me
It's
reword
real,
that part. Let me
And
reword.
Monetize. We gotta edit that out.
Okay,
yeah, we're not talking about
That's not awesome.
that part.
The art,
Are
the artwork. He was talking about the artwork.
The show in general.
The cops are downstairs again. I gotta go, guys.
All of a sudden, we get to knock him down the stairs, dude.
That's funny.
Y'all are getting a little too loud up there.
Hey, guys. That's funny.
I can't believe that happened still. That still blows me away. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I knew who it was. It's
Think
gotta be
so?
that guy that
You want to see
behind
another
this.
comic book?
Yes.
Hell
Yes.
yeah, we do.
Bro, I didn't even think I was gonna geek out today.
We're
I was
nerding
like,
out. We're
but this
nerding
is
out.
fucking.
So
Like, you're gonna make me uncomfortable even holding this next.
This
episode.
this is my Venom 25. All right, but this has got Sam De La Rosa and Mark Bagley, both artists.
Fuck yeah. Sam lives in San Antonio.
Drawn
Oh,
Venom.
They both drew on that, and that's
That's
their particular
dope.
art, just straight to me. Nobody else has that fucking artwork on their comic book.
Fucking 9.8.
At a 9.8.
And,
The coolest thing that I got in this studio is Homeboy right there. That's
dude,
the fucking
no
artist,
doubt, that's
bro.
badass.
That's
No
the
shit,
artist.
dude.
Signed by the artist, and the artist
And
drew
he
on it
signed
too.
Yeah,
the guy
oh,
owned it.
yes, dude. You met the
And the
motherfucker.
guy
Shook
owned
his
it.
hand.
Dude.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah. So yeah, dude, that's probably one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah.
Just because they both drew on it, they both gave me their artwork, and we got a Venom and a Carnage.
And they did a good job because some of the stuff that you send into them, they don't do it. They just
some people just
They're
give
just-
you
yeah.
a piss poor fucking
Yeah.
drawing.
Oh, that would piss me off.
These guys really did
So
it.
we
dude.
personally met Sam at not only at my shop but other places.
Yeah.
He's
And
been
he
here a
always-
couple of times.
Yeah, because we
So
met him at the
San
shop.
Angelo, yeah.
No
doubt.
one, besides this copy here, it doesn't exist anywhere else.
No, that's the one and only.
Damn.
Bro.
Yeah, true story, dude. 9.8.
And a 9.8. And Sam is a good guy.
I don't even want.
Holy crap.
I've got a.
Okay,
I
hold
don't
on.
know what the
Sam
work is
De La
on
Rosa
that
is
one.
who again?
He's a colorist,
Okay.
But he's the original Venom artist.
Venom artist.
He's the
Protector.
one that
Lives in
that
he lives in San
drew
Antonio.
Venom
Yeah.
originally.
Okay.
Protector.
He's a
So
protector.
I actually have two Venom. It's the one where everybody has the same one.
Lethal Protector.
Lethal Protector.
Lethal Protector,
And
yes.
he drew on it with a silver Sharpie. He drew.
Okay.
He just drew something.
He's really proud of
over
his
it
work. He
and then
does a
signed
good
his name
job,
on it.
man.
And
He
I was
really-
like,
yeah,
"Fuck
really,
yeah!"
yeah.
I gotta show this to the camera because I'm like, this
Good.
is
Yeah,
the
you
only
do.
one in existence.
It's true
Dude,
story.
I feel fucking weird holding it. This is look at that, dude. That's
nice.
fucking
That's
sweet.
bad.
And
Badass,
Mark
bro.
Bagley.
That is so
Yeah.
badass.
Can you
Sam
see that?
De La
Is it
Rosa.
clear?
Yeah, right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Who did you
That's
send it to
dope.
first, or did they do that?
They
at the same
were
time?
Have
actually
you,
both signing at the same time.
Oh,
so I sent it
9.8,
to-
bro.
I have
to
several books.
CGC to get it signed
I have
off.
several comic books, and they recently started doing this where the very front cover is just a blank,
Okay.
and you can take it somewhere.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when you flip it over, it's the original cover. It's the actual cover, but the front cover it's a blank, and you can take it somewhere and have somebody actually draw it out.
I actually collect blanks. I go.
Have you
I've
seen
got
that?
a full box of.
I've got about
blanks.
100 of them.
Yeah.
Of different ones. It's
'Cause-
always a
'cause
number
you-
one
you
too.
never know who's gonna fucking be
Exactly.
the artist.
Yeah.
Like, give them this fucking blank cover.
Yeah.
Give them something beautiful to fucking draw.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
Fuck, that's fucking.
and there's no price tag on it.
I'm gonna go to the restaurant.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
that's.
No price tag.
I was like Abraham.
I'll
It
see
came
him
back on
again.
60. No, I mean, well, how do you put a price on that?
You can't. You
You
can't.
really
It's
can't.
priceless. It's fucking.
This is
priceless.
original art.
can't,
It's
dude.
original art.
Original art from original artists. And dude, I've got a picture of both of them drinking a beer, cheersing. I was gonna put that book in a frame with the both of them cheersing. I was like, that's just
I will tell you one
Was
thing,
Mark
guys.
Bagley?
picture perfect. Yes,
Holy shit.
I know, I know,
Dude,
right?
All
dude?
right. I'm okay.
He's the one that
I'm
drew Carnage.
officially geeked out. Okay, I'm officially, dude. I want to get to buying some shit. What the fuck am I? What have I been doing?
Where
this
you
whole
at?
time?
Not
Stupid.
He's
on there so
You want to get the Oldfield all dumb and shit?
Yeah, look at you.
Dumb.
It's not your dumb podcast where there's people out collecting valuable shit. Dude, that's fucking.
good.
and putting them on the roulette table.
Yeah.
Oscar's mine is
There
just
you
below.
go.
All on black.
Dude,
Man, that's
yeah, because you don't,
Yeah.
when you do something like this, right?
Right.
You don't expect to be like, hey, man, I'm gonna have some guests come in here, you know?
really
And
true
you-
story.
Yeah, you see
don't
some
expect
shit.
it.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you don't expect to be holding fucking $2,000 comic
Yes.
books, and I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie. Of course, for me, because I'm a fucking
Yeah.
nerd as fuck. But this is the best fucking
It's the
podcast
best.
we've had.
yeah, bro, like I'm geeking the
shit.
fuck out because I'm like, no one hands me a fucking $2,000
I'll tell you,
comic, and I'm like,
I've
hey,
got
hold this.
Probably $8,000 to $10,000 worth of comics in this one fucking little
Yeah.
backpack right here, dude. Like,
How
it's-
long have you actually been collecting? Like when you got serious about it?
So Shawn comes in and he's always been a friend. He was
Yeah,
my brother's
100%,
friend first,
yeah.
and then we became friends, of course. And so he comes into the shop, and I just barely started selling comics. You know, after Wayne left and everything else, because Wayne actually pushed
He had
me
some
forward.
quality comics,
Yeah, he
no
had some
doubt.
quality comics, and then Wayne left, and then so I started selling books. You know, I always was a comic book nerd at first. And then so he comes in, and so I remember our first conversation with Shawn, and Shawn was like, I really like Silver Surfer. That's my favorite book. And so me, as the retail guy, I'm looking for Silver Surfer stuff
Yeah.
so I can show Shawn. So I can say, hey, You want to buy this? You want to buy this? You want to buy this?
He's trying to make his money. He's a businessman.
And as a matter of fact, you know, sometimes business was slow, and Shawn would buy enough stuff to float the comic book.
Hell yeah!
Sometimes. And so that's why.
God, he has some
here.
good comics.
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
That
He
he's
has
sitting
some
here.
good comics.
Yeah, there was good books that came through our
Yeah.
It's
He's the type of person you have him on speed dial.
Hey, guess what?
Okay,
I
so
got some new comics coming through today.
yeah, so I'm over here at the Casual Pint when it was the Casual Pint with Zach and at the Marshall Pint. So Sunday afternoon, we're just sitting there, whatever else, and this guy walks in. Guy walks in with a short box of books, and
I remember the story.
he walks in. He's from El Dorado, country guy, just comes in, you know, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, I got some. Me and my wife are going through a divorce. I need to sell some of these books. I'm like, okay, so all right. So I go. I get this short box, and it's a short box, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all graded books. And
Oh,
I go
wow.
through, and
Okay.
I started going through them. There's Spider-Man 300 first appearance.
Yeah.
First appearance of Venom.
This Spawn that I showed you, that was one of them.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Maybe Transformers
Silver
was in there.
Silver
Silver
Surfer.
Surfer was in there.
Hulk
Hulk 181.
The
Hulk
Transformers
181 was in there.
Wow.
Hulk 181 was in there. Giant Size X-Men #1 is in there. So Giant Size X-Men is equivalent to like that Star Wars. That's the first appearance of all the X-Men.
Yeah.
Giant Size X-Men. His first appearance,
I remember Giant
Nightcrawler.
Size.
First appearance, Colossus. First appearance, a lot of the X-Men, dude.
Yeah.
Giant Size X-Men.
Giant
is-
Size
is-
Does that one actually
It's
have
one
like
that I
fold out
don't
pages?
have that
Like,
I
Would
want.
you get like
No, I
have
don't think
no?
it does, no.
I remember
but,
some
but
co-
it's a thicker
It's a
book.
thick book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think, and it was graded a 5.0 or whatever else. And I'm just sitting there like, so I go through like 3 books, and I'm like,
He's got a fucking hard on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go to the restroom real quick.
He's fucking busy.
I think I saw a fucking meme, right? Where it's like he's going through some shit.
He'll
He's
knock
like,
you out with that fucking rock.
I gotta go to the restroom real quick.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
and so, you know, as a reseller, you put on your face.
oh yeah, you got to put your game
gotta
face
play
on.
the game. You gotta play the
you know,
game.
yeah,
it's
you know,
funny.
and a lot of people don't agree with it, but that's the way we.
You have to do it.
That's
True,
the way
yeah,
we-
yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
This is what you're
I'm
gonna
sitting
get.
there, and I'm like, you got a lot of good books in there, and I'm just like, still flipping through them, and there was a lot more good books in there. There was a lot of good books in there.
All
I'm
this
like,
while your legs are shaking.
yeah. I'm like, and it's a Sunday afternoon, and I'm like, okay, how much you want for this? And I'm not gonna tell you how much. I'm not even gonna.
He has never told me.
Yeah,
He's kept that a
told him.
secret.
this is a
dude.
secret. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
But I
not
did-
going to tell
but
nobody.
I did open all state insurance
Because he did a good
That's
job.
Okay.
No
Because he
shit.
made a
There
fucking
you
hell of
go.
a fucking deal.
Okay, so he goes, I want X amount of dollars. Wow. And I'm like, I don't have the money on me.
Oh, shit.
But let me write you a check. He goes, I'm not gonna take the check. I'm like, no. Let me get this right. I said, man, I don't have the money on me right now, and I didn't even have the money in the bank. You know,
That's when she went and talked to Zach.
Yeah, I couldn't even pull the money out of the bank because I didn't even have enough money in the bank for that.
Yeah.
And I was all like, dang it. Even through the ATM, I was like, okay, so let me hold up the books. I'll get with you tomorrow, and then we can make the deal. He goes, I need it today. I'm like, ugh. I was like, okay. I'm like, will you take a check? I'm like, yeah. And Zach,
Good man.
he's been
dude.
been my friend for a long fucking time.
Zach's a great man.
He's
All
a
the way
good
through
man.
and
He's a
through,
good man
man.
through and through. Yep. I went over there and I was like, hey, can you write me a check for this much? And he's like, what do you got?
Like
So I'm
hesitation.
showing him, and he is a nerd too. And so Zach is like, but he's not a big nerd. I'm like, look at this. This is worth this much. This is worth this much.
Yeah,
This-
yeah.
He goes, how much does he want? And then he's like,
Fuck it.
let's write you a check.
Hell yeah.
Fucking chick almost caught on fire. That's fast as he was writing that
No
shit.
shit.
So
dude.
yeah, so we went over there. He couldn't take wait for tomorrow for cash, but he could take that check.
Yeah.
And so went over there. Half those books did go on the wall for a while for a rainy day,
Yeah.
or what I'm doing now.
Dude, they were great
And then-
books.
and then
they
some-
were
yeah.
they were fucking
that's
amazing.
fucking-
You did great, dude.
Yeah,
Getting those
and that just
books.
walked in from El
I
Dorado.
got so jealous.
From
Yeah.
El Dorado. Yeah, from El Dorado.
You know, the most unfucking familiar places you think would, something will
That's
pop
where
out.
they always
of.
come
really.
from.
That's where they pop out
They
of. Man.
always come from.
And he was a small little country guy, and he still shopped with me.
No shit.
And he would send books to go get graded. He would ask me, "What about this?"
Damn, he
What
still
about
had
that?
more books on
What
top of
about
that?
this?"
No shit, right?
No, I bought him out of those books.
Oh,
Yeah, I bought him out.
I bought him out of those books. But he's like, man, I really feel bad about getting rid of these books, and I'm like, I feel bad for you too, but. I didn't try
Yeah,
to.
you
I
gotta
didn't try to
make
talk
yours.
him down out of his money. I didn't try to.
He gave a price, man.
He came with the price.
He came with the price.
And I did what I could in order to try to get.
Oh, bro, you're like you give me anxiety when you pull something out of your bag.
So I love it because look at the back of the book first of all.
I'm just gonna show you. This is the first book Martin sold me.
Oh, nice.
As the only one that I decided to spend extra money on. Normally it's a $5, $2, $3 fucking book for a fucking comic book, but this one I was like, I'm gonna spend a little extra money.
Does your wife know how much you spent on this?
Shut the fuck up. She has no idea.
That's hilarious.
But this one I will never ever get rid of because this is the first one.
You're
that I
making me
bought.
fucking nervous because
The
you're gonna
first
have
one I
this
got
thing.
graded. This is the first appearance of Rhino.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
saw that in my case, too.
I was trying to grab that. Actually, I thought about grabbing that. I thought
You were talking
hard
about Craven
hard
earlier,
about
dude.
it.
This is Rhino.
Oh, I remember this.
This is the guy that fucking fuck Craven up, dude. This is gonna be a show.
So every time you reach in that bag, bro, like my legs start shaking, bro, and I'm like, fuck.
Chill, shiver.
Is the door locked?
People know we're here.
So I'm trying to sell him on Silver Surfer and things like that, and so I have that one.
Stop,
in the case.
Abraham. Wait till your turn.
And so I have that in the case, and I'm like, and he's like, how much is that? But it wasn't that expensive book.
Dude, I tell you right now, that book right now, I probably bought for $90.
Yeah,
Under
I think-
100.
yeah, I think
Without a
it's
doubt,
$100.
100.
I think
Without
it's
100.
$100.
But at a 4.0, it's probably worth about $350 to $400.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, you understand Spider-Man, he's got specific villains that are coming for him, okay? So Sinister Six is obviously quality books. The Vulture, Doc Ock, and Rhino. There you have it, dude. It's a good book.
Yeah, just bring him over.
Dude, that's fucking.
I will never get rid of that book. That's the one that I bought from Martin as a raw. I sent it off to CGC and got it graded. And even though it's a 4.0?
4.0, yeah.
Yeah, I will never get rid of it. That's. I think that's the first book I ever actually got graded.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So it's got some sentimental value for sure on it.
as well as just God dang, that's a great book, dude.
And then
You forgot to
Abraham.
show it to the camera.
Oh, my bad.
Of course, yeah.
And then Abraham
Dang.
was.
How about that?
Could have bought that.
That's
Could've
dope.
bought that.
I
Could have bought that, Abraham, but you missed out.
Did I have two copies of that Rhino at first?
I don't know if you did. You might have, yes.
I think I ran around.
But that particular one, that's the one I wanted. It had the good cover. It's Rhino. I mean, God, Sinister Six. It's the Spider-Man ultimate villain.
Yeah.
There's only a few of them that are out there.
It's
and
funny,
that's
like
one of them.
how many different books Martin showed me in that shop, and I turned down too many of them. Honestly, I really did. But there was that one I just couldn't like. I think I didn't even walk out. You showed it to me, and I was like, okay. What do you want for it?
What was it? Tell us.
It was the black suit, the first appearance.
Oh, the first
appearance
black
of
suit.
the
Oh
black suit.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah. And number 300. Was that what that was?
No,
ASM
no. It
300?
was the first appearance of Spider-Man with the black suit. It was,
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two of them, the first appearances, and he has the Marvel Tales one.
Yes.
Marvel
Okay.
Tales.
Yeah, yeah,
So he has
Marvel
the Marvel
Tales.
Tales one, and then the other one is.
It's the one where he has like the two kids where they're like jumping from buildings
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
towards the
yeah.
camera, like kind
I
of.
know which one you're talking about.
And then the
I
second-
have it. I just don't know which number it is.
Yeah, number 9, Marvel Tales number 9,
Something like that.
It's
It's
a 1
good.
through
Yeah,
10. It's a
yeah,
1 through 10
it's a
series, or
classic.
something like
It's a
that.
classic cover.
And then there's that. There's
They
another one.
homage it.
There's another one where they're both first appearances.
There's an
but it's just
argument
like-
there,
it's
isn't
just
there?
Like, it's just like the Wolverine, like
Which one
180
was
is the
it?
first appearance.
Yeah.
Before you leave today, I would love to get a picture with you and all your comics.
Oh,
'cause
shit.
I know that shit's gonna go fucking viral, man.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna go
Dogs there, dude.
absolute
Hell
viral. 'Cause I've never felt so uncomfortable having a guest. You know, again, I'm so appreciative of y'all guys coming on, man. 'Cause-
Dude, I'm glad that I'm able to be here.
yeah,
No-
me
no-
too.
no
Shit,
doubt, dude.
Martin,
I'm glad
fuck,
Martin
appreciate it,
called
man.
me
Yeah.
And said that y'all were comic book fans, and I was like, let me get a couple of mine just something lined up to get y'all set up.
Well, it's because like me, for instance, right? You never know the value in things until someone presents it to you in the way y'all did. You know, where I'm like, oh, that's a good comic. You know, maybe I'll get one. Blah blah blah. Right?
now all of a sudden you know the value
Yes.
of it,
And I'm
you're
like,
oh, I don't want to do. Just
yeah,
no
I was
more.
like, oh man, this guy's making me so uncomfortable even holding this stuff. You know?
Yeah.
You know, because we talk about Bitcoin, we talk about all kinds of shit, right? And like, I'll be completely honest with you, I didn't save for retirement. I didn't. You know, I spend my money
does.
as fast
It's
as I
your
make it.
life.
I spend it just as fast.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah, I try to enjoy it. You
nothing
know,
wrong with that.
but man, when you see stuff like that, you're just like, yo, like when you bought them, they were literally the fraction of what they're worth now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You know?
and the books that I have right now, like they're worth an X amount right now, but in 20 years they're gonna be worth, I would say 20 times that.
Oh, yeah.
The books that I have, like I showed you, just showed you the first appearance Rhino. Fucking, I think that book is gonna go to shit. I think a lot of people are gonna the raw copies are gonna fucking get fucked up.
Yeah.
The graded comics are gonna be better, but that particular comic is gonna go fucking through the roof.
Go through the roof.
Yeah, dude. There's some of them out there, like the first appearance, the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Those are gonna go outrageously through the roof. Dude.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta hold on to them.
Yeah, because I mean, you think it's
Even
20
if they're
years,
a
right?
lower grade,
Just blue chip
if
books.
fucking they
You
don't
said
make them no more.
Blue chip.
Blue chip books. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
exactly
So
is that?
so pretty much you're not going to get another first appearance of Rhino.
Yes,
Ever again.
No.
So this is a blue chip book. This is something that's going to be a staple.
Okay.
In that. So whenever did he come out of the movies at all? Did Rhino?
He will in Craven. In Craven, the one that's coming out tomorrow, day
Yeah.
after tomorrow, he's coming out.
He's
And-
coming
and
out.
apparently, he's got a really good. They like what he's going to do with the Rhino.
Yeah. So it puts him back front center stage because I mean he's
Exactly.
gonna
Yeah.
come out in the movies and now he's relatable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now you got a fucking whatever copy that is, and I'm like, dude, you're just gonna blow. It's gonna blow the fuck
It's
up.
just gonna. It's not gonna lose.
Oh
Right.
yeah, no.
Grade.
Yeah.
It's not gonna lose quality. It's not gonna lose money. All the money, all the books that I brought are actually gonna constantly increase in value.
Oh
Yeah, so these guys they come out in movies, you know. It's kind of
That's
like
what
when,
a blue chip is.
when Elon Musk talks about a fucking crypto,
Yeah,
talks about Doge, you know. It just
yeah. He's
Right to the
telling you
fucking
right
roof.
now, this is where you need to invest.
yeah.
No doubt, dude. And with the comic books, yeah, I'm a comic book investor, so that's
Yeah.
I get some good ones.
Yeah, you do.
So I,
Yeah,
I,
you
try,
do.
I try to hold on to them.
Like you didn't. I mean, out of all your comics, like you left your holy grails at home, right?
Well, yes.
Yes, because God, dude, that's so.
I brought a couple to you, but,
Yes.
but I'm not gonna give you the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 180, you saw the cameo of Wolverine. That one's gonna go crazy. Dude. Excuse me.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, that one's gonna go crazy. The Wolverine after the Wolverine Deadpool movie. Oh my god, the Wolverine
Oh, that
is
one,
gonna go
yeah.
through the roof, dude. I'm excited about where that one's gonna go.
Fucking, and that's kind of your Wolverine's your first, and I was at your opening, your ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
And they had a Wolverine and Deadpool, right?
I do not have a first
No, there was a
appearance
Cyclops.
Deadpool.
Well,
I would like.
I mean,
a
you had
first
Cyclops.
appearance
Sorry, yeah.
Cyclops and-
Cyclops
yeah,
and
Deadpool
I guess I
was
confused the colors from
Yeah.
like an old.
no, yeah.
But I mean, that's fucking. But I guess is Deadpool your second favorite?
No, I don't have a second.
You don't have a second.
No.
It's just Wolverine through and
It is
through.
Wolverine. That's it.
Deadpool is amazing. And,
I mean,
and
do
dude,
like-
with
do
what
like
he
it.
did this last year, dude, it's
Yeah.
just gonna go through the roof. Dude. Deadpool, he's the one.
Yeah.
he's,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
the one that
for sure.
everybody's backing right now.
Did you know that Rob Liefeld didn't actually make any money off of Deadpool?
No doubt.
Isn't
What?
that some shit? Rob Liefeld, he created Deadpool. Rob Liefeld created Deadpool while he was still under Marvel Comics.
Really?
He left Marvel Comics to go to Image,
Uh huh.
and he lost every. Well,
lost all the
actually,
rights.
as an artist working under Marvel at that time, it didn't matter what you created. Anything you created.
That's why he doesn't sign him. He doesn't sign.
Yeah, he doesn't sign him.
Oh, no shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sign Deadpool.
Anything with
Liefeld.
Deadpool, Liefeld doesn't.
New Mutants number 89. New Mutants number 89. First Prince of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Is that
Is
right?
it 89? Yeah, I think that's right.
I believe
So-
so.
Cable 88.
The play is to hold him at gunpoint and have him sign it.
Yeah.
And he did sign
Give me
something.
your
He did sign
DNA.
it.
But it's
But
kind
he
of
won't
fucked
sign
up.
it.
Like,
He
you know,
won't sign it.
I created this, but I ain't getting shit off of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
you
nothing.
know? They're-
Dude,
that's
no
horrible,
doubt
man.
though. Liefeld's making his money, dude. He's,
I'm sure he
Oh, yeah.
is. Like,
he's
on the
making
side.
his
your
money.
phone? Oh, it's his.
Oh shit! 10 o'clock. That means
10
my
o'clock.
dog needs his insulin.
Mimi's time.
That's what that means.
The dog needs insulin.
Yeah, I got a diabetic dog.
You got a superhero dog?
That's funny.
Damn.
All right. Here it is. The one that me.
Are you getting
my
nervous over there?
goodness.
Yes, I was getting.
just
It was
getting
just to his bag, bro. It's like. So me and my son stood 3 hours in line for this particular
go.
comic. This is a autograph by Stan.
And
Lee.
that's what makes
Stan Lee, bro.
Stan Lee.
And that what makes
The autographs.
That's what
No
makes
doubt.
it. Did you hear him? Him and his son.
My son. It is
Him and his son.
We sat in line.
Sat in line.
No shit.
You
so
can't
long.
ever get rid of that book, bro. That's
No doubt.
that you
Never.
have something personally tied
Yeah.
to that book.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Stan, he's passed away.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
gone. He's not passed. He's not signing. So when we got up there, we shook his hand. Obviously, we shook his hand, and it was an amazing story. And then I said, "Thank you.
You can put it back
for
up there.
such an amazing show and the story." And he's like, "Well, I'm glad you liked it." And that's what Stan said to us. Dude.
Wow.
He said, "I'm glad you liked it." Well, hey, dude, you can't get no better than that.
So I remember,
no.
So I remember him coming back to the shop after he got that signed, and he showed me a picture, and he's taking a picture of Stan Lee from the distance, and his caretaker or whoever.
Some guy sitting there like,
pointing
"Put
at
your
him.
camera down."
Yeah.
He did. Well, we took no
Right
pictures of
next to
Stan.
Right next to Stan. It was so funny.
Fuck that
I'm
shit,
like,
dude. I'm
what
taking
is
a
that
picture.
guy doing? He's just pointing at
Yeah.
Tell him, don't take pictures.
I've got 2 Stan Lee autographs, and that's one of them right there. That's the one I will never get rid of. That one means the most to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's between me and my son, you know.
Even though that book
We
is not,
experienced that together.
even though that book is not a very particular high expensive book,
True, yeah.
it's expensive to Shawn.
You have,
Oh yeah, it's sentimental.
Yeah.
You have something
Sentimental.
tied to this.
And like I said, Stan Lee, I mean,
Yeah.
God dang that, a fucking autograph. Shaking his hand.
It's actually a really
Touching
cool
the
book. Like
fucking
the,
man,
the
dude,
cover,
right there,
I'm
dude.
looking at the
It's
cover. The cover is
awesome.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
The guy that created the thing you're obsessed about.
Yes.
How awesome is that?
Yes, exactly. So that one was the one, dude. So I'm glad I was able to.
And you got this book from me too.
I did not. I bought that one at the con when I was in Dallas. And me and me and Dominic.
Have
went
you ever been
on.
to the San Diego one?
No, I'd love to go that one.
There's a reason to go to San Diego and then Las Vegas.
Okay, let's do a podcast. Okay, all of us going to San Diego.
Calm. Hey guys, please like and subscribe so we
It's
can send
done.
we can
What
send
it do,
us and our
San
guests
Diego.
to San Diego.
My boy Eric would probably totally join us with that. Eric
Fucking
that
A.
came here
Yeah,
with
yeah.
us. Yeah, he would probably totally join us. He'd probably dress up for it.
Yeah, we dressed up as Deadpool for
He probably
for
dressed up as-
Halloween,
I'll dress
right?
up.
I would
for
dress
it.
up.
Yes.
Hey, dude,
yes.
I would totally. Let's all dress up. Let's do it.
That's
Fucking
it.
A.
Let's make it.
I'm bringing out my penguin costume I
Yeah,
had.
before I leave, we got to make a TikTok.
When is this?
I got to
I
make
think
money.
it's in May.
May.
Okay.
California.
Con season is kind of in
San
the
Diego
spring, right?
is
Dude,
the one
I'm
though.
telling you, I go every year to the one in Dallas, the Fan Expo, and
Yeah.
they have some really good shit, dude. So if you can't go make it to San Diego, make it to the one in Dallas.
Oh, we got to go to the San Diego.
Right.
That's
100%.
the one.
I
Road
definitely
trip.
want to go because then you go to the what is the rooms where they have the
All the guests.
videos.
Oh, I was gonna say
videos,
adults.
and they're like showing you the new shit, the shit that's gonna come out.
Oh, the sneak peek.
Sneak peeks, exactly.
Tiffany, as our social media person, you're gonna make a video before we leave.
I will.
Because this video is gonna take us to San Diego.
All right, okay.
We gotta go to San Diego.
San
Hell
Diego.
yeah.
Funding, what it do? Let's
Yes.
send some people to Comic-Con.
We can write it off.
We'll get it
Dude,
all
I'll
set
tell you
up.
right now.
Ah, there we go.
We'll do we'll do a fucking podcast while we're there.
Yes, hell
we'll
yeah.
let you know what you think, and we'll let you know what we find out. Guys, we just need some funding.
Yeah.
Hey.
What it do?
What? Yeah. What, please, guys,
Funding,
like,
come on,
subscribe.
send us some money.
Please.
Can we get some Sarah McLachlan music playing in the background?
Oh, I gotta make that video.
In the arms of an angel.
We're just looking at the video. It's like, please send us to Comic Con.
Yeah, like the fade outs and everything.
Dude, I will say this, Martin. Thank you, man.
That's good.
That is the best vodka
That's
I've
a
ever
good
had.
vodka. Loki is a good vodka.
I've never had. That's so fucking smooth.
It's because you can't taste
I know. I'm probably gonna need a ride home.
it. Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Just call the cops. They're down the street.
Luckily,
okay?
my sister-in-law
They'll give
lives
you a
close by. Because damn, that's some good stuff.
I'll call her right now. I'll call my daughter. Hey, we need a ride.
Tiff is gonna be pulling double duty. She's gonna be the
I gotta do what I gotta do.
looking up stuff on the internet and driving us home.
It's called the
Tiffany,
multitasking.
thank you for being here. I know we're nerds as fuck, man, but
I'm
you're-
a nerd.
you were
Hello.
helping out so much. Yeah, that too. But man, you're helping out so much.
Little did
It's
I
a good
know.
night. It's a good night.
Oh, yeah. That's
Tiff,
damn good.
Tiff, you went to the comic book shop too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've dabbled in everything.
Dabbled.
Dabbled.
Dabbled. That's the way it starts, right?
Yeah.
So as of right now, how many comic books are in San Angelo? Comic book stores?
Zero.
None.
Zero.
None,
Wow.
Maybe Target.
But I'll tell you right now, I've
Target.
got a lot of comics, and I'm selling. If anybody's out there looking, fucking
Okay.
hit me
Oscar?
up, dude.
Well, we had a guest that was in here, and they kind of want to open up a hobby shop. You know, and they're kind of Noel, and he's like, "There's somewhere we can do a little bit, whatever, you know." And I'm like, "Man, this is kind of a good opportunity." It's like, look, you know, you kind of split the rent on the place, you know, so that way you're not totally invested, and you're
It
not
doesn't
totally
work.
lost.
It doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh,
The problem is, and I fucking hate to say it, but San Angelo has a weird fucking market.
Yeah.
It's
a
like
vibe.
it's like really cool when you first open it.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And then
you're
it
right,
just
you're right.
fucking deep dives into nothing, and it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck? Like, everybody was here, and nobody's here now. And then you have to hang on really hardcore to your people that come, like you, like the way I did. You know what I mean? Like Outer Rim. I was at Outer Rim every Wednesday.
Miss Cruz, man.
Every Wednesday, I was at Outer Rim. That was because that was whenever he got the new books in. I had a pull list. I had
He was
certain
on
books that I
point.
wanted every Wednesday.
He did a fucking amazing job, dude. He was on point with all this shit.
He did great.
I guess that makes a point, right? Because I see a lot of like boutiques and stuff that close down because they go online. They start selling shit online.
Maybe
I'm
do like a pop up shop type of thing where everybody gets together. You can trade comics.
Well, I'm
play,
totally
do
down.
your
If I
thing.
find a fucking place
you know,
where we
hobbies,
can move the studio
swap.
to, shit out. Hey man, take that spot. Take
I
that
just
spot.
need to
Don't
call
worry
him,
about it.
dude. I
It's
throw
free.
fucking-
Fuck, just open up.
What do you mean,
1,000
Tiff?
books down
Like
on
a
the
pop up
con,
shop, like a trailer?
Just like, you know, if it's like a facility or somewhere where you can kind of just everybody gets together, kind of like how they do it was like swap meets or whatever.
Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that,
Yeah.
but like everybody kind of does their thing, and you can do
Yeah,
your
yeah.
different hobbies and
I
stuff.
see
So
what
it's
you're saying.
nothing
Like a little flea
permanent.
market.
Yeah, but it's like nothing permanent. It's just like a pop up shop, so it
Have
comes
you
up
ever-
for so long, and
like,
then it
what's-
goes away.
What's that one they would do in downtown? Paintbrush Alley.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people pop up.
Market
Why not?
days.
Why
Yeah.
not, dude? Fucking put your comics out there.
Fucking
push
A.
it.
Fucking throw along a box or two.
No, but man, I want something more regular, like where I know that
Yeah.
store's there.
Well, it's got to start.
I
there.
can, you know what?
And that's what
I just
sucks
feel
is
like coming.
because you
I just want to go over there
Or
and check
like
it out.
1% of nobody, dude. Like everybody out there, there's this shit
That's what-
ton of
that's
people
what
that don't
fucking
want
sucks.
fucking comics. There's like 4 of us here that we like
It's like-
comics.
When I go to Austin, there's this one little shopping center that I love to fucking go to. It's on Anderson Loop, right?
Okay.
Because I love camera shit.
Yeah.
So there's a camera store there. It's called Precision Camera. Best camera place in Texas. Right in that same spot is what the fuck? Dragon's Den. It's a comic book, or Dragon's Den or Dragon's Lair. It's a comic book shop
Okay.
and a gaming shop.
Yeah.
Right around the corner from them is a toy store, like a specialties toy store, like
See,
a
and that's what you
badass
need.
fucking toy store.
for sure, dude. Quality comics, good toys. That's what most of us. We're nerds.
That reminds me of Vegas at that little comic book shop at the corner.
Fuck yeah, that place was badass. They had like old school shit. They had Ninja Turtles still in the package.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Yeah.
they had Masters of the Universe still in the
It's
package.
expensive as fuck, dude.
Like
So turtles, dude, Ninja Turtles. I've got a special place in my heart for those guys. Yeah, no doubt, dude. Leonardo, Donatello.
Go Ninja, go.
you
I've
know,
got a special place
The
in my
Last
heart for those
Ronin
guys.
is gonna be a movie.
It is.
Is it really?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's right. That's right.
And
Comes
that I've got the Last Ronin first appearance, and I've got the whole fucking setup. It's
It's fucking awesome.
it's gonna.
It's
It's
fucking
just,
awesome.
I just hope it turns out.
I think for San Angelo,
good
man,
show.
the first thing you got to do is do the canopy, the fucking paintbrush alley,
Pop up.
stuff like that. The pop
Build your
Yeah.
clientele.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you gotta let people know that you're there, because the overhead of opening up a shop and then you gotta pay the rent on the place.
Right, exactly.
So let's create a fucking community, man. Because I think that's
Because
what it
once
takes.
you build it up enough,
yes,
it'll be more
exactly.
constant.
And it's like then you can
This is true.
yes,
This is
because
very true.
I see a lot of people open up shop right, and it's like, man, now you got to
Nobody knows you're there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we reached out to Cruz, right? We wanted to have him on. He didn't want to come
I
on.
still want to have him on, and he did finally reach back to me, but he doesn't. He's like, man, I'll answer any questions that you want, bro. You can touch base with me anytime. He was like, he doesn't. I don't know if about being on camera or on air. I don't know, but he's not ready for it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll bring
It's
him
fine.
on.
I
We'll
love
learn
that guy.
space.
I love the shit out of him. Just like
Yeah,
I love
Chris
sitting
is
there and
great
talking
people.
to him. That's a
Yeah.
good guy, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking good.
Yeah, I've never met him, so I don't know.
he's a good guy.
Oh,
He
yeah, he
really
is.
dude.
Really is.
Like,
But I think with having people like you guys, people that know him, people that are familiar with the whole comic book scene, I think he may get comfortable and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe yeah, I will do it.
I have a,
Additionally, dude. He's got a lot of comics.
oh fuck yeah.
He's got the following.
Yeah.
A lot of people know him.
When
Like,
I was
he
going over
was.
there a lot, I bought a lot of stuff from him, but this particular set that I have, it's a leather bound full set. I think it's, what do I have, 7 volumes? It's the Sandman, the original Sandman's in the what do they call that? They're the big books,
The omnibus.
absolutes.
Yes, the omnibus. Sandman.
No,
is-
not the
it's
omnibus. They're called
amazing,
absolutes.
dude.
So they're the absolute Sandman.
I don't know if you watch Sandman on
every
Netflix.
single volume.
On Netflix,
It's,
yeah, I watched
it's a
it.
great show.
It's a
God
great
dang.
show.
It really is. It's,
But I
it makes
have
you
the
think.
full thing, and
Did
I
it
bought
come out
it
the new
all from
season?
him. They haven't come out with the new season yet.
Season coming.
Yeah, it's
But they haven't done it yet. But the old season is just like, oh
Yeah.
God, it's so good.
Neil Gaiman.
You feel like they
Neil
did, they
Gaiman.
did it
I
justice?
wish I could be that
that
guy.
dude is the shit.
I wish I could shake that guy's hand, dude.
He's gay,
Neil Gaiman,
but it's the
amazing.
shit.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I was like, what's up? Come here, bro.
Yeah,
Get over
dude, I'm
here.
telling you right there, he is a great fucking artist.
Yeah.
His writing is amazing.
His writing is fucking pretty
no
damn
doubt,
good.
dude.
so.
Like,
I have a question. I'm a big fan of Dr. Manhattan, and
Yes.
have y'all watched the series? I guess on Max of
I have not. Well, you know what? I
Watchers,
started it. I
The
did
Watchers.
start
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Watchmen.
The Watchmen.
I have not. What is this on? Max?
It's on Max.
Max, dude, Neil Gaiman,
Is that his?
great writing.
Is that his?
Amazing writing, yes. Is Neil Gaiman right?
As great as Dr. Manhattan is, I just feel like, what do you
Dr.
do with him?
Manhattan.
Who's better,
He's-
Dr. Manhattan or Superman?
Oh,
See,
Dr. Manhattan. hands
Dr.
down.
Manhattan for me.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Superman is
I like
want me to
Dr. Manhattan, but that's just me.
But
That's
Dr.
just a preference.
Manhattan,
Yeah.
he's an intellectual fucking being, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's omnipresent, man.
Yeah,
he sees
he thinks that
all
shit.
timelines of
Yeah,
all
no
times.
doubt, dude.
So,
I waited in line for this.
yeah.
You waited in line?
Yeah, well, so it was the release of Doomsday #1.
Uh-huh.
And so that's a, what do they call that? Lithograph? It's a lithograph. And then I had like 3 other things that they gave me for being in line. That was
Where's that at?
Cruise's spot.
Okay.
Yeah. There was
Dude, that's great art. It's fucking beautiful,
Yeah.
dude.
I love like I said, we were talking about before. I love the OP characters, right? But it's like, what do you do with them? You know what I mean? Because it's like now
Where
you
do-
have
yeah, where
to
do you
now you
go?
have to OP everybody. You know, to
Well,
OP, what is that?
get overpower.
Okay.
You know, because he's an overpowered
He's
character.
super strong.
Yeah. He's Omega level. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
where do you go with them? It's kind of like what I was talking about with Franklin Richards. You
Well,
know?
intelligence. Someone super strong.
Franklin Richards,
You
that's
fuck them
the
up
one.
in their mind,
We were
dude.
talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
So I have a book that's called the Marvel. It's the history of the Marvel universe,
Uh-huh.
and it starts with Franklin Richards.
Yeah, because he
we
redid.
were talking about this
Yeah.
earlier, and I was like, no, that's not the one. Because you gave me a name, and I was like, yeah, but I agreed with you, and I thought about it later, and no, that's not it.
That's not it.
I got to go back and read the book because
Yeah.
it's just in my fucking shelf.
Casey created another universe and brought everybody back.
But Franklin Richards, he's a major player in
Yeah.
the entire fucking thing.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you know the story?
No, exactly.
I don't either.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But I know that the Fantastic Four is a fucking a force to be reckoned with, and in the Marvel
Because it has to go through
universe,
them, right?
Yeah, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's gonna happen, dude. They're the fucking people to go through to fucking make everything else
Yeah.
fall into place. You know what I'm saying?
The different phases.
What?
The phases that they do.
Yeah, oh, for sure. yes. So I look forward. I look forward to the
Yeah.
new Fantastic Four
obviously
movie.
with
I'm
fucking.
excited about what
Yeah.
they wanted to.
So I'm kind of curious how they're going to follow up with this now that
I'm
you know
curious,
Robert
yes.
Downey Jr. is going to be Doctor Doom.
Dr.
Right.
Doom, exactly.
So I'm like, man, where are they going with this? Where are they following?
I kind of
this?
like it, actually. At first, I was
Me too.
I was kind of mad about it, but I was like, you know what? I kind of
It's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
gonna
so
work.
confusing, and it's gonna fuck people's minds up. But it's gonna be a good thing.
It's gonna
Well,
be good.
Yeah.
what version of Doctor Doom do you think they're coming out with? Is where Doctor Doom? Because there was a one where he puts his mind into fucking Tony Stark's body.
Okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
think they're good.
So are they going that route, or which way are they going? Because I know before I fuck this up, you know, like because they had Quantumania, right? They were gonna have
You're right.
Kang, but Kang is just the fucking. I was Tony Stark like related to Kang, because Kang's in the future, right? Right. If I remember this
yeah.
correctly, because I was like I said, I get all my information from Rob, right, with his comics explained on YouTube.
That's a
So,
good show.
Yes, it's a very good
Very
show.
good show.
So like there's different like there's a Ramatot, which was Kang, but it was a different
Kang,
version
yeah.
of Kang.
He
Or-
was Ray Richards,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Ramatot.
So apparently Tony Stark and Kang are related in somehow, some way, shape, form, fashion,
yeah, it comes
whatever
down
it
the
is.
line.
So I'm kind of curious, how do they play into this? Where is this
It's
coming?
going to be either way how to either bring out the Fantastic Four or
Yes.
how to bring out the X-Men. I don't think they're going to come out with the X-Men just yet. They'll probably come out with the Fantastic
they
Four
already
first.
have.
first, yes.
Yes. Well, fully come out.
Well,
fully come out.
they've given us Wolverine. You know, X-Men.
yeah, but-
it's in the fucking.
Yeah, it's
Marvel
it's
Universe.
it's
Wolverine
there.
is there.
It's there, but they're not going to come out with it just yet because Fantastic Four is number 2 to X-Men.
Okay.
I don't care
Yeah.
who says anything else.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as far as
So
Marvel
the
stuff.
Fantastic Four and the X-Men, are they in the same universe?
For sure.
yeah,
They are. Okay.
they are.
So
Yeah.
But
okay.
but like the Fantastic Four are current, maybe more current.
The Fantastic
into-
Four. I think the movie is going in the 60s. So the 60s is going to bring us the Fantastic Four. And they're going to bring us the entire universe. And then maybe in the 70s, 80s, we'll get the Wolverine and the X-Men and
X-Men.
Okay.
the Rogue and the
Yeah.
such and such. But right now, the focus is on the Fantastic Four. And that
Yeah.
is
Well,
going to be
yeah.
Pedro Pascal. All right, he's
Yes.
Reed Richards.
What a great actor.
Oh, he's a
I'm
good
no
actor.
doubt, dude. Like this.
He's the guy that played Moon Knight, right?
This no.
no.
No, who's the guy that played? No.
Moon Knight was.
This is
what
the guy that
was
plays all the other shows that you love.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us was
The
the
Last of
shit.
The
Us,
Last
okay,
of
yeah.
Us, yeah, dude.
You're welcome.
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Okay.
With Pedro Pascal, he's gonna bring us into the universe. The Fantastic Four.
So
And
yeah.
then- it's gonna
Yeah,
be
it
amazing.
says the new Fantastic Four
awesome.
movie takes place in an alternate 1960s. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to see a John Krasinski. He's
No.
out. He's okay.
Krasinski, yeah.
It
you're
was
right,
just a
you're right.
cameo on fucking
Yeah,
The Doctor Strange.
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay. Yeah, because that was kind of weird. I was like, this kind of they just kind of threw a loop on this.
But Pedro Pascal is going to bring us the Fantastic Four and the New Age. He's going to bring us the Silver Surfer. He's going to bring us the Galactus.
Okay.
It's going to be amazing fucking show.
Do you know do you have like an idea of like how the history goes?
What do you mean?
Like just so my understanding of it, because I'm just kind of going off of that book that I have there. It's called The Marvel History. It's like Franklin Richards, right?
Uh-huh.
He's like sitting out there in space, basically, and he's having a conversation with a being of some type, and he's fixing to start a new universe is about to start.
Yes, I think the being that he's talked to is Galactus.
Is that so? So that's my question. Is like, what is it like? What in that universe? What is it that kickstarts the whole fucking thing?
I think it's going to be
Galactus
Galactus.
is
it
obviously he's the guy that's going to eat the fucking world.
Yeah.
He's
But what
coming
about
for your
Noel?
Earth.
But I thought-
he's
I
coming
always
for
thought-
your Jupiter. He's coming for your
Yeah.
planet.
I always thought
your-
Noel
whatever it is,
was that guy.
He's coming to eat it.
No, because Noel actually is in the universe that's about to be destroyed. You know, because they talk about Galactus and Franklin Richards are going to be they're going to merge. They're going to be the new Galactus in the next universe.
And who the fuck is Franklin Richards?
Franklin Richards is an OP dog.
OP.
He's the son of Reed Richards and Susan Storm.
he's
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So he's a kid.
Okay.
So he's got powers.
Yeah,
no doubt.
if you follow the whole story, right? Like his future self comes back in time and tells him, "Hey, man, I need you to really focus on your fuck." Because at that time when he
He's
comes
like,
back,
"Hey, shit's about to go down.
yeah, it's just about to go.
He doesn't know shit.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
comics.
yeah.
He knows
ready for
more
this?
than I
You
do.
don't know nothing about comics.
Yeah, I don't know shit about comics.
And I'm sitting here like,
Yeah, he's like, "What? Tell me more." So, you know, this whole time, you know,
ultimately, shit goes down.
yeah, Franklin Richards is in his fucking bed, right, making fucking pocket universes underneath the bed. 'Cause he's having this.
trying. He's living his world.
Yeah, he's living in his world. He's doing his own shit, right? So, anyways, this guy comes up and talks to him. He's like, "Hey, man, I need you to kind of focus on your fucking powers because we're gonna need it in the future,
You got some
right?
serious shit
Because Galactus and everything, we're fighting Celestials, you know, so they're kind of taking us over. You know, they're kind of fucking us up.
Yeah.
So he's like, I really need you to focus on the shit, right? So by that time, Susan Storm comes in and sees this fucking dude in her child's fucking room. He's like, "Hey, who the fuck are you?" Hey, turns out that's Franklin Richards from the future. Now at this time, he's not overpowered. He's not real big and shit like that, right? So he's like, tells him, "Look, I need him to focus on this shit, you know, because I'm gonna need him. I need him to be the me in the future that focuses on making himself OP." You know, because I'm getting fucked up in the future.
OP.
Overpowered. I need you to fucking come out. So at this time, the Celestials kill Galactus. He's done. He's dead. But with him going back in the future, going back in the past and telling him, "Hey man, I need you to focus on your shit." He goes back to the future, and this entire time, his past self has been focusing on trying to focus his power. He goes back. And he fucking reaches out into the fucking ether, out in the universe where he's battling these fucking Celestials, and says, "Galactus, come to me, my herald." Well, he turns fucking Galactus into his herald. He comes back and then they fucking fight and they take out the fucking
So he's kind
Celestials.
of controlling Galactus.
Oh, Galactus is his bitch now. Here, you're my bitch. When I say
you work for me.
when I say give me a cup of coffee, you give me a motherfucking cup of coffee.
Damn.
Yeah. When I say bring me some motherfucking lunch, I need some motherfucking lunch. You know, this guy's so overpowered.
No doubt.
Yeah, so OP.
I love it.
Strong.
I fucking love it because Oscar talks all this crazy shit. But look who is the nerd now.
But he's like, bring me my shit, you know? So he's like, hey, with what us doing away with all the shit that we're doing, right? Because we got to kill these Celestials. They want to wipe everything out. So what basically we're going to do, right? We're going to defeat them. This universe is coming to an end. There's no way that we can continue doing what we're doing while we're living here, right? So he's like, what's going to happen is that this universe is done because it's got to be done. or because whatever the fuck.
We got to restart.
Got to restart. So he creates this whole fucking universe where him and Galactus become a single being, and then they transfer over. Because I think at this time it's the 6th universe, and they're moving over to
you're
the,
way over there.
the-
You're way over me.
Yeah, they go moving over to the 7th universe. Right?
I should have brought that book. God damn it!
Yeah, it's so
I have
good
the
though.
book. It's called The History of the Marvel
Yeah,
Universe.
I want to say
And that is
No
how it
doubt.
starts.
Yeah, yeah, because
And it's a giant book too. It's not
Yeah.
like some little bullshit.
Very big bind.
Yes.
yeah.
It's-
So
it's
that's
worth
basically
it.
where it goes on. And Jonathan Hickman, I think, is the name of the guy
Sure,
who wrote
yeah.
it.
Hickman
They wrote
is
the book.
Amazing.
Yeah, so he
writer.
does this whole series goes on a whole nother fucking spell.
Where'd you learn this?
Shout out to Rob from Comics Explained.
Comics.
Shout- shout-
Hey,
shout-
that
shout-
guy. That guy is good though.
It's good, yeah.
That guy is good.
Because he got, like I said, he got me into it. When I first got into it, it's just the overpowered, the fucking Omega 11 mutants explained. You know what I mean? I'm like, cool. I want to get into this and stuff like that. And I thought it was cool as shit because it goes into the Iceman being, he becomes fucking cosmic level.
Is that how you learned about the deceased?
Yeah, huh? That's all. Yeah, actually, there's a whole because when I saw that, I was like, okay, so what's this all about? Now, sorry, I got a little weird there, didn't I? So I'm like, what's this all about? I want to learn exactly what this whole deceased series is about. Well, it turns out it's about the anti-life equation that was found on Earth and stuff like that. Where he comes in, or Darkseid comes in, he kind of uses it as a fucking power, right? Let alone it got out of his fucking hand.
Okay.
So not like everybody. We're talking about Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, everybody,
All
from
of
the
Flash.
everybody.
All of them.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, so you took this fucking where it's like, all right, everybody knows the story of Superman, right, and all that stuff, but then he all of a sudden turns into this OP dude who's a fucking zombie, I guess you can call it, and that's like, dude, this fucking, it goes on to the whole whirlwind. I'm like, oh shit, okay, so now. Everybody's trying to make sure that Superman doesn't get infected by this shit, because if he gets infected by the anti-life equation, there's no stopping this dude. There's no fucking stopping this dude. Not even fucking
From middle.
yeah.
Fucking nerd.
I know. You got me in a fucking bottle, bro. That's fucking hilarious.
Where are we going with this?
Yeah,
Y'all remember that.
I'm
Y'all
sitting there
remember when
watching
he
this.
called you a nerd.
But it's the whole fucking story where I'm like, oh.
Yeah, real talk.
Like Darkseid wants to use this anti-life equation as a weapon, but he doesn't realize, there's no controlling. As soon as Pandora box is out of the fucking box, there's no putting this bitch back in.
The stories are fucking.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's
it's over.
fucking amazing.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Like,
Where I'm just like, I'm still to this point. I'm
Absolutely.
like, how the fuck do you
Absolutely.
sit down
What's
and write this
next?
entire story?
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously though,
Yeah. Like you're
how do you come up with these ideas?
Yes,
like what
absolutely.
the fuck? What kind of drugs are y'all doing?
because we can only speak on the reality, right?
best.
Like I don't
that
know,
vodka
maybe you don't
called?
want to talk about this, but Abraham's he's kind of like writing a little book, maybe a little series. Maybe he can turn it into a comic someday. Fucking A.
Yeah.
So,
Nice,
but it's
nice.
more of the realistic side, of the old patch and stuff. I'm not going to get into the details because he's
old
writing
patch?
it, But I'm like, at that point, when you get to your storyline, who do you get to write it? Who do you reach out to? Be like, hey man, come on, I want to turn this into a fucking like a comic book, or a story or a fucking book people can read, something that's a little more coherent not coherent, but with actual illustrations and stuff like that, dude. That's fucking that's awesome. Like, but you speak in the frame of what you know.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking all right. What are you talking about? Universe?
They're
What are you
just
talking about? Yeah, like
Picking out of the ether.
you've been writing for so fucking long that you've literally gone so left field that it's turned into fantasy.
They've created.
Yeah.
You've
that's
created
what it
your
is.
fantasy book.
And that's
God
what it
damn, I
is.
sound like a fucking nerd, bro. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But it's-
no, yeah. What I'm doing is like based off of actual events. You know what I mean? Like I could actually go back and tell you like every like little side story.
Yeah.
Is an actual fucking story. Like everything is like, well, yeah, it might sound like bullshit, but this shit actually happened.
With some real shit to
Yeah,
it.
it's some real shit. But then when you're talking about like this, like comic book stuff, it's like these guys have no idea what the fuck they're talking. It's a story.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
just
yeah, they
following
may
the-
have actually
the-
sat down
the
like this
narrative.
around a table and like threw ideas at each other and like that sounds good. Let's see how far we can go with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think this is where
I'm sure
everybody
that's actually how
starts.
that happened.
Yeah.
You know, you have several writers that sit around a table, they throw ideas
put it
off of each
together.
other.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
piece it together.
Yeah.
So who's to say, right? Let's say if you continue this, right, in 10 years in the future, right? where it's like, all right, I'm gonna do a whole fucking rendition. He gets sucked into a fucking casing hole, a case hole, and all of a sudden there's another fucking dimension there, and he's the ghost, the fucking chain throwing cowboy.
You got me.
You know what I'm saying? He's half fucking Ghost Rider, half Big Dick.
The roughneck.
Big dick.
There you go. 'Cause I feel like everybody starts at that point, right?
Oh, you got
And it just fucking like
It
your
morphs
mind-
into something else.
Yeah, it morphs into
It
something. You let your
turns
fucking
into something
imagination
new.
just go.
You know what's funny is like sitting there writing doing what I'm doing. Like I have the idea, right? And I'm just going with it. But then as I'm going with it, I'm like, oh shit. And I have to like side mark this.
Yeah.
And then I go off into this other tangent. And I have to side mark that. And I'm like, I can fit that in somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I get back to my main story. Because as you're doing it, your mind is working.
Yes.
And you come up with different ideas.
You see, and that's my
different
problem.
thoughts.
My mind works to the point where I'm like, I forget the shit that I say. Because I've called you, I'm like, hey man, I had this dream.
Oh,
Or I had this story. Bro, and
How
I'm
many
fucking,
times has that happened?
And Abraham's the one writing it
Yeah,
down.
he's
right
like,
now.
Oh, that's a good story.
that's $1 million story.
Sounds like
right
a movie to
there.
me.
He's not going to copyright this anyway.
Bro, I would tell you, like,
Trying to make some money.
some of the shit, I wake up from like a half
Luckily,
sleep,
we're
right?
close.
Yeah. I wake up from a half sleep, right? And I'll call him. I'm like, Luke, this dream I had, this is what it goes. This is a story, blah, blah, blah. Everything goes. I'm like, damn, you got to write that down. Do I ever write it down? Fuck, no.
And I tell you, that's what I tell you every
Yeah.
fucking time. Every time. I'm like, where's your pen and paper?
I need to do that.
Write it down, dude. Fucking A,
Dude,
man.
you got to. Because if you don't, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's
Yeah,
gone.
I'll
you
literally
gotta write-
storyline
you gotta
plot
write.
fucking ending, not ending, but
Yeah.
kind of like the way the story's going.
Have you
He's
ever
like,
have you ever woke up from like a crazy dream? You're
All
like,
the time.
Fuck, that was crazy. You're supposed to. So like a lot of writers, they keep a pen and paper right next to their bed, and they write it down immediately.
I can't do it because I
if
feel my
you
wife
don't
is like,
do
this
it,
crazy motherfucker is losing his
She'll
mind.
find, yeah, she'll find
Just
it.
put it on
This guy-
Apple Notes.
divorce.
God dang it. I'm not doing it.
Hey, one of those ideas may pay
Megan
off.
Fox is a
Later on.
robot.
Yeah,
Make it fuck with the robot.
and it's like I actually tired the robot out. Turns out I'm a robot myself.
Holy shit!
I am Megan Fox.
Oh, fuck.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm actually Megan Fox. Did you just say that?
He said that. I'm like, hey man, that can morph into a good story. Because I'm
You
watching.
need to write it down.
I do, bro. I
You need to
do.
write it down where you look in the mirror and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm Megan Fox.
Yeah, I'm Megan Fox. Like I'm
Sure.
watching this show right now
Sure
on
you are.
Netflix called Pantheon. Fucking
Okay.
good, girl.
Yeah.
Get the video camera out or call me.
Call you.
Call me.
I
Call
got the
you.
video camera.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're Megan Fox.
Yeah, it's like,
Girl.
I'm Megan Fox. I like to do crazy shit.
I
I
have a
just want to call
robot.
Martin over right now.
But if you ever get a chance, man, on Netflix, there's a show called Pantheon.
Pantheon.
So good. It's an anime
Okay.
or a cartoon, whatever you want to call it. But it's so good, man. It's so good.
Cartoon if you're a douchebag.
Huh?
Cartoon if you're a douchebag.
Oh, cartoon of your dude.
Meow,
Yeah.
meow, meow, meow.
What's that say? He's like janitor, or I'm a custodian, but janitor if you want to be a dick about it.
There you go.
Hey, since we're going to that movie, what movie is that?
Half baked.
Half Baked. So the Kenny Rogers, how much you want for that?
Oh, that's kind of what
priceless.
that's like your comics, man. It's priceless to me.
It
Yeah,
pressed.
you can't touch that one.
That really has sentimental value to me.
And so do you remember the part in that movie
Which one?
where they're like in the record store? And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're
yeah.
like, I got Kenny Rogers right here. They're like, I'll give you $5.
Hell.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers signed it. I'll give you $4.
Real talk.
Yeah. If he ever showed up to fucking, if I knew he was like anywhere around the vicinity, I would take that record and get it signed.
Hi, I'm Kenny
Because I'm like, look, man, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I don't give a fuck how much you think it's worth.
Hey,
or
Kenny
nothing like
Rogers
that.
is the shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's the shit, bro. I remember listening
Yeah.
to that back in the day.
I should sign it because I got the beard right there.
Got the beard. There you go.
Oh, he's got it.
Martin Rogers.
But could you sing it though? It's like, lady, I'm your knight in shining armor,
Well,
Sing
I
it,
mean,
Martin.
and I love you.
Damn it. Hold on, my pants
I mean,
is
if
popped.
you're-
Well, yeah, exactly. Why did I just get hard? I don't know what to say.
in your dreams, if you're Dolly Parton, then we could sing it together.
Oh yeah, you have gone. It made me such a fool. I'm so lost. It was crazy, right?
What a bunch of nerds.
There you go. There you go. You just sang with Kenny Rogers.
Let's just
Martin
say it in,
Rogers.
bro. Let's just say it in. Because, dude, that holds a sentimental value, man. That not even, if you would offer me $1 billion, I would be like, nah, man, fuck you.
You know,
He's
you
lying.
got
No,
the,
bro.
the white hair,
I'm
the
so
white,
serious,
the white
bro.
beard,
I'm
the white
so-
mustache.
How many goddamn
Tell him the story.
Kenny
There's a lot.
Rogers, motherfucker.
Tell him the story.
Yeah.
You got to tell him the story
Here's
then.
Huh?
You got to
Well,
tell him the story.
Just like Shawn, as
Yeah.
that.
Like straight
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
straight up, to be completely honest, that album right there, even though I don't have it covered, I don't have anything hanging on my wall, to me, it's worth more than MBG can bring in this
Lady.
building. Yeah, dude, because
Grandma.
what I was,
It has to do with your dad,
Shining.
right?
yeah, it has to do with my dad. My dad's passed. He's gone.
And I love
You know, and I borrowed the fucking tape, man, from my cousin, because I was like, he would play that. We owned Pepper's Diner. My uncle and my cousin used to work at Pepper's Diner. Well, they own Pepper's Diner, and of course my cousin's passed too, so it's kind of another sentimental value. And I asked him, I was like, hey man, we were taking this fucking goddamn 13. I guess it was 12, 13 hour fucking trip to Mexico, and I was like, hey, let me borrow your tape, man, because my dad had a cassette player in this truck. I was like, yeah. I was like, let me borrow the tape, man, because I want to listen to shit while I'm going. We need stuff to listen to.
What was it? What was it?
What's
Tell
that?
us. What was the tape?
No, Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, and
All right.
I put it in, man, and we were singing it, and I didn't think my dad knew
Everybody
the
singing.
words, you know. So my dad started singing. I was like, oh fuck! By the time we got to where we were, man, because we would take that cassette out, turn it around, put it right back.
Put it right back in.
I don't know how many
fuck
times
yeah.
they did that, bro. I memorized every fucking song on that.
Good times.
That's awesome.
Hell
That,
yeah.
everything, bro. I remember everything, even to the fucking the breathing in where he did everything, bro. I was fucking. You put that
Kenny
bitch on right now.
Rogers did that too.
Oh,
big
yeah,
time.
bro. Dude.
He's very
When
breathy.
when he was fucking.
Nerds.
Oh yeah, bro.
You wouldn't even know.
Definitely,
Kenny
dude.
Rogers
Definitely.
was sitting in the fucking studio with us.
Where he was singing, you hear that. Where he's about to sing the next verse, and I'm like, to the fucking T, bro.
And all the women's panties got
yeah,
wet.
bro. I'm like, ooh.
Exactly.
I said, Pops, did you hear
Everybody's
that?
like,
There's a monsoon coming.
Even Oscar's little thing in the back was like,
Yeah, it's like,
got wet
So,
in the back.
yeah, man.
Got wet in the back. Like, what is
so
Damn.
when I saw that bitch, man, the guy wanted, he's like, oh, I don't remember where I bought it, man, but I was like, I want it. I was like, I don't give a shit. Honestly, I told him,
Sold.
he's like, oh, it's not for sale. I was like, I don't give a shit how much you want for it. I want it. I straight up told him that, man. And he's like, he offered me some stupid amount of money, which was a lot, but I'm like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I've never seen that fucking
$3.
$3. Yeah. I wish, bro. I wish it was
At
$3.
Contra Confetti, they have a lot of those old records like
Yeah,
that.
they do.
That you'll probably find another one.
They probably got me, but at that time, I
I'll
didn't
probably
give a
give
fuck.
them to you. As
Yeah.
a matter of fact.
You know what's the other place in town? Not Concho Confetti. There's another
Antique store?
Antique store.
Isn't it like
It was in.
And there's that flea
it was in
market right
Concho-
outside town.
It was in
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
that one.
It was in Concho Crossings, but then they moved to where that club used to be, San Angelo.
Oh, it was called
Not San Angelo
Mad
Live.
something, Mad Styles.
Mad Styles.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it still there, right?
They have.
No, it's
they
gone.
Where's that at?
Is it
Is it
gone?
already
Gone?
gone?
Yeah, because it moved from there and it moved over to where the event center used
Yeah.
to be, right
Yeah.
next to.
Are they still at that spot?
No, man, they're
They're
closed
done.
Yeah, they're done.
And they had a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, bro. They had literally fucking shelves upon shelves of records.
I was gonna buy an old camera from them, like an old camera, and it still
But you
fucking
didn't.
worked.
holy
But I didn't.
What
What a dumbass, right? I should have
Yeah,
bought it.
So as a diabetic,
Yes.
you should try
Oh,
Martin.
shit, okay.
before
Martin.
Abraham
Finishes it off.
finishes the whole.
Because I
What is
will.
that?
That's
Like
some
a
good
Loki
stuff,
vodka?
man. I can't stop. Martin,
Yes,
Oh, it's like a Chilton.
has
but
he not,
without all the.
were you not
Yeah,
drinking
without all the
this?
shit. No, I was drinking Jim Beam.
Sad.
Yeah, it's already too late.
Yeah.
Unless you
There
want
it
that one.
is.
You want that?
No, that's good. God damn, that's good. My
Not
bad.
bad.
That's
no,
yours.
no. I can make another
This is
one.
Oh, yeah.
vodka.
That's good.
That's really good, isn't it?
Top
Wow,
end.
what the
vodka.
fuck?
I can't stop. Okay, I've been drinking the whole.
Low key.
Obviously,
I can't stop.
Yeah, that's really
I
good.
hope Tiffany
man.
can give me
I
a ride
guess
home.
I'm the DD.
Yeah, I'm about to give you some money for gas.
Dungeons and Dragons.
We'll get you a drink. You need a drink?
All right. I have this little Coca-Cola I was
She's in my DD.
Would you like some?
Mark,
Crown in
like-
there?
Wait until we get
Crown
to the
with it.
cigars.
I want
I was
to
gonna
ask you
drink-
though, like as a seller, because you're a seller. Like I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it because I'm a buyer.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I want that. Damn, I want that. Damn, I want that. But you're a seller.
You got to separate yourself from that.
It's
You have
hard.
to.
That shit is so fucking hard. I don't know how you do it. How do you do it? That's my question. Like,
Well,
how the
'cause-
fuck do you do
'cause
it?
I wanted to collect everything at first. I mean, I really wanted
yeah.
to collect
I
everything.
completely
And
understand.
I continued to collect everything. And I'm just like,
How do you not
holy crap.
get rid of it? Like,
Yeah.
I can't
How
do
do you
it.
break
Yeah.
that bound?
Well, it's because I think my opinion here is that you're like, yeah, I touched that. Yeah, I own that.
But how does
Right,
I want to
right.
know how he does it though?
Yeah.
Because he successfully has done it.
Well, that's because you're running a business. You know, and you got to get into the mindset of like,
You had to-
yeah, I had
there-
that.
There's a different mindset between the collector.
Yeah.
You have to choose your poison. So I had to choose between a superhero and a villain. So my superhero was Wolverine, obviously, because I used to go to Circle K by ASU and pick up my comic books. And it was Wolverine. It was the first comic book that I bought.
Was that like a little
myself.
stand that you could turn?
Yes. yes.
Damn,
A little carousel.
Yeah.
It's Wolverine number 3. I picked it up. I bought it with my own money. Went back to the house. And then I liked it so much, I ordered number 1 and number 2.
touches my heart.
And I ordered number 1 and 2. And I loved it. I loved it. So it's funny because I would I'd have all these comic books and they'd be lined up, and I'd be in the Beckett, and I'd be like, "Mom, look, this is worth this much. Look, this is worth this much.
Yeah.
Look, this is
Try
worth
to
this
show
much."
her.
You know,
Fucking
and
A.
then
I
and
got-
then,
I
and then
got
so my
worse.
mom's like, "Sell it." I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna
Not
sell
yet.
It. So I have a long box full of my old school Wolverines. You know, of course, some of them I missed and whatever else. But whenever I went into business for myself for the first time, that's when I had to distinctly, like, you don't, like me, personal video games, you don't find video games in mine. You know, I play video games on my phone.
Yeah.
And so that has been, that
Contra.
pushed me away. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Arcades, I love arcades. I love some Contra arcade. I love a stand-up arcade. I love a pinball machine. Just absolutely
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. Love it. But as a business person, you just have to like
You have to separate
separate
yourself.
That's so
yourself.
hard.
Like choose your
man.
battles kind of with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
that's an inner fight. I would lose it every time because
I did lose it.
I
I'm
want it.
Yeah.
No,
want
I
it.
did lose it. But I
Yeah.
did lose it. No, don't get me wrong. I did lose it. But it's like, do you want to be a successful business person or do you want to be a comic book collector? And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't want to go back to the fucking old.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to go back to work for somebody. I don't want to do that at all. And through all that, I lost everything. I lost my cars. I lost everything that the oil field produced for
Yeah.
me. I lost it all,
And you had to start over.
and I had to start over. Why? Because I didn't want to go back to that. I didn't want to do that no more.
That's a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a fight.
You know,
man.
when you go through
Shit.
it, you go through.
I respect
change,
that,
man.
I
Yeah.
totally respect that.
You go through a change because it's like, hey, man, do I want to sell my shit? Do I want to hold on to my shit? But then you kind of realize, like, if I don't get rid of nothing, I can't get nothing new in.
Yeah.
You know, so you get this mindset of like, man, I can be this revolving door that sees everything. I get the buying, I get the selling, I get everything in between. You know what I mean? So you find your fucking happiness. I'm like, yeah, I touched that. Yeah, man, I had that, and I sold that. And you made a good deal. You know what I mean? Because you got to pass that whole notion into the next person.
Yeah.
And when you become the realtor, retail guy on that point of it, you find that medium, man.
Yeah,
You
the
find
fact-
that happiness.
It's a different level, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a different level because it's like, yeah, you're right. Because like a collector is like, I own this. It's mine forever.
Yeah.
But a retailer is like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
owned
find the
it,
value
I owned
in
it,
moving it. Yeah.
and I turned it around and I sold it for this much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because-
that's the difference between me and Shawn.
Yeah.
You know, thank goodness he's not here right now. Because Shawn, if he got rid of these books, he'd be heartbroken forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
And I got rid of a lot of books in order to produce for my family more.
Yes.
You know, and that's the way I looked at it.
Yeah.
Now, we still gotta have time to get back into it. We still have time in order to do that. You know?
Yeah.
But in order to live the life that we want to live, that was more
That
to
pulled
me,
you more.
Yeah.
to me rather than collecting.
Absolutely.
not to take away from what he's doing, because
Oh, he's doing the right thing. I
Everything-
want these books.
Yeah.
but that's a different level of money. Like I can afford to do that. I can't. He can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he can afford to like spend $1,500, $3,000, $5,000,
See, but why he-
$10,000 and have a book
Yes.
and have it sit like.
No, but he did it right. No,
Yeah,
He bought that first person rhino for under.
But I mean,
It's putting money in the bank.
yes. But look at it from his
That's what
point,
I
right?
look at.
Look at it from his point. He's sitting there buying him and holding on to him, while Martin's like, man, he's literally exchanging the comic books that I want. He's exchanging them in his hands.
Yeah.
You know, he takes it from one, sells it to the other, and I'm like, man, he gets to touch the fucking gold.
Yeah.
You know, that I wish I could own, but he
Yeah.
gets to. He's the exchanging part of it. I'm sure if you sat him here and be like, dude, I would love to fucking exchange the shit. You know, grab the gold, get rid of the gold, grab the gold. Because you know what? I had the gold in my hand.
Yeah.
I
Well,
had I saw the kingdom.
I'm the shithead that wants to hold on to the gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really am. I
Yeah.
am. I've got fucking 1,500 fucking of them at the house.
Because while he's holding on to him, he knows every day what it's worth. Hey, man, the value's gone up. The value's gone down. The value's whatever, you know?
And he goes as far as getting them graded.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Yeah.
I put him in a fucking picture frame.
Hey, but Abraham, you did say that if you had got
Dude,
a
that's just
comic
good.
book, like
It's really good.
one of those comic books, you're like, I probably would have sold it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, there are certain ones, yeah. No, there are.
I don't mean to take your drink, man.
No,
My
no,
bad.
you. I'll
There
make
are
another
certain
one.
ones. You're right, Tiffany. There are certain ones. We're talking about this liquor right here, but Martin,
You mean the bottle?
the bottle.
Dude, because I'm about halfway through on this Jim
No,
Beam.
that shit sucks. This
Nah.
is the shit.
It's good, bro. It's good.
I can't stop. I want one more shot.
Have two more.
Okay, I'll have two more.
We'll call you an Uber. There you go. You don't have to worry about none of that.
Again. You know, because me and Abraham. We
You know
have
how
that.
lucky I am?
We have that.
My sister-in-law's here. So.
True.
Yeah, there you go. She can take you home. After we get another noise complaint.
Oh, that was weird.
That was weird.
That was so fucking weird. But you know what? The cops are cool. Hey,
Yeah.
that was my first interaction with police in San Angelo, and I didn't get arrested. They didn't throw me on the ground.
Yeah.
Didn't like
They didn't
arrest me.
cite
Like, you
you
go
or
down there and be like,
nothing.
hey, is there a problem?
They're like,
That's
hey.
what that feels like.
They're like, hey,
Did you say
Abraham.
what's the
And I'm like,
problem?
I didn't have to
say,
run.
"Well, is there a problem, officer?
I can tell them, hey, I don't smell like weed.
Abraham, for the first time in life, I don't feel like weed.
That's funny, though. That's what they said. We smell weed.
No.
There's a head
No,
shop
no,
right there, bro.
they were cool as fuck. No,
Yeah.
exactly. They knew what the fuck was up. They were cool as fuck with me. They were so cool, cool. So shout out. I don't know who the fuck they were. They gave
Shout
me
out to
their name.
SFPD.
Shout out to Travis
Yeah.
Griffin.
Travis.
Travis
We're gonna have
Griffin.
you in here soon. I hope.
Yeah, after the first of the year, I'll reach out.
We love you, brother.
But this is the one. So, anyways, he came out here. The cop said, "Hey, noise complaint. I don't get it." I'm like, "Hey, man, we're not doing nothing. We're doing a podcast." He was like, "I can't hear shit." He was like, "I don't know what the noise complaint."
That's what he said.
He said, "But
Come
they said
on
they
out,
smelled
smoke some
weed."
weed,
He said the
boy.
weed is passing through the vents, and I was like, "Bullshit." I said, if the weed was passing through the vents, you could smell it on me right now. I said,
Right.
"You're a police officer. You know what weed smells like." He was like, "Yeah, you're right." And they never said one thing about it.
It's probably just a
again.
walker, like a walker from.
And
the
I was like, you know what, man?
headhunters.
I said, you know what? If it's the guy behind us that's complaining, I said, there's two restrooms. Like, there's two fucking restrooms between us.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way. We're not loud. We're not playing music. We're having a
Well,
conversation.
I will tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow morning after I go check my lease. When I come through this bitch, I'm going to go knock on his door. And I'm like, is there a problem, sir?
Tell him. Fuck it. That's our neighbor.
Fuck you, bitch, and the click you claim.
Yeah.
God
Oscar, it's not 1992.
Oh, my bad.
That's when you can be like, Thug Life.
There you go.
Oscar grew up in a neighborhood that was not good.
Oh, no. Yeah, bro.
I grew up in the Bluffs.
Huh? You grew up in the Bluffs? It's funny, bro. I get so much shit, though, for living in the Bluffs. I get so much shit. I'm like,
Hey,
yeah, what's that?
elevate.
Yeah, bro. I was like, hold on, why are you mad at me, man? Because I bust my ass to get where I'm at. Right?
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
of course, yeah.
But
It's
they're
the
like,
fruits of your labor.
the part that gets me is like, oh, you got soft. Oh, you think I got soft?
You think I got soft? I,
was like-
still got a fucking excursion in my
Yeah.
backyard.
I give you hell. I give you hell because you're my friend.
Yeah.
Did you sell it? Did you sell
Yeah,
the
I sold
excursion?
it. I sold the
fine,
excursion.
yes, yeah.
Good.
But I'm like,
Good.
you didn't.
I'm
You don't know
so
how
glad
hood I can get. It's like, oh,
Do you
no
mind
one
if I
ever
take
tested my
another shot?
gangster.
One last.
That's well, I saved that last for you. That's all for you.
Are you sure?
That's it. That's done.
No more.
Just take it.
Just
I don't even want to do it now.
you're not driving home. You got your
just take
DD
it.
behind us.
Just take it.
Yeah, bro. Matter of fact, here, you don't want to take it all. Put some right there. Put some in that one. I'm not even drunk.
We're not
I'm
gonna
drunk.
get that vodka again. We're not gonna get that vodka again.
Oh, there you go. No, there's enough for one person, bro. Get you
If
some
you
of
want-
that.
Oh
Loki.
my god, it's exactly a shot. Holy
Did you watch the Loki season
shit.
on?
Man, it was so great, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, it was the best thing I've
Man,
ever
I
watched.
really
I've watched
love
in a
Loki.
long time.
Loki was really good. Just
Loki
like
is
Penguin.
good.
Just like
Yeah.
like Loki like Loki was so amazing, and then Penguin was so
Yeah.
amazing. It was like
Oh,
dang.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Fucking Penguin.
But I like how they brought the TVA into Loki, right? And then they brought the TVA into fucking Deadpool Wolverine. It's not the end of-
TV. Oh,
the Time Variance
Time
Authority.
Variance Authority.
Yeah. Shit, how did I know that?
I mean,
Fuck,
it's just-
dude, I'm a
You
geek,
fucking
bro.
nerd.
I think we can dub you a nerd now.
Yeah.
Oscar, I'm going to tell you this right now.
What's up?
Because it's funny. It's so fucking It's so fucking funny. Because Oscar gives me hell, bro. Because like I'm a nerd, bro, and I totally admit it. Like I have so many. I have long boxes. What did I say? How many comic books do I have?
1500.
1,500.
Shit, how did I know that? How did I know that too?
So I have
Wait,
5
wait,
long
just-
boxes.
And I get labeled a nerd. Fine, I'm a nerd. I don't give a fuck. We can redo these walls every day for the rest of the year because I have that many comic books.
Yeah.
And I can put them up in panels all the way around every fucking day, every day. But I don't do it. But Oscar is like, oh, you fucking nerd. But Oscar knows the stories behind those.
Stories.
I bought these books for the artwork,
For the artwork and for the love of it. Yeah.
but Oscar knows the stories. So really, who's the actual nerd here?
I'm gonna claim it. I'll claim it. Whatever. I'm the nerd.
You know what?
I don't.
Hey, you were
I'm like
asking
the
about some
incognito
comic
nerd.
book stories.
But that's the thing about comic books is it's more to it. Like people don't get it. Like there's people that are in it for the story. There's people that are in it for the art, and there's people that are just in it because it's a comic book.
Yeah.
It's like 3 different
yeah,
directions
it's
to
a
go.
timeless object.
Yeah.
So the writers, we talk about the writers and how left field, right field, or whatever they are, but they gravitated for kids
Yeah.
at the very beginning, and now we're all adults.
Bro, I'm 41 years old, right? But I'm fucking 14 at heart.
Yeah,
I'll admit it. Even though
I feel 17.
feel 17. Yeah, I'm a teenager at heart, man. Because I mean, I do. Even though here, I'll admit it. Like my wife, we've been together for 20 years, right? But I won't watch anime while she's up because I don't want her to think I'm weird. I'll wait till she goes to sleep,
That's
bro.
badass.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? That's a hell of
Yeah.
a fucking. That's something. That's real, bro.
yeah, man. That's fucking
That's
real.
some
'Cause I'm
real
like,
shit
look,
right there.
Sometimes, like here, I've been kind of a little more lenient, right? I've been like the other day, right before she went to bed, right? I put on Dragon Ball Daima, the new episode, and she kind of looked at it, and I feel like maybe it's just me in my head, She looked at it, she's like, "It just went to bed."
so
Dude, y'all been together for 20 years. So
Oh, yeah.
She
So-
knows.
so
she knows
maybe-
what's up.
Yeah, it's fucking.
maybe. I mean, have you put on Tokyo Ghoul for her or anything else like that?
I have not, man. I have not.
So Tokyo Ghoul is a good story.
Yeah.
I don't think Amy would would enjoy that
Nope.
story.
Yeah.
But don't tell her that it's an anime.
Yeah.
Just tell her that Tokyo Ghoul movie.
Well,
Your
and-
wife is like my wife.
Yes.
And then be like, so the anime is so much better than the movie. And then gravitate to it. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe
because Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, you have
Tokyo
to.
Ghoul
You know what?
kinda
You'd have
put
to
me-
trick her into it.
Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul
Yeah.
kind of put me into that.
That would be the way.
So
Right?
So Tokyo Ghoul was like
Tiffany knows
they
because
put me-
Tiffany knows
it
that's
put-
your sister. Like
Yeah.
Tiffany, so Tiffany is into it the way we're into it,
Yeah.
right? But her sister, my wife, is not like the things that I'm super fucking into. She's like, nah, what the fuck? The way Amy is, like,
Yeah. But see, Amy watches this like 600-pound
okay.
Life.
So does my wife.
Or the 1,000-pound sisters. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can't
Okay.
watch this.
I can't
No.
watch that either.
Oh, hold on.
But Tokyo Ghoul puts you
Puts
into
you
a
in.
different place because
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, that's just sad that they're committing suicide.
That's a deep story.
Yeah.
That's a real
It's a deep story.
that they're committing suicide.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a few hundred committing suicide. Now look at this.
Okay.
And now it's like,
Yeah.
holy crap! And so now it's a whole new spectrum for her.
Yeah.
And now anime is open to her. That's what happened. That's what opened me up to.
Okay.
And anime was like holy Akira and everything else because as a collector, so going back to it, so I started off I had bought the business from Robert Rios. So I bought the business from Robert Rios, and it was just a video game place because I loved video games.
Uh-huh.
And so we sold Nintendos, and we sold Nintendos only.
Oh,
Right.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, and we sold Nintendos only. But we had to follow the generations. So Atari and Nintendo were the first things that were hot at the time because all my friends were buying Nintendos and Ataris and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so then we gravitated to Super Nintendos, Nintendo 64s. And so before I got out of everything, then it was PlayStation. So PlayStation was the biggest market of video games ever existed
Okay.
at that
At that time, yeah.
It's like 700-800 different video games that came out on a disc and everything else. So out of that, that anime stuff was actually more collectible
Uh-huh.
than anything else. I didn't give a fuck about it. I didn't care about anime. I was like,
Yeah.
who's Bundakai 1, Bundakai 2, Bundakai 3? And all of a sudden I was like being the sales guy, it's like, oh, Bundakai 3 is fucking worth $80 fucking. It's probably worth more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On PlayStation 1 now. Or PlayStation 2 now. And I'm just like, okay, I can buy it for $10, I can sell it to you for $80. You know? And that's the salesperson in me. You know what I mean? And you would have Bundakai 3
Yeah.
up on the wall. Like
That's
yeah, that's me, you know. And so I didn't know nothing about it, but watching the movies and watching my daughter and my son enjoy the Dragon Ball stuff and things like that. Then I got to anime figures and everything else. So
Okay.
so I really love the anime figures too.
Yeah.
the old school Dragon Ball stuff and everything else. Oh man, I really
I know, bro.
Really enjoyed that. I had a good friend in South Korea that would send me authentic Dragon Ball figures, and it was amazing. I love that stuff. It was so nice.
Oh, man, that's fucking great, bro. That's great. Because, I mean, I like, the first time I saw Dragon Ball Z was in Mexico.
Okay.
First time I ever saw it. You know, and I'm watching fucking through the Cell Saga, through the Blue Saga, and then I come up here, right? And then I come back to the States.
Nothing.
And I'm like, nothing. There ain't shit here. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, man, this fucking show that I'm watching, it's the shit. It's the shit. It's the most awesome thing I've ever seen. You know, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, so I put my cousin on it. And he's like, man, all of a sudden he's bootlegging this shit. So at that time it was LimeWire.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so he was down. Yeah, bro. He was downloading fucking seasons of fucking, or downloading Dragon Ball Z onto, he would burn them onto disc and he would sell them. that was his deal, you know. He's like, as soon as I get it, I'm telling him, I'm burning this shit. Man, he's sending stuff off and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, he's like, oh, this is this new shit. I was like, no, I've been seeing this shit since I was a fucking kid, bro.
Yeah.
Every time I would go to goddamn Mexico, I would sit down in front of the TV. I'm like, nope, next Dragon Ball, let's go. I want to watch the whole series of this shit. You know, which was crazy.
He was the Martin of the Dragon Ball.
Yes, because he would buy and sell stuff, you know?
Yeah.
At that time, he's like, man, everybody's like, what are you watching this shit? I was like, you want to know with the weirdest spot, right? This guy shows up in a van. And you buy this shit from the fucking van.
Your cousin?
No.
Oh, okay.
In Mexico. I was like, wait a minute. There's this fucking van that shows up. Huh?
Is he puking?
Oh, yeah. He's good. He's good. We've all been there. You know, or this guy shows up in a van, right? The first time I saw Blood In, Blood Out. It's called Sangre por Sangre. It was in fucking Spanish. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's this pedo van that shows up, and he literally, like, he'll slide his door open, and the thing is full of fucking DVDs. And I'm like, wait, he's got the new Dragon Ball. We were like, hey, man, I want that new Dragon Ball. I told my dad, I was like, hey, I need like 10 pesos, man, because I'm about to
Is that
buy
on
this
an
shit.
Oscar right there?
You know?
Is that on Oscar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would fucking like, here's 10 pesos, man. Give me fucking whatever gets me over. But I know I want Dragon Ball Z. I want fucking Blood In, Blood Out. I want this shit right out of a fucking van, bro. Out of a van. I want
Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, everybody's like, I've never seen this shit before. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Right, literally, like, what year did Blood In, Blood Out come out? Anybody know? You know?
1992 or 3. Let me see.
Okay, but it was a little bit later after that, because I mean, that's like, this dude's got.
That's your favorite movie?
Yeah,
isn't it?
no. It was the most weirdest shit, because I'm like, this dude's got the fucking latest shit. And he's showing up in Mexico in dirt roads, right? There ain't no guy that we have to, at that time, we would have to like wait till 3 o'clock to get water. 1993. We'd have to wait for the water to be like, all right, it's our turn to get water. So we would turn on the water and we'd fill up fucking drums.
That's you?
Oh yeah, bro.
God, dang,
if
boy.
I tell you the way,
Nice.
I have a great fucking childhood.
That's
like
awesome.
if I told you,
Yes.
you ever seen Crocodile Dundee, right?
Oh,
You
of
saw
course.
the Aborigines fucking in the background. They're fucking walking. Bro, that was my childhood.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I would tell you straight to tell you, I had the best fucking childhood. You ever went and fucking swam, right? In spring water that came out of the mountains, just coming through a canal, right? We would get in there. We would we would stop at the store. Now, we're talking about like 105, 106 degree weather. We're sitting there, we're hiking to this fucking canal, right? That's got fresh water. The fucking water is like 40, 50 degrees coming from the mountain of a glacier. You know, it's a glacier water. We tie the fucking top of the bottles and we put them in the water. We go swimming in this shit, right? So we let the fucking, the Coke bottles, which is you saw the glass bottles?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the medio litros and shit. They'd be floating in the fucking water, getting cool. When it was time, it's like, hey man, let's get out and have some vines, have some grapes. We'd open up our bottles, sit underneath the fucking vineyard, and we'd pull the grapes off the top of the.
Nice.
Oh, man. Bro, we sit there, we're eating them while we're drinking our cold ass Cokes and shit like that. Dude, I'm telling you, I had the best fucking childhood. Like, I wish that everybody could experience the childhood that I had.
Yeah.
Because it was great. Like, we'd go out there, we'd shoot rabbits with slingshots and shit. I got to meet my great grandmother. Luckily, she was old. I was able to meet her. You know, she was great. We're sitting there going, we see the smoke going, like, hey, what's that smoke over there, right? So we show up, and there's my great-great-grandmother. Or my great-grandmother. Yeah, my great-grandmother. I don't know how, I know she was over 100. I know that for sure. But she's sitting there cooking a snake. You know, she's like, are y'all hungry? I'm like, fuck yeah, we kill some rabbits. We throw the fucking rabbits over the, I mean, we're talking about desert, bro. Desert. There's no mesquites growing. The fucking, if there was any, they're probably about 2 foot tall and they're about 5 foot away from the next fucking.
And she said she kept a chicken with her.
She kept the chicken with her
every day.
Every day she would have an egg every morning.
There's always an egg.
Yeah, it was always an egg that she would have every morning. But we're sitting there. She has a fire going. We're literally got rabbits hanging off our backs. Because if we see one, bam, we shoot that little cottontail. And we'd fucking throw it over the fire. And then all of us would either have a salt or pepper packet or shakers in our back pocket. That's how we would eat.
Nice.
My parents would be like, hey, you better go find them. You better go find them because I'm sure they're hungry by now because they've been out in the desert for 5, 6 hours. Shit, my dad and my uncles would come looking for us because there'd be a fire going, right? And they show up, man. They would sit down and eat with us. Dude, we're sitting there fucking eating this shit. I knew it was the greatest. Like when I tell people, it's hard for them to even understand that, you know? But I had the greatest fucking childhood, man. It was fucking great. Like it was straight up survival mode. Like I tell my wife, right? I was like, look, if I was ever all naked and afraid, I'd probably come out the only guy that actually gained weight when I was out there. Because, dude, this shit, like you're the fucking desert, bro. We're in the desert.
You learn how to do it, man.
Oh yeah, fuck it was great, man.
You got to.
It was it was so fun.
Especially back then when we were kids. Like,
oh yeah.
I love it. Like,
and we're never going to get back to that.
No, we're never going to get back to that. I miss that for my kids, man. Because my kids are like, well, what are we going to eat today? What are we going to do this, right? Man,
Chef already.
Yeah, bro.
And then since you live in the Bluffs, you're like, well, go to the backyard and go find something. And ATV's right there.
Yeah, bro. Like, I try to explain to my kids. They're like, well, what are we going to eat? And I'm like, look, man, you eat what there is. Like, you become this fucking chef. You know, you can make shit out of fucking nothing. You can make shit out of leftovers.
But when you live in the Bluffs, there's nothing over there.
Oh, fuck, bro. There's nothing.
What is it, clay?
Yeah, it's all clay. It's all, we got our ponds and stuff
Luckily,
like that.
I live close to the river. I mean, it might be downstream and everything, and we get shit.
Got all the
wastewater and everything. But hey, there's some 3-eyed frogs there.
Yeah, that's funny. I miss that for my kids, man. I wish because if I were to take them down there, even Amy, like if I took my
they'd be like,
my
ew.
wife down where we're at, she's like, oh my god,
this is how my cousin lives.
Yeah, bro. They're like, get us the fuck out of here.
Gross.
Where's the nearest Holiday Inn? I'm like, Holiday Inn? The fuck? I was like, you see that adobe house over there? That's where we're staying in. You see that house that was made out of crates and plastic? That's where we're staying in. Because that's what I stayed in.
That's what you stayed in.
That's what you know, when people, it's hard for somebody to fathom, right? Like, there's a fucking house that's made out of adobe out in the fucking desert. You walk into the house, there is no goddamn tile. There is no floor. What the floor is fucking dirt. That they would go there, like once or twice a week, they would put water on the floor to pack all the dirt.
Pack it down.
That's how we slept, dude. It was when I think about it now, I'm like, I could literally live in a house like that. That's my peace.
Yeah. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, I would take that any day out of a fucking $400,000 home. Give me that. Give me that. I would be perfectly happy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I remember I told you we went out to Rankin, and it was the coolest fucking experience, Martin. And it's one of those things that it's so fucking primal, right? So we go out there, and I don't know what it's called in English, but it's called gobernadora. It's a plant that goes out there. I don't know what the fuck it's called in English. No clue. So anyways, we're out there, and at this time, I had my construction company. We're tearing down a battery and shit like that. So we go out there. And one of the guys that works for me, his family's from the same town in Mexico. And it's funny, man, because that day it was cloudy and it rained a little bit, you know, and it moistened the dirt and moistened the plant. And that breeze moved. Well, you ever had something that just stopped you where you were at, and you're just like, you fucking look up and you just like,
oh yeah,
you take that deep breath and you're like, oh my God, this is like, it's something that just unlocks something in your brain. I'm like, oh my God, that is my heaven. That is my heaven, you know? And it's crazy because my cousin was there, you know, and he worked for me at the time too. He's like, bro, that was the weirdest thing. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, when that breeze came in and you smelled that, not only did you stop this, you stopped everything you were doing. And you looked up and you smelled the breeze coming off the mountains. When you did that, Rhino did the same thing at the exact same time.
Damn it. Yeah.
He's like, bro, it was, and then it's kind of funny because after it was done and it stopped raining and that breeze stopped, I opened my eyes, man. I looked down and looked at Rhino, and he looked at me. He's like, La Tres, right? He's like, fuck, bro. La Tres is the town that we recognize.
Yeah.
That we both familiar with. He's like, man, that reminds you of the Tres, huh? And I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, we're connected, bro. Like, we're fucking, whatever this is, this primal fucking instinct that we have. And he's like, man, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And he's like, it's like it brought some sentimental shit to me, man. Like, it stopped me. I would take that. If I were to die tomorrow, that would be my heaven, man. That would be my heaven. living in a fucking an Adobe house, smelling that. Because I mean, yeah, was it hard? Fuck yeah, it was hard. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take away from that. You know, was it fucking primal? Fuck yeah, it was primal.
I saw this video the other day. This guy was going into like Arizona or maybe New Mexico, Utah, but back in the area, he found this area. It's been discovered before it was marked, but it was old ass Indian caves. They were along a cliff, like it was like a like imagine like the Grand Canyon. It's right along it, right along the edge.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to get to it unless you know how the fuck to get to it. Like it's like it's built into it.
Yeah.
And it's like he was like walking along and he was like, bro, I don't know how the fuck these people decided to do this. He was like, but they built their entire life on this edge of this cliff. He was like, you can't fight them because they're in the cliff. Like what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know? He was like, they built their entire world in this cliff. It was crazy because he walked along it. I was like, that's fucking, that's nuts. That's fucking nuts. Like if you really fucking think about it, like the fuck were they doing? Like they were just out there.
Yeah. Like if I were to take you to that place, you'd be like, man, get me the fuck out of here. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, because I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I mean, I never lived a fancy life, but me and my mom, we grew up here. You know, me and my mom and my brother, we grew up here in whatever we could do, you know.
Yeah.
When I went to the Army, they sent me to Bosnia for a year. And so I had the same experience too. I was in a big old tent. You know, I think it was like 12 soldiers in there. Dirt bottom, and that's the way we lived for a year. And so now people want to say, like, you want to go camping? And I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to go camping.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you want to go camping? Because I lived that. But it wasn't at my own will. They forced me to do that.
Yeah.
You know? And so I lived at a dirt bottom tent for a long fucking time. And so it's like, no, I rather don't.
Never again.
Like you're the outdoorsy type. And what I was thinking is that when you go to Las Vegas, you want to go to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Right? It's perfect. You go to the Grand Canyon and you're like, and then you go to Vegas. Cool. But me, I don't want to go to fucking Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know what?
I want to go to the Bellagio.
I lived at the fucking god dang in that shit. I was in Bosnia for a year.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that when I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
You know, you take me out of my element and you put me in that. And I'm like, no.
I
You know?
don't do this. Yeah.
Yeah. And you make me live there for a year. Like, I don't want to ever do that again.
Yeah.
You know, ever.
Like, oh man, no, I get exactly what you're saying, man. But
Yeah.
like those fucking nights, bro, where you see the stars, where I'm just like,
That's different though.
That's different.
That's
well,
different.
that's
right.
yeah, that's how I grew. I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm like so insignificant in this universe that I can't even explain it, man. Like I want somebody to say, look, go to Big Ben. Big Ben is where you get your real good fucking experience of what I had. Yeah. I mean, actually, that's pretty much, if you were to put a house out in Big Bend, out in the middle of fucking nowhere, that's exactly where we would go.
Yeah.
And it is some, it brings me down to my very core, man. Yeah. To the very core.
That's awesome. That's great.
I'm just like, I'm so small and significant here that this is my heaven. This is my universe.
Yeah. Is homeboy okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah,
it's his first time.
Yeah, it's his first time. It's his first time I don't want to do podcasts.
We haven't seen him again.
Yeah.
So, how did you like that?
Oh, dude, it was good.
That was
fucking good.
The best.
I mean, that's why I gave you the last little bit, and Abraham took the last little bit. I mean, we'll probably never. Well, unless my friend gives me another bottle, or we ordered online. Of course, it's online.
Yeah. That was
But
amazing.
that's it. Leaves you wanting more.
Yeah.
It really does, and it's so smooth that you can't. You can't. So now that I gave y'all that, you know, and y'all did that. So you've had these tobacco cigars before.
Tobaccos are good.
And so
amazing.
Have you had a tobacco cigar before?
No, I've never.
I saw you chewing on the Cuban that I gave you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. These are different.
So these are so this one I want you to chew on it. And then being as diabetic, you're gonna be like, holy fuck.
No shit.
Yep. So
Fuck.
just go and just smell it, enjoy it, smell it,
Oh, what is that?
and then
Yeah, smell it though, because it always brings in a different. Like,
yeah, smell it for you.
Well, you know what, man? You stick around and smoke one?
I want to smoke them right now.
Okay. Well, fuck. Let's go.
I do too.
Yeah. Let's. Shawn was back, so we can kind of give him. But he's attending to other stuff. Right?
Martin, you know what to do, right? When we shut this down.
Oh yeah.
WID Podcast. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Thank you, guys, man. Martin, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I'll thank Shawn here in a minute.
So I just wanted to say, like,
Oh, go ahead.
Get it.
So since we're all business oriented people, next time I want to do something business oriented and
Okay.
making money.
We'll talk. Yeah.
Fucking A.
We need to talk off of this, though, so we can get it going.
Yeah,
And actually
we
plan
can do
it
that.
out, you know?
Yeah,
Make
and we
it
can do
look
that.
good.
And hopefully I get my friend, this
Oh,
guy.
I don't
here.
know who that guy was, but that was the best vodka I've ever had in my life.
And this guy's
I've never
local.
had
And
vodka like that before.
And this guy's local. So
That's
I mean,
amazing.
I don't want to say too much about his
Oh,
name.
man, yeah.
I mean, anybody that knows me personally knows who I'm talking about. But he's through and through a really good person, and even getting Zach back on here, you know.
Okay.
And talking about business, you know.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
I'm game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Do it. I don't want to. Never pass.
Let's do
Never
it.
let a good opportunity pass you by. No, sir. But hey, guys, thank you for listening. Please, we're trying to make this trip to San Diego. Like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Oh, here comes our boy.
Just in time for the fucking shutdown.
Right now, alcohol is a hell of a drug.
Are you ready? Are you ready to do this?
ready.
This is the most important part of the whole thing.
What's going on?
Oh, what comic books?
Okay, so we're about to sign
What
out.
comic books?
What
You know,
comic
we
book?
talking about-
It never happened.
You brought comic books? What?
Martin, thank you for coming on.
For sure.
What it do, baby? What it do? Shawn, thank you so much for coming on. What it do? Yeah.
What to do, baby?
What it do, baby?
Know it. It's a good time. It's a good time.